Mega high.
Hello? Oh, my thing broke. Hold on. Wake up. There we go. It fixed. I fixed my TV. It was broken for a second. I was like, if I switch scene, nothing better break. Nothing better break. I bet you the throwables are broken already. That's something I bet that has indeed occurred. If I click out of this window, does my TV disappear? It does not disappear. Hello, Venom. Hello, Leviathan. How are you going today? It is currently like... Fox, hello. Hi. It's a little bit early. I don't normally stream the drawing stuff at midday, but I've needed to do it at midday. So here I am. I need to give people their evenings back. Yeah, I've been streaming too much for the people in my household. That's not good. What do you mean it's not good, Venom? What do you mean it's not good? It's good. I'm here. I'm streaming. I've got a little headache, but I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Your day is going good. You're going well. I'm good. I'm glad to hear it. Hello? 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 Okay. So we're just gonna do the same thing as last stream. Yeah, we're gonna watch some video essays today. Peach, hello. Hi, Peach. Welcome in. This first video is how many stars can you get in Mario 64 without entering paintings? There are so many, like, Mario 64, like, speedrun oriented, like, videos out there, but they're always so interesting. I don't know why. There's something about Mario 64 that's just, like, really interesting for some reason. You know, I don't know. I don't know how the game continues to stay relevant and interesting, but it does it, you know? It's crazy. Don't forget to take care of yourself. I won't. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I'll take care of myself as soon as I finish streaming, and then as soon as I finish my uni. I think I got recommended this one at some point. Yeah, no, I find that these types of videos, they tend to, like, get recommended, and then they stay in, like, my recommendations for a while until I'm like, fine, I'll watch it. Thank you, Ninja Sky King, for the follow. Oh my gosh, I really appreciate that. Welcome in. Foxy Fairy Bat, hello. Maxie Best is starting stream and I'm about to watch a silly reality show. No, now you can watch my silly reality show. There's less drama, but it's okay. We can make drama if you need it, Peach. We can make some drama. Who wants to like have like a petty fight today? Who wants to what would be something good to have drama over? What can we be dramatic about? Yeah, let's stir up some drama. Ooh. So, okay, let's start with this. Are you a tea or a coffee person? We're gonna okay. I'm making a poll. You gotta pick one, okay? You gotta pick one. Do you prefer tea or coffee? If you had to pick, I think I would go with tea. I think even though I have coffee, I only have it for like the caffeine, and I only like one select brand. I don't like most coffees. I'll probably say I'm more of a tea person, but I'm also really picky with my tea as well. It has to be milky, it has to be sweet, it has to be kind of weak. So I'm basically just having hot water with milk and some sugar, actually, now that I think about it. Matcha is a tea, not a coffee. Matcha is so yummy. I'm the same with matcha though. I'm kind of picky with that as well. It has to be like a sweet powdered matcha, you know what I mean? And peach tea, I don't think I've ever had peach tea before. If I had... Maybe I didn't like it. Maybe I did try it and I didn't like it. Because peach tea is like a cold... It's generally like a cold tea, right? It's like an iced peach tea. That's what you're talking about, right? How many teaspoons of sugar? When I have sugar, usually 2. But I don't generally have sugar. I have like sweetener, like stevia tablets and stuff like that, you know? What type of tea do I drink? You know, just like the basic tea. Like black tea, but then you put milk in it. So it's white tea, you know what I mean? But if I had to be like specific, I'd say I lean towards English breakfast. If I'm not having like, if I can't have like basic black tea from Lipton or whatever, I'll have to go with English breakfast if like I'm out at a cafe or something, you know. Peach can be hot, warm or hot. Oh, I don't know how I feel about peach tea being warm. I haven't had it. I can't knock it. I haven't tried it. But it's something about that. I'm just like, doesn't sound great. Warm or cold? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So warm, I don't imagine if you're having tea, if it's like above cold temperature, you'd just be having it hot. So like the idea of a warm tea is strange as well. Strange. What's winning? What's winning? Okay, tea supremacy. So if you picked coffee, you have to know that you're in the minority and you have to feel like ashamed, okay? You have to feel like, oh man, I don't fit in because I don't like tea more than coffee. And then we can be all dramatic about that, okay? We can start drama. We can be like, you'd have like a war against tea and coffee, okay? Does that sound good? Is that good reality TV? Is that good reality TV for you? Peach, do we do it? I also don't like tea super hot because I burn my mouth. Yeah, that's fair. Some people have very like sensitive, like, I don't know, mouths. But also, you know, because I have worked in cafe environments for a while. There are some people who just cannot stand having like a warm tea or coffee. It has to be like boiling hot. Like, I mean like insanely hot. Like they will order it and they'll be like, volcano hot, please. And then you're sitting there as the barista like, please don't let this milk spill out and burn me. Don't give me a 3rd degree burn right now. Please don't gamble with my skin. Like some people, they're very picky about the temperature of their coffee. And it's always like super incredibly hot that they need their coffee, which is ridiculous because, hey, especially like a cafe environment, the way you make like coffee hotter is by making the milk hotter. And when you're making the milk hotter, you are burning the milk. You are burning it. That's what extra hot coffee is. It is burnt milk with coffee. And I'm just like, man, you must just like the taste of burnt milk or something. It's like most of the time people are complaining like, oh, my coffee tastes bad. Sometimes we've burnt the milk because burnt milk probably tastes bad. I don't know. Maybe... I've probably had burnt milk before and found it fine though. Especially when I was learning how to make coffee properly. But I don't know, having a hot coffee, it's good so it cools down, but it's still gonna be burnt. I don't know. Speaking of which, I should drink my coffee before it gets too cold. Hold on. I know I haven't finished, I haven't started, rather I haven't started this video or drawing, but I wanted to share, listen. Okay. Okay, you know how you know how we'll talk about periods the other day? You know what I thought of? So there is a brand of pads in Australia. Hello Skiddo, you're just in time. There's a brand of pads in Australia that for some reason, like, okay, so how, if you've never used a pad before, so how a pad works is there's like a little peelable thing at the back so you can stick the pad onto your underwear or whatever, so it will stick on there and stay. Some of them have wings as well, that it's just extra support for that. But on the little peely bit, for some reason on this particular brand, they have fun facts on it. Do you want to hear some fun pad facts? You want to hear some fun pad facts? Okay, fun pad fact number 1. A snail can sleep for 3 years. Is anyone ready for an afternoon nap? Did you know that? Did you know that a snail can sleep for 3 years? That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Why are they sleeping for so long? Don't they need to eat? I'm not even sure if these get fact-checked or if they're just something fun to read. I don't know. Maybe they're not even real facts. They might not be real facts. A fun pad fact number 2. You can always see your own nose, but your brain chooses to block it out most of the time. You're welcome. Now you can see your nose. Now you are very conscious of your nose. There you go. You're welcome. You're very conscious of the fact that your nose is just kind of in your eyesight, but you can kind of block it out, but it's also there. You can see it. You can see your nose right now. Right now. Try and look at your nose. Try and see the nose. It's there. It's there. And you're choosing to block it out, but not anymore. There you go. There you go. Imagine being on a date telling someone the fact, be like, oh, my pad told me, literally. Literally, I don't know why these have fun facts. Just so like when you're suffering, in pain, in agony, and you're hormonal, and everything feels bad, you can be like, well, at least I have these fun facts to read. At least I can read these fun facts. Okay. Most newborns cry without tears until they are 3 to 6 weeks old. So they're just being dramatic. They're just being dramatic. They don't know how to cry yet. They're learning how to cry. Just look at the mirror. What do you mean? Oh, like to see your nose? True. That's so smart. It's like, what does this mean? Why are you telling me to look in the mirror? Okay, fun pad fact. Number 4. Eggplants aren't really vegetables. They are really fruit. Did you know eggplant is a fruit? I'm guessing, isn't the difference between fruit and vegetables that fruit tends to have seeds? Like, they tend to have like seeds. Like apples have seeds in them. Cucumbers have seeds in them. Capsicum have seeds. Isn't that the difference between vegetables and fruit? Okay. Okay, so eggplants have seeds in them, is what I'm gathering from this information. Okay, fun pad fact number 5. Cats average 12 to 16 hours of sleep a day, more than any other mammal. Same. Same. What do you mean that's not a fun fact? What do you mean it's not a fun fact, Quarks? It's such a fun fact. It's so fun. Aren't you having fun with my pad facts? They think they're me. Listen, I get worried about my cats. I'm like, oh, they're sleeping so much. Maybe there's something wrong with them. Maybe I should like go take it to the vet. But no, that's just what cats do. The eggplant one? That's a fun fact. It's a fun fact. Isn't it fun? Isn't it fun? Okay, fun pad fact number 5. I think number 5. Female elephants produce only 1 offspring every 5 years. That's very responsible of them. Although I don't blame them. Can you imagine giving birth to an elephant? Elephantar? Would you imagine? That would be taxing. Like the pregnancy, the birth, all of that sounds awful. I don't think I'd like to be an elephant. If I'm ever reincarnated, I don't want to be an elephant. Fun pad fact number 6, I think. In the Caribbean, there are oysters that can climb trees. Hello, Scanner. Hello, Snow. What do you mean you don't want to imagine giving birth to an elephant? What do you mean? Isn't that a fun, like, mental exercise? Isn't that, like, so fun? They're pregnant longer than humans, too. Ugh. What kind of conversation? Snow, isn't it? We're going through my pad facts. So there's a brand of pads in Australia. There's probably more. I don't know if it's just in Australia, but they might not be just in Australia. But they print fun facts on the back of them. So I'm reading them out. I'm sharing. This is like too good to not share, you know? I think I'm cursed to walk into the most random conversation with you every time. I think maybe that's a sign I just talk about too much rubbish. I don't know about this one, but they're fun, Venom. They're fun. They're fun facts. I say they're fun, okay? Okay? Don't you want to be an oyster that can climb a tree? Don't you? No, fun pad fact. I think number 7. Never for 1 minute trust a sleeping snake. They can see through their eyelids. Did you know a snake can see through their eyelids? They can have their eyes closed and still see. Imagine if we could do that. Imagine. Imagine. I don't want to imagine. I like the fact that you can just block out the world by, like, closing your eyes. I like that. I don't want to be able to see through my eyes. I'm trying to figure out what to do with the information I've now learned. Go on, spread the gospel. You have to inform others. It's your duty. Owls have the same thing. It must be rough. They must be, like, anxious all the time. Like, oh god, I gotta be alert, like, 24/7. I don't think I want to be a wild animal. That sounds exhausting. Imagine just, like, fearing for your life. It could go wrong any second. I guess, I mean, it could be. It's the same being a human, I guess. It's just, you know, I don't know. Got a bit more of protection. Yeah, be like, yeah, just... yeah, just like, this is... Mags' pad told you this. Okay, this is the last one. Are you ready? This is the last pad fact. I think pad fact number 8. Okay. The gastric juices of a snake can digest bones and teeth, but not fur or hair. Oh my god, could you imagine a snake coughing up a hairball? If they consumed enough prey that had fur or hair or whatever, but they can't digest the hair. They've got to have, like, lumps of hair just all ripped through them. Just all the time. Like, how does it get... Do they spit it out? Do they, like, and have a hairball? Like a cat? Maybe. Maybe. Or maybe they just, like, slowly get, like, softer, and that's how, like, plush toys are made. They're made from snakes that had too much hair. Maybe. Maybe. Should we, like, draw? Wait, don't owls also have the same problem? They spit out balls of fur. They have fur balls? Owls have fur balls? Do they? Oh my god, everything is secretly a cat. Everything, snakes and owls are the same. That's kind of weird though. They share a lot of similarities, a lot of similarities. I mean 2. They share 2 similarities. They can see through their eyelids and they cough up hair, or they can't digest hair. Can we digest hair? If we were to eat hair, can we digest it? Are we capable of is our stomach acid strong enough to... Can we eat hair? Has anyone tested this? Has anyone tested whether we can consume a hair and it be fine? Or does it just come out the other end, like, intact, and then just, like, tangle all in your intestines and cause problems? Is it? It'll be one of those things I'm going to forget something to think about when I go get a snack at 2 a.m. Oh, Lord. Okay. Maybe it does tangle our intestines. Maybe we don't eat hair. Maybe only eat short hair. That way your risk factor goes down. I think so, but I never tried it. Like, yeah, no, the idea of eating hair, yeah. I've seen clips of people who are mentally sick and eat their hair, having dangerous stomach, like, hairs. I almost said stomach balls in their hair. They have dangerous stomach balls in their hair, guys. Oh my god. Hairballs stuck in their stomach, which is equally horrifying. I think having stomach balls in your hair might be more horrifying than having hairballs stuck in your stomach. I think. Is that like a hot take? I don't think it's a hot take. I think that's real. I think that's just objectively real. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Do not grow stomach balls in your hair. It's not a good look. It's not. It's not. Even if people say it's trendy and it's in, it's not a good look. It's not a good look, sweetie. Maybe we should watch some video essays and draw. Let me, hold on. I need to double check who I actually need to draw today. We made like heaps of progress last during stream. It was great. We made so much progress. I think having like the video essays helped so much. Like so much. Oh, you know what? I'm missing my chat. If it's like combined chat. Oh, I'm sorry if anyone was watching on YouTube. I can see you now. I can see you now, I swear, okay? Oh my gosh, okay, my bad. Oh dear. Oh dear, I was looking at the Twitch chat and I was like, something's wrong. I'm missing something. Oh, worst streamer. Worst streamer ever. Oh no. Think you're gonna vibe, play some peaceful music and play RuneScape? No worry. That sounds like such a good time. I do have like a RuneScape video essay in this playlist somewhere. Good thing you moved to Twitch. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with the YouTube chat. I'm usually, listen, 90% of the time I'm good. I have it open. It's like a 10% of the time we're like, wow, I'm the worst. I didn't open it. Okay. You know what's gonna be really cool? Okay, so today I'm really excited about the people I need to draw today. So, two of them, the first two is Jello and Jellybean, who are two friends of mine. And then there's Kawaii after that, if we get around to that. I'm probably going to do like a little short, it's going to be a short stream because I don't want to stream for too long. I'll probably be going for like 2 hours more than this. So I've wasted a lot of time. My bad. But the pad facts were worth it, right? Right? Worth it. Let's get the drawing on the road. I will close the Spotify. And RuneScape, much like Final Fantasy 4 days, consumed you. Oh no, I've never been much. I never got into RuneScape much. I think I would start like a new character, get to like that part in the first town where you can kill the cows, and then like right next to it, there's some trees you can chop and make and level your fire making with. That's pretty much all I did. I think I should start every stream with a new pad fact. That I'll try. I don't think I could have a period every week to have the pad facts. Then maybe I could find some fun non-pad facts. Maybe. Is sailing in RuneScape? Is there sailing? Does RuneScape add new skills? I'll never catch up in RuneScape. That's like daunting as if they keep adding new skills to level. Daunting, fear, scare. Okay. So let's turn off this Spotify music. Even though this is like nice. This is tingly music. I like the you know, it's good. But the adding new skill was a long community engagement process. Really? Tell me about it. Interested. Have I ever in my life eat paper? You know what? Yes. Let me turn the music on while I answer this. I have eaten paper before. You know, when I was a kid and you'd have a cupcake, right? Or a muffin, and they'll be in like little cupcake tray. I would get to the end of the cupcake and I'll be like, damn, I'm so sad my cupcake is finished. Oh, I just wish I could keep eating my cupcake. So I'd eat the paper. I'd eat the paper as well. So I had a bit more, so I had something to look forward to. It didn't really taste as good as the cupcake. I want to tell you that. They don't really taste that good, and it kind of feels bad to eat it. And you kind of feel like an absolute gremlin when you do it. I haven't done that since I was a child. Please don't hurt me. But I've probably eaten I also have eaten paper when I've written something embarrassing on it and then someone's walked into the room. And so I was like, I have to get rid of this immediately. So I just like ate it like quickly. That's something I think I was like probably like 10 years old writing about how much I liked my crush or something. And then like had like my mom walk into the room and I'm like, oh God. And I eat and then eat the paper so she doesn't see, you know. I have definitely eaten paper, Emma. You're not a bad streamer. You can only do. Oh, Zach, that's so sweet. Thank you. But you know, I have a lot to. I have opportunity for improvement. I have some weaknesses for sure. The sailing skill was a meme for like a decade. Really? They made the meme real? Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Okay, are we ready to? What's this video about again? This video was. How many stars can you get in Mario 64 without entering paintings by press A? I'm pretty sure I might have seen this at one point. This video does seem familiar. I'm not sure if I've actually watched it before. If I have, I've probably forgotten all about it. So we can rewatch it, or if I've just seen it on my recommended circling for a while. I think that's more likely. That's the more likely option. But let's go. Let's give it a watch. Are you ready? Let's see how the audio is.
It's no secret that the paintings
it's very
in
loud
Mario
in my
64 are an integral part of the game.
How is
they
it
are
for you
what's
guys?
used to enter the game's many worlds.
I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit, if that's okay. Just for me. If it's getting too quiet,
the power star.
if it's too quiet, let me know and I'll turn it up on OBS. If that's cool, just let me know. Oh, and some subtitles. That might help. Oh god, no! Okay, wait. I'm gonna restart it. I don't know what I've done in my life. I don't know what I've done. Here we go. I'm restarting again. Okay.
They are what's used to enter the game.
Get this drawing started too.
Which you need to do to obtain the game's main collectible, the Power Star.
I've never played Mario 64 like myself. Have I ever actually played Mario 64? I think I was too scared as a kid.
You can fight the game's final boss and beat Mario.
Have you ever paper? I had ate paper. You've also eaten paper, Emma. You like to eat paper as well. You're a paper enjoyer.
In order to get these Power Stars.
Okay.
Which would mean
you know what I'm gonna do? Whoa, this is an eraser. We don't want that.
Mario 64. Which was honestly
I think I'm just gonna draw Jello.
Can you beat Mario 64?
Why am I an eraser?
But it turns out it's actually
draw Jello.
easy to do.
It's
that.
like
Speedrunners do it all the time.
how Jello is in the game. In the Final Fantasy 14, how he appears. Let's do that. This pen is way too thick. What have I done?
But what if we decided to take it one step
this eraser is way too thin.
Since
what have I done?
The game without entering a painting is so easy, what if we tried to collect every star as well? What if we try to collect all 120 stars in Mario 64
without entering a painting? How's that even possible?
It sounds impossible.
Yeah,
right? Well,
that sounds impossible.
What if I told you it's not?
I wouldn't believe you.
You could collect almost every single star in this game without entering a single painting. I'm Dan from Press A, and this is how many stars can you get in Mario 64
is it through like some like
entering a painting?
Warp glitching? Maybe?
Guys,
that's all I can think of. Oh my god. Is this an ad?
In Canadian dollars. If you think this is a crime
this feels so
humanity,
sponsor coded.
Like this video. Thank you. So real quick, before we start, let me explain what entering a painting means. It's real simple.
Just a way to bug into the painting, but I think so. It has to be like that, right?
If we somehow
it's just gonna be like some warp glitching.
The level, that's fine. But touching the painting itself is off limits.
And also I don't remember what Jello exactly looks like, so I'm just gonna do it based off of memory.
So we begin our journey by entering the front door of Princess Peach's castle. And are immediately met with the first obstacle of this run. These doors with the star numbers on them. Normally, basically, you can enter these doors when you've obtained the number of stars that corresponds with the number
I need
on
more
the door.
space on this canvas.
So to open up 1-star
Where's
doors,
my pen?
you need 1 star. And to open up 3-star doors, you need 3. To open up the Bowser door, which we need to do to get the key to the basement, requires 8. So we somehow need to obtain 8 stars without jumping into a single painting. Which unfortunately is impossible because the only level we have
already
access
impossible.
To is a
Pack it
level
up.
that's entered through a painting.
Pack it up. Challenge is
which
impossible.
Kinda sucks because we can't get stars any other way. And even if we could, it wouldn't matter because every level on this floor
lava fields are like really short. Like really short. How do I draw short people? How do I draw short people? I always draw people too long.
And the 2 stars in the Princess's Secret Slide, which are locked behind a 1-star door. And no, this isn't a painting. This is.
Have I seen the Mario 64 speedrun terminal montage? Maybe not. I don't think so. I've definitely seen the Breath of the Wild one. I don't think I've seen terminal montage. Oh, something's wrong with this.
We can only get 3.
Zeke.
So, is the video already over? Can we really not get a single star without entering a painting? Well, no.
Sorry about this.
We can. But
to
actually do it, we have to take a page out of the 0-star speedrun book. This is called the Lobby Backwards Long Jump, or LBLJ for short, and it's used in the 0-star speedrun to get past the first
The Mario 64 one is so good,
now,
just like the Breath of the Wild. Okay, I might have to check it out. I really very much have to check that out.
In existence. But basically,
God, something is wrong. How do I draw short people?
This game. They forgot to cap Mario's backwards speed. Mario's
they're BLJing
at 48, but his backward speed isn't capped at all.
Oh god.
Now, long jumps multiply
how do I fix this?
By
check it out stream.
Which would obviously
I can at some point. I've got my playlist that I'm very excited about at the moment.
Guess what? You can do long jumps backwards.
But I can
And
put it
because
into
Mario's
like, I
speed
can put it
isn't
in the
tapped
playlist and it'll
backwards,
appear at some
this
point.
can happen.
That's what I'll do,
Now,
I think.
unfortunately, you
Better
can't just do this anywhere
proportion?
because the speed from a backwards launch jump
It's
is
better
lost
proportion.
by the time Mario lands again. But if you were able to shorten his time in the air and jump again before he lost all of his negative
Honestly,
speed,
this is too
well,
tall
then
for
you're
a
doing
Lalafell,
BLJ.
but
You
whatever.
can do this in
It doesn't
one
need
of
to be
many
Lalafell
ways,
height. It's
like
just
on an
short.
elevator, staircase, or with a low ceiling. And thankfully
Short
for
is
us,
fine.
there's a low ceiling in the front lobby of Princess Peach's castle.
And big
To
feet,
actually
I
get
guess,
there,
apparently.
you need to
Whatever.
take this door
It's
to
like
the
a Kingdom
basement,
Hearts
double
character.
jump on these stairs, which will then allow us to grab this ledge, clipping us
Oh, we
through the
cheating.
ceiling.
We
By
cheating
doing
the
that, it gets
system.
us inside the little pillar beside the front of the stairs. And this is where we can perform our BLJ. Since the ceiling
Where's he trying to get
shortens
to?
Mario's
I
jump
guess I've
height,
missed
we can
something.
chain
As
together
usual.
long jumps
Oops.
and gain a crazy amount of speed. The weird part is that it's actually the ceiling below him that does this. But the reason why is kind of confusing,
Duck
so I'm
feet.
not going to go into it. But
You're welcome.
just understand that
Quack.
it does work. So now we need to perform the BLJ.
Hi,
then
Violet!
hold down,
You've
which will
got
shoot
a
us
different
through the lobby's
name, I
front
see.
door into
I
this black
see.
out of bounds area. Now we need to keep
How are
holding
you
down and turn
going?
the camera right, which will shoot us up the stairs and through the Bowser door.
Apparently,
So,
just
the explanation
drawing
I just gave
some
made it seem pretty
little dudes,
easy,
some
right?
characters
Well,
from my silly
it's
novel
not. I thought
thing
it
that I gotta
was because
write.
I've seen this
I'm just
trick
excited
done,
about
like,
that.
a
I'm
million
just
times, but oh
still don't know how I'm
my
gonna
god,
do
it's
it.
not. It's
I'm gonna-
really not. I struggled even getting inside the little pillar beside the staircase. You have
Hands.
just enough height in order to grab the ledge properly, and getting that height
Hands.
is not easy. You know what else isn't easy? Staying
The
inside
Twitch isn't
this
working?
little pillar. Once
We
you
gotta
get in
work
there.
at
This
list.
little area is
Yeah.
so small, and it's so
Yeah.
easy to clip back in bounds.
Yeah.
Especially when you're trying to do a
How
long
does
jump.
how does
I have
the hands
so much
work?
footage of me clipping back in bounds because I either ran too far
That's
or long
backwards.
jumped past where
That
I was
hand is
supposed to be.
backwards. That
Doing
thumb
the
is.
BLJ
Wait.
itself, though,
How does hands
isn't
work?
that bad. You just have to press
I
the A
think
button
it's
at
like-
the right pace. If you're
Off
going
the top
too
of my head,
slow
it's
or
like
too fast, it's just not gonna work. For me, though, the worst part was
183,330
directing
or
Mario
something
towards
like
the door.
that.
You
That's how many
basically
words I
just
got
have
to
to
write.
hold down, but since
I'm
Mario is
honestly
moving
thinking of
so
making
fast,
the most
if you are
convoluted
down notch by
story
even a little bit, you're gonna go
to try and
everywhere.
reach that
Like,
amount.
in the Cool Mountain Room, for example.
Hello, Buster.
Or
How are
going out of
you?
bounds and entering
You're at
the
work. It doesn't
castle
like your cell
from the
service. Oh no.
outside, which causes
I
the
haven't.
game to
I
freak
haven't
out,
started
by the way.
writing.
Oh,
I
and
need to
also
plan the
flipped
story
door
first.
leading
I need to
the
get
second
the
floor of
like my
castle,
plan
which,
right now
unfortunately, I couldn't do anything
is
with
get all
because
the
there's an
characters
invisible
drawn,
wall blocking the
then
way,
plan the
which I'm
story of the
assuming is only
characters,
removed
and
when you
then
defeat
like set
Bowser
like
a
a
second
oh I
time.
need to do
But after a
write
while,
X
the
amount of
goddamn
words
stars aligned, and I
per
performed
X
maybe the
period of
slowest
time, you know?
and ugliest
Have some sort of
LBLJ
system, and
in
then
Super
also
Mario
somehow like
64
keep
history.
streaming and doing stuff and and doing uni. Oh,
Yeah, so just
okay,
like
we'll
that,
figure it out.
we're
Hands are
past the
hard. I
Bowser
don't like
door.
hands.
And thankfully, to actually enter the level, we don't have to go on a painting. We can just fall straight through this trap door. Shortly after entering the level,
I've
I made
already like
quick work
stopped
of
paying
Bowser,
attention to this
granting us
video.
the
This is
key
like
to
the worst. I'm the
basement,
worst.
Which means we have access to levels.
What
we can
happened? Did I
actually
copy the layer
enter
instead
now.
of
There are 4 levels in the basement. Dire Docks,
consolidating
Shifting
them?
Sandland,
I think I did.
Lethal Lava Land, and Hazy
That's
Maze
better.
Cave.
That's better.
We can't enter
I'm
Dire
good. I'm good,
Docks
thank you,
because it's
Violet.
locked
How
behind
about
another
you?
Bowser door. And the same with Lethal Lava Land because it's a painting which we obviously can't touch. But Shifting Sandland
I
and
just
Hazy Maze Cave,
do the worst
well,
hands ever?
they're free game. The entrance to Shifting Sandland is just a stone wall, and to Hazy Maze Cave, it's this weird black portal.
More
So
bad
we're completely
hands.
fine to
How
enter
the
both
hell do people
levels,
learn how to
which
draw
is
hands?
exactly what I do. I
I'll
entered
never
Shifting Sandland,
understand. I'll
obtained
never
3
get
stars,
it.
Then went back upstairs to open the door to Jolly Roger Bay so I could
Try
grab
though.
the star in the secret aquarium.
Just watching me
which is
draw. Oh,
accessed by
bless.
jumping through this
I'm
hole in
sorry.
the wall.
It's gonna be
After
such
that was
a.
done, I went upstairs
process.
and grabbed the 2 stars in Princess Peach's secret slide. And again, this is not a painting, this is
God.
stained glass.
Oh,
With every
fuck.
star in the lobby now obtained, I headed back to the basement to grab a bunch more stars.
Oh, his
I
hand.
obtained 6 stars in Shifting Sandland, 6 in Hazy Maze Cave, got 1 for catching Nips the Rabbit, got another for talking to this toad, got another 1 for collecting 8 red coins in the Dark World, and got 3 more for collecting the 8 red coins in the levels you unlock the Wing, Vanish, and Metal Capping. None of these levels required any paintings to enter. The Wind level is entered by looking at the sun rays in the lobby, the Metal by jumping in this cool and Hazy Maze Cave, and the Vanish by jumping in this
the
hole
hand
found
backwards?
in the moat. after
It
that was
looks
done,
broken.
I headed to a level I forgot
It's
to mention earlier when we beat Bowser.
Hold
for the first
on.
time. Big Boo's Haunt. Now,
This is
the
too
reason I
good.
forgot to mention
It's
it
such
is
a
because
badly
it's not
drawn
only
hand. I have to
downstairs,
keep
but
it. And
is
I'm
unlocked
gonna
by
just
beating
copy and
Bowser
paste it to the
first
other
time.
side,
Once
I
you beat
think.
Bowser, you can access this courtyard,
Oh.
kill Boo, and enter Big Boo's Haunt with no painting necessary. Now that I was in Big Boo's Haunt, I collected all 7 stars. Yes, 7. Because I actually forgot about the 100 coins. In every single level in this game, if you collect 100 coins while you're in the level, you'll be granted a secret star. Which I completely forgot to do in Shifting Sandland and Hazy Maze Cave. So
His
let's
arms
quickly
are
go back
too
to those
long.
levels and grab those 2 stars. Oh, and I lied. I didn't collect all 7 stars in Big Boo's Haunt. I only collected 6, because the last part of the level, Eye to Eye in the secret room, can only be obtained by jumping through this painting, which means we can only collect 29 stars, and that's not good. So the reason 29 stars isn't good is because we need 30 to enter this door leading to Dire Dots in the second
He looks
round
like
one.
he's just
Without
walked into
30,
like a
we're stuck
questionable
in the same
situation. It's
situation
gone,
as before,
huh?
where we can't progress through the game and
What's
have attained
happening
every
here?
star
Or like
we
the
possibly
questionable
could.
situation
Bubble
is his
Battlefield,
hands.
Love
It's like,
Fortress,
huh?
Jolly Roger Bay,
What's
Cool
wrong
Mountain,
with my
and Lethal
hands?
Lava Land are all off
Oh,
limits to us
I'm
because
lightheaded.
they
Let me
require
have
a
some
painting to
coffee.
enter. There are the 15 castle secret stars, but we've already obtained 9 of those, and the other 6 are
Ugh.
unattainable to us.
It
4 of
is
them
giving
are on the
salad
second
fingers.
and
It
third
actually
floor,
is
which we
Peach.
can't get to yet,
Literally,
and
the thumb
other
is supposed to go
2, while
inwards.
in the basement,
I
are
was-
also
No.
unobtainable to us.
It's
One
like
of
if he
them
has his
is for
palm
collecting
outwards,
8 red
right?
coins in Bowser's
If
second
it's
level,
palms
which we can't
outwards.
get to, and the other is
Right,
obtained
the
when we
palm is
touch Mips
facing
a
us.
second time. And
That's
Mips doesn't show up
that's
a
what I was
second
going
time
for. The
until you've
palms are
collected 50
facing us.
stars in total.
So the
So,
hands
yeah,
aren't
we
backwards.
obtained
I
every
just
star
drew
we
them
can,
wrong.
and it's
Okay?
still not enough. We are exactly 1 star short.
What?
Of
How many
30.
stars are we
So
up to?
it looks like the maximum
How
amount
did
of
you
stars
get
you can
29
without touching a
stars?
painting is
Not touching a
29.
oh my
Is
god.
What I would say if this game wasn't completely busted. And I'm gonna use our old friend,
Oh,
the
he's
BLJ, to
BLJing.
show you just
BLJing
how
all
busted
over
it
the
is.
place.
This BLJ is called the side backwards long jump, or as
You know, I
BLJ
want to
for
do a
short. The way
BLJ
you
one day,
perform
but
an
like in real
SBLJ
life. I
is
don't
by
want to do it on
first
Mario
going on the
64. I want to do a
stairs. Then
real
you need to
life
walk against
BLJ
this
and clip
railing
through
and
some
slowly
walls.
angle Mario to the
That's
right.
what I want.
Once Mario is in the
Maybe I
correct
should keep
position,
drawing.
you wanna do a backwards
Poor-
long jump and hold
poor
left as soon
Jello.
as he hits the stairs.
Poor
Then
Jello.
you need to rhythmically
Oh.
mash the A button to perform the BLJ and
Poor
hold up
Jello.
as soon as Mario shoots off the stairs to get yourself through the star door. Now, would you believe me
Poor
if I
Jello.
said this BLJ
I'm just gonna
is
copy and
so
paste
much
this.
harder than the lobby BLJ? Because it's
Wait, no,
true.
I'm gonna put
The
more effort
SBLJ
into it
is
before I...
horrible. It probably took me over 3 hours to actually do it. The reason this trick is so difficult is because of how precise
Maybe like
it
that.
is.
I'm
You
happy
have to
with
make
that.
sure Mario's leg is clipped
Let's
into the
just-
staircase.
I'm lazy. Let's
Then
just
walk against the
copy
railing and
paste.
slightly rotate him right.
Oop,
If you do
I didn't
any of
copy
this
it.
part
That's the first
incorrectly,
thing I was meant to
Mario will
do.
be in the wrong position,
Make
and the
copy
trick
on a layer.
just won't work. So even
Selection
just
to the
setting it
layer,
up
thank
is a pain in
you.
the ass. What's also a pain in the ass is doing the
You.
BLJ itself. To even do the long jump,
Tom.
you have to run perfectly straight down. If you're
Horizontal.
off by even a little bit,
Oh, it
Mario's
looks a little bit
position will
strange.
once
It's
again be
okay.
ruined, and you'll have to
It'll
set up the
look
trick
less
again.
freakishly
And even if you
symmetrical
do
when
the
I
long
do the
jump
line art.
perfectly,
Or
actually
maybe I'll just
getting it
copy and
in
paste the
right
line art
spot
as well.
is
We'll see.
really hard.
He might just
You
be
have
a
to
freak.
basically wedge Mario's ass in between the stairs and the railing. If you're short,
Oh,
Mario
Mario's
will jump
cheeks.
over the railing, and if you're too long, he'll
Oh.
land on top of it. But even if you're
Oh.
in the right spot, you still have to press left the exact moment he lands on the stairs. If you don't time it perfectly, it just
Jello.
won't work. And to top it all off,
Buster,
you have
do
to aim
not dox
at the
yourself.
door right before you go flying up the
Protect
stairs,
yourself.
which is really hard
Protect.
to do because you're moving
Oh,
at supersonic speeds.
Lala,
All
these
this
guys have
together just
ears.
adds up to a trick that
Probably.
is so annoying to perform. I have so much respect for speedrunners who can pull this
Probably.
trick off in like
Okay.
2 seconds because
Oh god, the hands!
it's really hard.
Oh!
Again, it took me
Oh,
over
the
3
hands.
hours to do. But yeah,
Oh,
after a
the
while,
hands.
I was finally able to
Aw.
get it and make my way through the Bowser.
Aw!
Now that I was through, I could collect all the
Aw.
stars and dire dots, grab the
And then
secret
it's like
star by collecting
spiky
8 red
head.
coins
I
in the
don't
fire
remember
sea,
how it
then
looks,
defeat
so,
Bowser
like-
to nab myself the key to the 2nd floor of the castle. A little thing I found interesting
So, like,
is
you know.
that once you have 30 stars, you can just open the 30-star door from the opposite side. Yeah, for some reason it still works, even though you would never actually be able to open the door like this. But yeah, now that we have have the key to the second floor, we can head on up.
Oh god,
there.
something's going wrong.
Unfortunately,
Something's going wrong.
things don't
Something's
get
going
too
wrong.
much better
Something's going
for
wrong.
us on
Something's
the
going
second
wrong.
floor. The second floor
If
of
the
Peach's
horse
Castle
stops neighing,
contains
does it
4
start
levels.
yaying?
Wet
Does
Dry
it?
World, Tall Mountain,
Does it, though?
Tiny Huge Island,
That's
and
what you think.
Snowman's Land. Now, Wet Dry World, Tall
Oh god, how
Mountain,
does
and
how
Tiny
does
Huge
hair
Island
work?
are
Not
all
like this.
accessed through
Not like
Peaches,
this. It doesn't
which
work
means
like
the
this.
only way we can get stars on the
How to
second
draw
floor
spiky
is
hair?
through Snowman's
How to
Land.
draw spiky
Oh,
hair?
and this toad here who gives us a single star. As you can see, Snowman's Land isn't accessed through
Like
painting,
this.
but
I've decided.
instead just this
I've
wall.
decided this
So
will do.
We can collect all 7 stars and nab this
This
one
will
from the
do.
toad, which brings us
Oh, I
up
need
to
to hide. Thank you,
45
thanks for
in
that.
total.
I will
Exactly
indeed do
5
one
short
hydrate.
of the
Hold on,
50
I'm
needed
locked
to
into
unlock
this
the
drawing.
3rd
Just let me
floor,
finish this
which
spiky
is where we
random
have to
hair.
go to next.
This is not
And
how it
once
actually
again,
looks. This is
there are
not
no other
accurate.
stars
Whatever.
for us
I've
to
made up
collect.
my own
Opening up
hairstyle.
the second
I've made up
floor
my
only
own.
gave us access
Let
to
me
a
have some
single level and a
water.
single secret
Hydrate
star.
time.
There are still 4 more secret stars in the castle, but 3 of them are on the 3rd floor, and the one that's not, you obtain by catching Mib.
Scrumptious.
Which,
Delicious.
as I explained earlier,
Such
can only
incredible
happen when you
flavor.
collect 50 stars.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
once again,
Oh god,
we're
the hands!
stuck.
Ah!
And funnily enough,
Ah!
once again, our friend BLJ has come to save us.
Oh.
This is the 50-star door BLJ. And
Oh.
let me tell you, it's way easier than the other 2 we've done so far. Literally,
Oh,
all
worry
you have to
about
do to perform
him.
this BLJ
The
is backwards wall jump
hands.
down the stairs, mash the A button, and blast your way through the 50-star
I don't remember
door. And
what
guess
what
have some good
outfit
news.
should I give
The 3rd floor
him?
is actually great for us. The 3rd floor
What if I
contains
put him
2
in a
levels,
potato
Tick-Tock
sack?
Clock and Rainbow Rock.
Hold on,
Both
potato.
of
What would a
which
potato
we can
sack look
enter.
like if you
To
wore
enter
it?
Tick-Tock Clock, we just have to jump in this clock face,
Potato
which
sack
is
dress.
not a painting. And to
No,
enter
they're too
Rainbow
stylish.
Rock,
I want
we
just
have to
literally
jump
wearing
down this hole. If we
potato
100%
sack
both
reference,
these
please.
levels, it'll grant us 14 stars.
Okay, that's.
Bringing our total up to 59. Now, there's also 2
I'm
secret
seeing
stars on the
potato
3rd
sack
floor as well. The star you get from
dresses
talking to
that
the
are like,
toad,
okay,
and
this
the
is the
star you get
potato
from
sack,
collecting
okay?
8 coins, and,
Potato
of course,
sack.
Winged Mario over the rainbow. Oh,
Let's
and
let's
we
like
can
it's like
actually
some
catch Mibs a
shreds
second
here.
time now because
It's like
we have over
shredded.
50
We've ripped
stars.
open some
So,
armholes and
altogether, this
it's
brings our
like it's got
totals
like
up
a
to
waist
62,
belt.
which,
It's like all
guess what,
stylish.
is once again
Do we give
not
Jello like a
enough for us to
stylish
access
waist
the
belt?
next area. The last area
For
we
his
have to
potato
enter is
sack dress?
Bowser in the sky,
Okay.
which unfortunately is protected by
I've
this
decided.
endless staircase.
Yep.
Unless Mario has 70
Some
stars,
more
he will
shreds.
never be able to run up these stairs. They will go on.
I don't know what the law will be
forever.
for this one.
That is, unless you can travel at supersonic speeds. Which,
I don't know what the law.
Yeah,
Oh, we give him
totally
some
can.
potato
As
sack
you probably
shoes
guessed
as well.
already,
Okay.
You can just BLJ up
It's
these
like
stairs.
got a little
See,
belt.
These stairs aren't actually endless.
Thread
They just
string
use
here.
A simple trick to seem like
And
they
it's
are.
just,
There's
it's
a
more like
trigger around
socks
halfway up
made
the
of
stairs that
potato
just
sack.
teleports Mario backwards anytime he hits it. But if you're going
Okay.
fast enough, you can just skip this trigger and
Did I do
never
good?
hit it, which is where the BLJ comes
Am I
in.
doing
By doing
good?
the BLJ on the stairs, we can reach the speed needed to skip the trigger and make our way
There we
to the
go.
game's last level.
Wow,
Bowser
he's
in the
so
Sky, where we
stylish.
collect
Hold on,
our
I need the
last star of the
crown.
run by
Because
collecting
Mello
8
has
red
like
coins
the
and
crown on in the
defeating
game.
last boss, bringing our total to 63, which is 1 short of 64, which is
And it's gonna like
honestly
have a
kind
little
of annoying.
shine to
But,
it.
yeah, 63
The king
is
of,
the
like,
most
potato
amount of
sack
stars
land.
you can collect in Mario 64 without entering a painting.
Oh, look, what have I done to you?
Okay, let's have some real talk here.
How many
When I
stars are we?
finished
I
this run
haven't
with
been paying
63
any
stars,
attention.
I was
Oh my god, I'm
honestly
the
kind
worst.
of disappointed.
What are
All
we
I had
up
really
to?
achieved was
What have
doing
we-
the 0-star speedrun, but with extra steps. It really
Valid.
wasn't that interesting of a
True.
run. So I decided to see
What are we
if
doing?
I could get some more. But the problem was
63
star.
Is this true? Like, just
start. We had attained all 15.
how
of the
is
castle's
I
secret
should have been
the only
watching
stars
so I
that
would
left
know
were
why
locked inside of
and
levels.
how he's doing this.
Levels that can only be
But-
entered by jumping inside of a painting.
Okay, how is he gonna
Something
solve
that
this one?
We can't do, and there's really no
How's he
way
gonna
around.
solve it?
Well, that's what I thought. That's what I
Ooh.
thought before I went to the Mario 64 speedrunning Discord,
Ooh.
and a user there named Alfotzi showed me something I honestly couldn't believe.
Ooh. Whose entrances aren't paintings? Oh, I know there's like there's a couple you go through like doors and stuff maybe.
This
Oh
isn't
god, I
a
don't know. I've never
crazy
played.
editing trick. There is no deception
Whoa.
going on here whatsoever. In fact, this trick is actually pretty easy. All you
What
have to
happened?
do is do the exact same BLJ as before, but instead of
Isn't this,
aiming
like,
Mario straight up
normal
towards Bowser in
thing,
the sky,
or-
you aim him left towards the wall. Then just do the BLJ and bam, you're in Wet Dry World. But how exactly does this work?
What
Because
happened?
it
I'm
makes no
confused.
sense,
Explain
right?
it to me,
One
Mr.
moment
Man.
you're on the endless stairs, and then the next you're in Wet Dry World, which is a whole floor below the stairs.
Oh.
How does this happen? Well, to understand it, we're gonna have to
Oh.
look at how Mario enters a level through one of the paintings in the first place. So, when Mario
Oh.
jumps through a painting, he goes through it and lands on these blue floor triangles on the other side. Landing on one of these floor triangles is what transports Mario to a new level. But the thing about these floor triangles is that they're not 2D like they're shown in this picture here. They actually go way above and way below the paintings.
This is just
Now,
like the
why
hitbox
is
for
that
like the
important, you may
transition.
ask? Well, let's take a look at the picture. This rectangle here is the
what
infinite
happened?
staircase. And these blue triangles
thank
below
you.
it are the floor
Thank
triangles
you for the 4
behind
bits.
the
Wait, did
Wet Dry World
did
painting.
it pick up?
Now,
Did the
if you
throwables
look
work,
closer
or
at
are they
the picture,
broken? I'm
you can
guessing they were
actually see
broken.
that these two
I'm
things
guessing, but I
overlap.
haven't
And
confirmed.
Not just in the 2D picture, but in the 3D game as well.
Did they work? They
Since
worked?
the floor triangles extend above the painting,
It did
they
not
actually
break?
overlap with the
Really?
infinite staircase. So when you BLJ like
Wait,
this
why
and
is it
hug the left
working?
wall, we
They
somehow
always
hit this
break.
overlap and get transported to Wet Dry World. But either way, we can now enter
How are
Wet Dry
they
World
never
and obtain
work?
every star in the level.
Whip's
More
been
than that,
so
we
blessed
now have a way
today.
to enter levels locked behind paintings.
What is
If we could
happening?
somehow get around the painting itself and hit
Ah! 11.
we could potentially get
Thank you
into
for the
every
11 bits of
level
luck.
in the game. Now, shortly after learning this, I wanted to see if we could get into Tall Tall Mountain
Sweepy
in
hair.
the exact same way. Now, Tall Tall Mountain doesn't intersect with the infinite
It's like,
staircase
ooh,
like
ooh,
Wet
how
Dry
to
World does,
how to
but
draw.
it is on the opposite
I'll figure
end
it out.
of the 50-star staircase.
I'll figure it out eventually.
So I thought maybe
His hair is
we
like
could
kind
do
of like a
something with that.
complicated
So
hairstyle
I
for
did
me.
some searching, and after a while, I found this 13-year-old video by Arrow7489, a video with only.
Please! Oh my god! I'm just getting pummeled. Oh my gosh, Foxy, thank you for the 26
he
bits.
basically does
Straight to the
exact same thing
noggin.
we did to get into Wet
Oh.
Dry. He BLJs up the 50-star stairs.
What is happening?
and
Quax!
touches the loading zone that
Quax!
extends above the painting. It
Why
does
why
kind
did
of
you
look like
why
he
do you have a
teleports right
snowman?
into the painting, but if
Why
we
you
slow
have
down here,
snowman?
you can see
Thank
he
you for
definitely
the
clips
20
through
bits.
the wall and
And
hits
my
the loading
face. Are we
zone
celebrating that
so
the
that
throwables
means
didn't
we can
break? Is that
enter
what this
another
is?
level and get 7 more stars.
Is
Now,
that what's
I should
happening?
be honest.
Oh my
actually
lord.
able to
Number
replicate
4.
this
Just
trick.
when I
actually
think I'm
tried
safe. He's just a
bunch of
chill
times,
guy.
And this is probably the
Thank you,
closest
Foxy,
I've
for
got,
the
getting
extra
stuck
4
in
bits.
this
I don't even
pillar.
know how many you've
But
done
the
so
speedrunning
far.
Discord did confirm that this trick is possible.
Wait, I need.
guess
Oh,
I'm
something
just
is
too
wrong.
bad
It's
to
the way I
actually pull it
draw.
off. But yeah,
That's like,
now we can
do this
collect
line
all
over and
7
over and over
stars in
and over and
Tall
over.
Mountain, which
Till
means
eventually
our
we
new total
win the
is
lottery,
now
right?
77. 77 stars can be obtained in
Ha.
Mario 64
Ha.
without
Yeah.
entering
Yeah.
paintings.
Wow.
And I thought
Yeah.
this is where it
Wow.
would stay.
Yeah.
There were still 6 levels we hadn't
Yeah.
entered yet. Bob-omb Battlefield, Whomp's
I'll
Fortress,
I'll
Cool
I'll
Mountain,
live with that one.
Jolly Rogers Bay, Lethal Lava Land, and Tiny Huge Island. All of these levels had one thing in common. I had no idea how we would ever enter them. Bob-omb Battlefield,
Sorry, I was like quiet and focusing it. That took me out of it. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh, for the posture check. Thank you. How did you know I was like C-shaped? How did you know?
The problem is that it's on the same level height-wise as the other paintings are. So we wouldn't be able to touch the hitbots way above
I don't want to
the
say.
painting like
I
we
used
did
to say,
in
how
Wet
did you
Dry
know I was
World
shrimping?
and
But
Tall
apparently, I
Mountain.
learned that shrimping is like a
would
really
just
weird
BLJ
term to
straight
use.
into the
Just a
painting.
guess.
We
Oh, good
need
guess.
to BLJ from somewhere above
The
the
throwable bits
paintings,
always jump
then
scare me. They're
maintain
jump
that
scaring
height
me.
until we reach the hitbots above them.
Little
I
little
thought
jump
maybe the big
scarer.
staircase in the main lobby would do the trick, but unfortunately, this staircase isn't coded as a staircase.
Actually,
It's
draw
coded
this
as
hair. It looks
a
atrocious,
ramp
but it's
that we
fine.
cannot
It's
BLJ
fine.
from. So
It's fine.
these levels seemed completely off limits to me, and when I looked at Tiny Huge
It's
Island
fine.
and Lethal Lava Land, it didn't get much better.
This
Both
is okay.
paintings
We're
are
fine
pretty
with this.
far
This
away
is
from
okay.
any
We'll
area you can
we'll
be a jump
recover.
from. In
I
fact,
think it is. I
they're
don't remember what
completely
it
different rooms.
the term
And after realizing
is
this,
exactly,
I was beginning
but
to realize
I don't
that this
remember what
was
it
way
actually
above my
means.
pay
But I just
grade.
remember being like,
I know a
oh,
little bit about Mario
oh,
64, but
kind of
not
that kind of thing,
nearly
you know.
enough to do stuff like that. So I reached out for help, and the person who answered my call is maybe the person who knows the
Why
most
I keep doing
about
like a
this
weird
game
little
in
flick at the end. I
entire
don't want the
world. His
weird little
name
flick at the
is
start. It was not the
Marbler.
end. It's the
Now,
start. I don't want that
you
little.
may ask,
Why do I keep
what
doing that?
makes
How do
him
I
so
stop
special?
that? How do
Why
skill
do you
issue?
think
Skill
he knows
issue.
more about
Skill
Mario
issue.
64 than anybody else? Well, I don't know. He's just the only
I can
person
live
in
with
the
that.
world who's completed the game without
Get
pressing
rid
the
of
A
that,
button.
like that.
But, you know, that's nothing special, right? Yeah, you heard me right. He beat Mario 64 without pressing the A button.
What does A
Mario
do?
64,
Jump?
the game that revolves around jumping. He
Oh, it
beat
is jump.
without it. So, yeah, he knows his shit.
It's
But,
happening.
yeah,
Just
if you've been around the channel a bit,
when I
you'll
least
know that
expect
around
it,
here,
it keeps
we're
happening.
all about pressing A.
I'm gonna be
And
lazy.
Obviously, Marbler is not.
He's so
We are
lazy.
literally
Just copy and
the
paste this ear.
antithesis of each other. So
It's
you would
not in a
think this
fantastic
partnership
year,
would
but
be
I
a
just want it to
complete
look
disaster.
even.
But it wasn't. It was actually incredible. Because after I let Marbler cook for a bit, what he showed me honestly
like
blew
test.
my mind. Cue
No, it's a bit
the
low.
goddamn summoning salt montage.
Summoning Salt mentioned. Iconic! Iconic! I want to transform it horizontal. And then be even. So I'll just like slowly push it this way. Very slowly, pixel by pixel. Off it go.
Yeah.
Gliding across
he
the
was
face.
able to get into every single level except Lethal Lava Land. Bob on Battlefield, Womp's Fortress, Cool
How'd he
Mountain,
do it?
Jolly Rogers Bay, and
How'd
Tiny
he do
Huge Island
it?
were all completely conquered by
Ears
Marbler's
in place.
A-button fearing fingers.
Continue
It's honestly insane.
art time.
And I couldn't believe it, but I'm sure you want to know how he did it, so let's try to break it down. Let's talk about the levels in the lobby first.
Yes?
So, remember that room I accidentally clipped into earlier in the video? The room behind the key door leading to the second floor?
Oh, I don't
Well,
remember
it turns
that.
out this
Oops.
room plays a crucial part in
Oops.
getting into these levels without paintings. Because this room is broken as fuck. Remember when I said there's an invisible wall here, blocking you from going upstairs? Well, that's not really true. What's actually happening here is that this room behind the key door is a fake room that's just there so the player sees something when this cutscene plays.
Oh.
Since this room is a fake room that Mario was never supposed to be in, when he enters it, he can do some weird shit. And by weird shit, I mean abuse it in the same way we abuse the pillar when performing.
Ah! See? It's like every time I go quiet and like concentrate on something, you're just like, nah, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's actually like getting me back into like, oh, I actually need to like talk while I'm streaming. I can't just like sit here quietly. I can't just sit here quietly and watch video and draw. Ooh, that's a good line. Oh, no, it's not quite good enough. What if I zoom in? Will this help? That helped a lot, actually. Why haven't I been doing that the whole time?
Would be the ceiling above those stairs. Now, since there's no floor between Mario and the ceiling above the stairs,
That's way. Oh, I don't know actually. Hold on, let's straighten it out.
Now, this is important because ceilings stop all of Mario's vertical momentum, which, if you remember from earlier, is exactly what we want.
This is the wrong layer. That's why
performing
something's
BLJ.
wrong.
We want to shorten Mario's jump so we can build up speed as fast as possible, which the ceiling allows us to do in the pillar. Now, if you're wondering why I'm explaining a
I'll
trick
live with
early,
that.
it's because
That
the
line's
trick that
better.
Marbler does in this fake room works on the exact same
We can do
principle.
communal
It just
library
uses
study
this
time.
floor and this
Yeah,
ceiling
we're
leading
just
to the
co-working
roof
right
top
now.
instead. So
The
what
co-working
Marbler ends
stream
up
now.
doing is performing the LBLJ,
Spreading love
which
and
puts him
happiness.
into the
That's so
fake room.
wholesome.
Then he performs the BLJ against the
So
ceiling
wholesome.
leading to
Okay,
Big
it's
Boss
time
Hunt,
to
which
like.
grants him a
I'm
ton
gonna
of speed,
cheat. I'm gonna get this
allowing
thing
him
out.
to aim Mario right
That way.
towards Womp's Fortress and left towards Cool
Yes.
Mountain, which allows him to hit the loading
Yes.
zones above the painting, just like we did with Wet Dry World. Now, Bob on Battlefield is a little bit different, but it's basically more of the same. he builds up a bunch of speed again, but he can't build up as much as before, as it would cause him to clip into Cool Mountain. But since he can't build up as much speed as before, it means he can't clip straight
okay
into
looking?
the Bob-omb Battlefield room.
It's a little lumpy. She's a little lumpy. We can try and fix her though.
And then aim himself towards the painting. If he does it correctly, he'll clip through the wall on the right side of the painting and hit the loading zone without ever touching the painting itself. The Tiny Huge Island BLJ is a little bit more complicated, but it's
eyes. I'm never good at drawing eyes.
Basically,
I'm never good at drawing most things, but eyes.
Like the one we did in front.
I'm
of
never
the second
sure.
Bowser door.
I always
The
change. Like
problem
my
with
style of drawing
SBLJ
eyes changes
is that
every
you
time
can
I
reach
draw.
around
I'm just
400
never sure.
feet, and
I
we
just
need
I do
way
not
more
have
than
a
that to
consistent
get
art
into the
style.
Tiny Huge Island room. So
That's
he
okay.
actually
I kind of prefer it
transitions
that
the
way.
SBLJ into a ceiling BLJ, like the one we did in the lobby. Just like with how the
God, that looks
uses the
cursed.
ceiling leading towards the basement, this BLJ makes use of the ceiling
No,
above the
I'm
double
happy with that
doors
kind
at
of
the
noise. Let's
bottom of the stairs. You can see here he performs
let's
the SBLJ
like a little-
against the stairs, then switch off
Okay,
the
focus you.
ceiling
Ooh.
BLJ, which then
Ooh, is
gives
this?
him enough speed to clip
I
through
wonder
the wall
how
at
long
the
are you
top of the
doing
stairs,
this for? You're very
circle around the
dedicated.
entire second floor,
Super dedicated.
clip through the wall of the Tiny Huge Island room, then clip under the gigantic painting, which happens to have
No, I'm
just
not
enough
happy with
room
that. It
for
needs-
him to fit under.
needs-
Which now leaves us with
needs
the
more.
Jolly Roger Bay.
Unhappy.
A BLJ
You know, he
that
looks
is so
too unhappy.
hard that he had to use task tools to even pull it off.
I don't know.
If you didn't know,
Oop,
task
that's
tools
wrong.
allow
That looks wrong.
speedrunners to advance the game frame by frame and add in
And you love my
specific
drawing.
inputs
Thank
for each
you.
frame. And
I'm having
trust
fun
me,
drawing it.
He needed it for this one
Actually,
because this
it's like a
BLJ
weird
is
mustache.
insane. He explained to
Maybe
me
like that?
what he did here, but I still don't really fully understand it. But I'll still
Juicy
try
lips.
my best to explain it either way. So, just like with the Bob-omb Battlefield BLJ, he doesn't have enough height to
That
clip
looks good.
above the painting. So,
I'm
has
happy
to
with
come at
that.
it from the side.
Can we give it like a
But
little lip?
It's way harder to do that with the Jolly Roger Bay painting because of where it's located.
Little lower lip.
So, to
A little
actually
bit of
pull it off,
definition.
he has to make use of some
Maybe?
pretty insane
I don't know.
tech.
Man, I don't
He
know.
first starts
I don't know
off
what I'm
by
doing.
aiming himself at the Bowser in the Dark World room.
What I'm
This
doing is
simply
I'm
because
doing
he
my
needs some extra
best.
height. See how the floor
Oh,
leading to
God.
Peach's secret slide is higher than the one he starts the BLJ on? Well, he needs to overcome that height difference to be able to
God.
make it into the Jolly Roger Bay room.
Oh,
so
no.
to do this, he lands on the staircase,
Oh.
which gives him a little
Oh,
extra
jawline.
height. Then he
Oh.
stands there punching for a bit, which is just to burn off some excess speed. Once he's happy with the speed he's at,
Punchy.
he aims Mario
Punchy Mario.
towards Jolly Roger Bay and
That's
does
Mario.
a jump kick in that direction.
Mario.
The jump kick plus the extra height from the stairs
Not
gives
Mario.
him just enough
Mario.
height to clear the floor leading to Peach's secret slide, and allows him to clip into the Jolly Roger Bay room. But the
Everything
trick
I
isn't
draw
done
looks
yet,
wrong.
because if he just kept going, he would run straight into the painting at hyperspeed, which obviously isn't something he wants to do.
We
So
get another
to
layer,
avoid
just in
this, he
case.
performs something called a negative jump. Basically, the faster Mario is moving,
Mario?
in this game, the higher
Mario?
he's going
Like
to
a
jump.
sheep,
Where
meh.
this gets interesting though,
Mario.
is that this works in reverse.
I kind of like
as
it
well.
though.
So the faster Mario
Potato.
is moving
Actually,
backwards,
literally a
the
potato.
lower
I'm
his
drawing a
jump is
potato
going to
right
be.
now.
In fact, you can reach such high speeds that his jump stops just being low and actually becomes
Is that acceptable?
negative. As in, when
Not
you press the
really.
A button, Mario
Not
goes
really, but let's
down
go with that.
instead of up. So,
Got a
as
very
soon as
round
Mumbler
face.
passes through the wall, he does one of these negative jumps, lowering his height
Erase.
to the floor of
Here.
the room. But he's still
Here.
heading towards the painting at super high speed.
I'm happy with
So to
that.
stop
Oh, I
this,
didn't. I
he
never
performs
finished drawing the
another
hair.
negative jump,
Oops.
which does two things. It slows down his speed a bit.
Oops,
and
I was meant
allows
to-
him
I was meant to
flip into the
finish that.
floor and
My
touch
bad.
out of bounds. This briefly stops him in place and allows him to turn towards the aquarium, shooting him into it instantly. Now that he's here, all he has to do is turn
you think I could be
towards the
lazy
loading
and
zone
just,
for Jolly
like-
Roger Bay and clip
I don't think I
through the
can
wall,
actually.
ending
I
off
can't. I
maybe
can't. I
one of
can't
the
copy that
most
side. I'm
insane and
best layering
complex
up too
tricks
much.
I have ever covered on this channel. I'm not
Right.
even joking either.
From
I
the top
probably only covered
down.
like half of
Tackle
what's
this
really
top
going on here.
down.
If I covered the whole thing, this video would probably be like 10 minutes longer, and I'm not even sure if I could because I'm not even sure if I really understand it. But yeah, Marbler was able to do exactly what I asked of him.
So many
The only
Zelda
level he
music.
wasn't able to get into was Lethal Lava Land. And this is because there's just nowhere to really BLJ from in the basement. Like, there is the spot we SBLJ'd from
Someone's gonna
earlier,
discover it
but
one
like
day,
I mentioned,
surely.
SBLJs
Someone's gonna
only
crack
get us
into
to
Lethal
around
Lava
400
Land
speed,
one
which
day.
is the exact speed you need to clip through walls.
They're gonna do
Unfortunately,
it.
though, Lethal Lava Land is just too far away to maintain this speed. So by the time we
I'm
get
happy with
there,
that line.
we wouldn't have enough speed to actually clip past the wall. The only other place you could really perform a BLJ that would make sense is in the Hazy Maze cave.
Surely someone's
But
gonna
again,
eventually be
it's
like,
only
I've
an
cracked the
SBLJ,
case!
so we can only get around like 400 speed. But Marbler estimated that to make it through this wall and the out of
Bling?
bounds area
That was a
to reach
really
the
loud
loading
sound
zone of
effect.
Lethal Lava
These are
Land,
loud
you
sound
need
effects.
around 8,000.
Bling?
So yeah,
Bling,
we're
potatoes do
not
taste
even
good.
close.
You know what's the
But
best?
honestly,
Mashed
who
potato.
cares?
Mashed
It's
potato,
just
but like
one
without gravy. No
bite.
gravy. Do not
You're
put
able to
gravy on the
get
mashed potato.
every
That's
single
bad.
star
That's
in
evil.
the
That's
game,
yuck.
except
But like
for
just straight
7
mashed
in
potato,
Lethal
bit of
Lava
salt,
Land.
yum.
Because,
Creamy,
I forgot
yum.
to mention, Marbler
Delicious.
had a solution for
Best
the
thing
star
ever.
in Big Boo's Haunt as well. Remember this one stuck behind the Boo painting? Well, yeah,
No.
you can get in there without going through it. But to do that,
Okay.
we're gonna
Hair
have to talk
completed. I
about
just also need to
parallel
do like the
universes.
eyebrows.
And
Maybe I'll make the
no,
eyebrows a bit
I'm
lower.
not joking.
Like,
So, if you've ever watched a Pan and Coat video, you'll know that parallel universes in Mario 64 are a real thing. But they are also really complex, hard to explain, and way beyond the scope of this video. If you want to know more, though, you can check out this video here by Pan
Like
and Coat
this?
himself, where he discusses every detail of Mario
Like
64's
this.
parallel universes.
Like
As for me,
this.
though, I'm gonna try and give you the Cole's notes
Eyebrow.
version.
Whoops.
I'll try to explain it in the
Eyebrow.
easiest way possible.
They're like
Basically,
French
because of how
fancies? I
Mario
don't know what a
64
French
coded,
fancy
there are
is. Like a
infinite
French
versions
fry?
of
I like
each
French
level.
fries.
Now, these parallel levels are really far away
French fries
from the
a
main
lot.
level and have no textures or objects in them. They
I
are
don't know.
just
I'm
basic
guessing it's
geometry.
not French
Now,
fry. I'm
you
guessing
may
French
ask,
fancy is
why
something
does any of
else,
this
right?
matter? How can parallel universes help us get this star? Well,
It's
the easiest way
crowned.
to describe it is that we
Crowned.
can basically use these parallel universes to teleport Mario. But to see what I
Crown.
mean, let's take a look at this video by Super Davo so I can break it down for you. So he starts off the video by performing a BLJ on the elevator in the shed. This
Crown.
works because, like I mentioned earlier, you can basically perform a BLJ on anything that shortens Mario's jump, which this elevator does. The elevator ride itself
Crown
is
hard to
also
draw. Crown
very
had many
long,
straight
so
lines.
He can build up a lot
Equal
of speed,
things.
and I mean it. He ends up building over 4 million speed on this elevator.
That'll-
So
that
when
do.
the elevator ride
This'll
ends,
do.
he gets shot out into space. But right as this is happening, he performs an overflow jump, which is basically just a bigger form of the negative jump I mentioned earlier. If you remember, negative jumps cause Mario to go downwards. So overflow jumps
I wish I could
cause him
negative
to
jump.
go really far downwards.
Happy with these
so
lines.
far, in fact,
Be
that
happy,
he hits
happy,
the
happy,
parallel
happy, happy,
universe
happy.
right below
Happy,
the map.
happy, happy, happy,
Now,
happy.
when he hits this parallel universe, he wants to hit a specific spot.
Yeah.
The balcony outside
Yeah, that's
the
good.
mansion.
Now we have to
And
draw the-
This is where things
God.
get confusing, so try and stay
Sorry, I
with
keep-
me. So even
Video
though
does
Mario
hide the
is
art a
really
bit.
far
That's
down,
okay. I
as
can't-
soon as he
I can't
touches
wait
the
to draw
floor of
these
the
hands.
balcony, he gets
Can't
sent
wait.
back to the height of the balcony on the real
Roxy,
map.
my
So
face.
even though his
It's like a
horizontal
cake of
distance
cream
is
and
really far
icing.
away
I
from
don't
the rim of the
know.
star,
It sounds
his
like
vertical
something I would
distance
like.
is now aligned
It
with
really, I
it.
do,
So
I do
all
enjoy
he has to do
sweets. As
now
long as
is
it's like
burn
just
off
a
some excess speed,
cake.
then come
If the cream
flying
is
back and
inside the
flip
cake, I
into the
might be
secret
able to
room with
tolerate
Mario,
that.
grabbing the star in the
I don't
process
like to
and
have like
bypassing
things
any
in my
need
food.
to enter
Like
the
by
Boo
what I mean like that, I
painting.
don't like
But
having
yeah,
jam in my
you can
donut.
literally
I'd rather just have like
collect
the
every
the
star
donut.
in
Like
the
without the
game
jam. I
without
don't like
entering the
things
painting,
fillings. I
except
don't like
for
fillings.
7 in
I don't like to
Lethal
bite into a
Lava Land,
block
which
of
is
chocolate and there be
honestly
something soft
insane.
inside. You know, I
And
want it to
I'm
be
not even sure that
block,
entering
blocky
Lethal Lava
chocolate,
Land is
blocky
impossible.
chocky. You know,
This
I don't want to
game
have
is
like cream or
beaten
anything
without
in
the
there.
press of
You know
a
what I
button.
mean?
So
It has to just be like
surely
straight up the
nothing in
same
this game is
texture the way
impossible,
the whole way
right?
through.
If you want to try this for yourself,
That's why I thought on pie. I
or
don't like
have any
pies.
ideas on how to enter
I like
Lethal
pies.
Lava
I can
Land,
kind of
please
tolerate a meat
send
pie,
it
but
to
then
me.
they also
I
make
would
me
love
angry
to see
because like
every
I'd
star
bite into the
collected
pie
in this
and then it
game
just like
without
explodes
entering
everywhere and it's very
That would
hot.
honestly be really cool. But
They're like
yeah,
caramello
guys,
koalas?
that's
I
it
don't
for
think
me.
so.
Thank you so much
I'd
for
prefer a
watching,
Freddo
and
frog.
We'll see you in the next video.
I would prefer a Freddo frog for sure.
This video
What's
was
now?
made possible through the support
Okay,
of our
we got a new
amazing
video
patrons.
coming
I
up.
want to give a special
me take a
shout-out
look.
to Rebecca Lyons, Burb, Puddle.
What's next? Forgotten World of Nintendo 64 horror games. This one's like an hour and a half, guys. Buckle in. Buckle in. Get ready. Oh, wait, forever loads. Come on.
When you think about
Here we go.
horror,
I was excited about this one. I almost watched it in my own time, but I
was
was like, oh,
perhaps
no.
it's the terrifying moon in Majora's Mask. Maybe
Excited.
it's the claustrophobic
Got crunchies?
basement
Nah,
in Super
I'm not a
Mario
fan of
64,
crunchy.
Or that shark that used to stalk you in Banjo-Kazooie. The point
Not a
is,
fan.
most of the time, people remember scary moments, not actual horror games. Which makes sense. The N64
I don't think
was
I
a
need
console built primarily for kids. It was
this
loud,
mirrored
colorful,
right
and
now. I
even
think we can
obnoxious at
go
times. A
rogue.
machine full of Italian plumbers
Rogue
and
mode.
time-traveling elves. And yet, somewhere in that swirl of bright plastic and Saturday morning
Get to
joy,
draw this
something
stupid
darker
potato
stirred.
sack.
A shadow beneath the gray paint, a current running under the surface.
Excited.
Like a
I'm
decrepit
excited
basement
for this
rotting
one.
below the floorboards of a child's playroom.
Excited for this
Some
drawing,
games feel
and I'm
like they
excited
shouldn't
for
exist on
this video.
platform. And yet, they do. I'm not
Big
talking
dumb.
about in a
So
Pro
stupid.
64 way.
Stupid
mind.
potato sack.
I mean
Oh my god.
actual games that were made for the console.
What's my
These
favorite
games weren't
sweet or
always
cake?
good.
Definitely
Some
shortbread.
clunky, others cursed.
Shortbread
and a
biscuits.
few were just
Delicious. They're so
weird.
dangerous. They're
But the
so
developers were
yummy.
trying. You could feel it.
Dangerously
The ambition,
delicious.
The uncertainty. The
I could
creativity
easily,
that
if I,
comes from not knowing
I
the
have
rules
no
just yet.
self-control around them
All
either.
of them
If you
tell
put
a
a
story
packet of
about
those
a time
shortbread
when
biscuits
horror
in front
was
of me, there's a
changing,
good chance I'm getting
and
through
the
like at
genre
least
was
half of
learning
that
to
packet.
stumble around it,
I don't buy
sometimes
them
tripping
anymore
over its
because
own
I know I'm
limbs
just
in
a
the
fiend
process.
that's just gonna,
And that's what I love about it.
you know,
So tonight,
all over
We're
them.
gonna dust off
Hey
a few of these
Peach,
old
I'm sorry
cartridges,
about your
maybe blow in
headache.
them once or
Have
twice
some
before we
Panadol,
leave.
have some
And set
water.
in them
Take care of
mind out of the gutter.
yourself.
So
Have a
grab your
little
favorite
nap.
Halloween candy,
Hi.
turn the lights low,
Thank you so
settle
much
in,
for popping
because we're
by.
about to enter the forgotten world of Nintendo
How do I
64
draw these
horror games.
Thieves. My dad loves shortbread. He's gone through 5 packets. What the hell am I looking at that video?
It's the new Nintendo 64.
Oh, my right ear really likes this video. Oh.
Back in the golden age of late 90s gaming,
Was that only a the right ear for you guys as well? I don't know.
Video store to rent a game.
Good old,
He was a
good old
hardworking
quality
construction
audio.
man. Age ratings on
Timey
boxes
wimey
never even
audio.
crossed his mind. Hell, he let me rent Conker's Bad Fur Day 3 weeks straight.
Potatoes are also
you
really
sure
good
like
for you.
that
Lots of
squirrel game.
vitamins. Really?
And
And they keep you full longer, so you're less likely to overeat. Are you drawing an orph? No, I'm drawing a Lalafell from Final
Yeah,
Fantasy
It's
14,
awesome.
but
One fine
but not a
October weekend,
Lalafell
I was feeling
at the same
Halloween
time.
spirit. I didn't want to rent another.
He just
kids'
has
game
a
with
potato
Banjo-Kazooie.
sack dress. He's
I
not
wanted
an
something
orphan.
more dark, something that pushed me beyond the safety of Pokemon, Mucha Lucha. Now, I wasn't a complete stranger to the concept. I had
Ooh.
beaten Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of
Lord
Time.
knows that
Oh, is it
game
gonna
has its
bring
fair
up
share of horror.
that
I
one
also
boss?
played Resident Evil with my best friend on PlayStation.
So like, what's it called?
Everyone
That one
knows
boss in
playing
like the
a
Shadow
scary game with your
Temple or
buddy
under the well. You know,
eliminates,
the
like, 90% of the
Dead
tension.
Hand? No, is that its name?
No, this would be a solo quest. A
Oh,
journey
thank
into
you,
the abyss,
Zachary.
armed
Are you
with
putting
nothing
stereo
more
audio
than
from the video
courage
into the
and
stream?
some
I
dark
probably
words.
am.
But the question
I don't know.
was,
I just have it
which game would it
put
be?
in. I think it might be
My first pick
stereo.
was Turok, but the dinosaur on the cover had freaked me
You're
out,
welcome. I
and
fixed
didn't want
it.
to see what else
Dead
the
Hand.
game
Yeah,
had in
Dead
store.
Hand.
So,
That's him,
after
right?
scouring the shelves a bit
Surely
more,
this video will
I
mention
saw
it.
this badass dude holding a skull with a
Ooh.
mask popping out of his chest.
Never seen that
In
before.
retrospect, he looks a lot like Vin
Name?
Diesel's character, Reddick, from Pitch Black. I looked into this for like 10 minutes and I couldn't find
All
anything
10
that-
minutes.
The box art looked just grim and but not so
Foxy,
much
another
that I'd
8
sleep with the lights on.
minutes.
Well,
Straight to
let
the
me tell you,
nugget. Oh,
the
thank
cover
you.
lied.
Thank you for
When
this
young me handed
concussion
that
you've
box to
gifted
my
me.
dad, he looked at it and said,
I don't know what its name. I think
that
I
looks cool.
think
Yeah,
I think
Dad,
it's Dead
it was
Hand.
cool. So cool that it gave
That
me
sounds
nightmares
right.
for a week.
I'm
both
sure
learned a
this
valuable
this
lesson
video
that
should
day.
touch on it,
I'd
right?
start paying
It's
a
like the
bit
most
more
horror. It
attention
might
to
not
what I
touch
was
on it,
renting,
but maybe
and
it
stop
maybe it
trying to
will.
be so brave. Well, I'm a grown-up now.
Will
Big
it not
tough
let you
guy.
make a mistake, or
There's
how
nothing
does
I
it work?
can't
What do you
handle.
mean?
Surely those memories were just
What do you
childhood
mean?
exaggeration. There's no way
Exactly.
in
Make a mistake in like drawing or something, because I can just Control Z.
Well,
You know,
there's
if
only
that's
one way to find out.
that's what you're
We
talking
need to
about.
cross on over to the dead side. Unlike some of the other games in this video,
What do you
Shadow
mean my
Man
brain will
wasn't an
never recover from
N64
this stream?
exclusive.
Oh, because
Far
of the
from it, actually.
because I'm
And for
getting
good
keep
reason.
getting pummeled to
It
the
was a
face.
technical showcase
Is
back
that
in
why?
scope. Its lead platform, the PC, was able to handle the game's complex graphical fidelity. and
Foxy, that's so
performance in ways
sweet.
its console counterparts could only
Is that
dream.
why I'm getting a
A
concussion? Is
far
that
second
your love and
might be the
support?
Dreamcast version, but there weren't a lot
Concussion?
of people playing that. Knowing this, it should come as no surprise that the Nintendo port had to make some compromises. Led by Simon
How am I
Phipps,
drawing
the
this
team at
sleep? I
Acclaim
don't know.
Studios T-side was
I don't know.
trying to build
I've
something
messed
that
I've
didn't
messed
really
it
fit on
all
the
up though.
64, both literally
For
and
sure.
figuratively. This was a dark, brooding game filled with adult themes and violence that doesn't really fit on those store shelves between
That'll
Pokemon
do.
Snap and
That's
Mario Golf.
very
Yet
different to the other
real
side. It's a
challenge
bit
existed
higher. It's
in the
fine.
system's technical
fine.
limitations.
Oh
The
yeah, I'm just
PlayStation
doing
version of the
Control Z.
game
Yeah,
was
it's a little
650
shortcut to
megabytes,
undo like the
high-res
last thing
tiny
you
by
did.
today's
It's a
standards.
lot easier
This
than
was the
physically
size
going
of
to the
one whole
undo
disc back in the
button.
day.
It's a big
Meanwhile,
time
the
saver.
N64 cartridge, as the name
Don't mean to give you a
suggests,
concussion.
maxed out at a whopping 64 megabytes.
Everything's dizzy.
That's smaller than a minor update pack in a modern indie game. This
Let's
meant
get-
that
let's
every
get
texture, every
Jello's
cutscene,
snatched
every guttural
waist
sound from Dead Side had
together.
to be compressed and shoved into this tiny plastic coffin.
Little belt.
Despite its size, the
Little
64's
belt.
cartridge
Like just like a
offered one
Powerpuff
small
Girl. You know how
advantage over
Powerpuff Girls have
PlayStation,
like the little
near
belt in the
instant
middle of their
loading.
dress?
Cartridges allowed
This
for much
Jello
faster
is
data
just like a
transfer speeds
Powerpuff
than
Girl,
CD-ROMs,
but
since they didn't rely
instead of
on
a
always
dress, it
removing
has a
across
potato
a
sack.
physical disc. It was just one
Is that good
unbroken
lore?
descent
I've
from
decided that's good
Louisiana
lore.
to the land of the dead. With the potential of Nintendo's market share far outweighing the risks.
Oh, if I could draw
Acclaim
the
T-side
other
got
line,
for
that
it.
would be amazing.
Their
Hold on, maybe I need
approach
to
was
rotate the
meticulous.
canvas.
Lead designer Simon Phipps.
Oh,
once
this
compared the
does
level
not seem to
design
be helping
process to
either.
that of architectural planning. They didn't just throw
I could work with
geometry at
that.
the wall.
I could work with
They
that.
built worlds on paper first. Every corridor and chamber was mapped out to make sure it wouldn't collapse.
What game are we looking at? Is it still the one that was like spent 10 minutes looking at?
Against all odds, the N64
I've never
version
seen
held
this
its frame
Nintendo
rate better
64
than
game
that of
before at
PlayStation's,
all.
even while juggling sprawling, interconnected environments. On top of this, the expansion pack unlocked a higher
It
resolution
is the
mode
same
that
one.
made Dead Side's ruins
Interesting.
look a little sharper.
You know, you
visually.
don't
Now,
think of
don't
horror
all
when you
of
think
this
of
as
Nintendo
me
64, do
dunking on
you?
PlayStation. In fact,
That's
it's
very
quite the
interesting to me
opposite.
that there's any like
PlayStation
horror
was seen
games
as
on
the
it at
best way to
all.
play almost any third-party software during this time. So whenever the 64 gets a
Spelled
small
right and it
win
didn't
like
send it
this,
right. Oh my god, I
it's
hate
autopilot.
autocorrect. And then I
so,
try and
after
be
many
like,
months
if I
of
send a
hard work,
message that's
Acclaim
autocorrected to
T-side
someone, and I'll be like,
released
oh damn,
Shadowlands
sorry,
64
autocorrect.
in August of
It like
1999.
corrects autocorrect
The
to
game
something
received
else. So I'm just like,
largely
oh damn,
positive reviews, with
autocorrelation.
praise for its graphics,
Sorry, that was
strong
autocorrelation.
level design, and
Or
robust
something. I
sound
don't know. I don't
pacing.
remember what word it
Many
actually
critics consider it a
autocorrects to,
standout
but it
title on the
doesn't
console, and the
recognize
superior
autocorrect
version,
as a word.
PC notwithstanding.
And
This was
the
a big
word
win
it
for
corrects
Nintendo.
it to is
In
definitely not a
99,
word that I
the platform was
utilize.
already labeled
It
as
is
the
definitely just a
safe
word that
console.
it decides that
Meanwhile,
autocorrect
all
gets
the
to
cool
be.
kids were playing Metal Gear Solid and GTA over on the PlayStation. Sure, we had GoldenEye, but James Bond wasn't ripping darts and snapping people's necks.
How do
This
I
was one of the few mature
this?
titles Nintendo could point to and say, see, we're cool too. And this game was certainly that.
That will do. That's a good line. I'm happy with that line. I'm happy with that line too. No, I'm not. Never mind, I lied.
1888. By my deeds am I known.
The 9th of November. That's
The
pretty
game
close
starts,
to now.
Greet it to the sounds of Moonlight Sonata and treat it to a monologue by none other
This is
than Jack
creepy.
the Ripper, the notorious
By
serial
Jack
killer
the
of
Ripper?
19th century London.
Excuse me.
One thing that's evident from the very
Didn't they
beginning
recently like
is very
figure out who
style.
Jack the Ripper was? I don't
Pure
know if it was
cinema.
recent.
Half the time you
I
feel
think
like
it
you're
was-
playing through a movie.
I don't know. I
and
read
mean
about
that
it
in the best
recently.
way possible. You could skip through
Make
the
a high
cutscenes and
scene on
dialogue,
hello.
but you
Welcome
won't want
in.
to, 'cause
We're
they're
currently
that
watching a
damn
video
good.
about
The voice
the
acting and
world
performances in this game
Forgotten World
are
of Nintendo
excellent.
64 horror
And even
games
more
by
mind-blowing
Law
when you remember
Harbor.
what system this is on.
It's very
We're gonna
interesting
circle
so
back to
far.
this
This is
later,
a
but I
game
just
I've
wanted to
never seen
mention it
before in
right
my
up
life.
front.
Autocorrelation
Same
is a
goes for
common
the
phrase.
cinematography.
We've all
These
really
cutscenes are filmed
name
on purpose.
name one
cameras are
time
just
you've used
thrown
the term
wherever. The
autocorrelation,
director was
Quarks.
trying to evoke a certain
Name one
feeling,
time,
show off
one
something cool.
one
Again,
situation.
very movie-like. Every aspect of this game maintains the same standard and passion, and it makes for one hell of an immersive experience. Here, I'll let you watch the opening cutscene, and you can experience it for
Oh,
yourself.
the opening cutscene. Oh my
This
god, get
does
ready.
run a few minutes long, so if you want to skip ahead, just jump to the next chapter. For everyone else, get ready
No,
for
it's
some
not a
late
common.
90s
Did I see the
awesomeness.
Poketopia trailer? I've no. Was there a recent one? Like a new one? I haven't seen it yet. Oh my ear's so itchy.
We shall construct a great dark engine powered by souls of
It's that dermatitis in my ear. Itchy. Itchy. Does anyone else have like a messed up ear or two ears? Does anyone else have like itchy ears? Is that just me? It hurts. It hurts. It's pain.
those who have passed beyond in the
I tried to put congratulations and decided to change it to condomal. What is that? Oh my god, what? What? What is condemnation? It came out today? Okay. It came out during Uwu Prague? Okay. Okay. I might have to take a look. I'm not sure how I feel about Poketopia. I'm sure it's something I'd enjoy. Like, I don't know. It's always been like, I wish there was like Animal Crossing Pokemon. But now I'm just like, now it's happening. And I'm just, my faith in like the Pokemon company is a little low. I'm not gonna lie. After like what happened to the mainline games for a while, my trust is low. So I'm always like, oh, is it actually gonna be good? Like, hopefully, right? Surely. Maybe I'm just being a Debbie Downer. I think I'm just being a Debbie Downer. It's probably gonna be a good game. I'll probably like it. I should play it. Got all that fur poke? Yeah, yes, of course. Of course, my faith in Pokemon is... It's so sad, isn't it? I love Pokemon. I really do. I really do. What is this cutscene?
I can't go there, and Jaunty's next to useless in both worlds. You are the only one who
He's creepy. Why is eyes going like that? Going to the Digimon side. The Digimon side scares me. I think I will not be... I don't know. I'm intrigued by Digimon. I really liked the Digimon movie as a kid. But I'm so like... Pokemon is like so important to me. It's like to my childhood. I don't think I could ever just be like, nah, bye Pokemon. I think it's always gonna be there, have like that space in my heart, you know? You know? And like Pokemon was like so important to me. Like Pokemon was like the thing I like cared about growing up. The American movie caused it. How? I feel like I've seen. I feel like I've heard that before. Actually, I feel like wasn't it someone's kid, like something to do with the movie? I don't know. I don't know what happened. Forgot.
The stage is set.
Insane.
Legion's primary goal is to trigger
Oh, because they thought it was the wrong movie, didn't they? With that Angela Anaconda skit. And then they like were like angry at each other because they picked the wrong movie or something. And they didn't realize it was just before. Oh. Could you imagine like
demonic power?
Obviously that relationship wasn't doing well if that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Like I think if that's what caused you to get a divorce, like the divorce is gonna happen with or without the Digimon movie at some point. Because like that's not a normal thing to to erupt over. The divorce was in the making for a while. That was just a catalyst.
Red is a legend.
If it wasn't the Digimon movie, something else is gonna break him.
Voiced countless movie trailers in the UK for films.
That it's still just wild just to say, yeah, the Digimon movie caused a divorce.
Comparisons to fellow voice acting legend Don LaFontaine.
That's nutty.
His performance in Shadow Man is every bit as dramatic and immersive as it's ever been. He's chewing up
the potato sack's like not even, but that's kind of okay because it's a potato sack. It's not gonna be perfect.
Though that could just
Angela Anaconda was not the right show to promote. Why did they do that? It is so weird. What? It is the weirdest IP to be like, hey, do you want to help advertise the movie? It's like an Angela Anaconda.
There's plenty of great videos out there.
Looks freaky. It is a freaky looking show. It's insanely creepy looking. They were both on Fox Kids. It's still so weird. It's so weird. I barely remember anything about
once a college student,
like Angela Anaconda, except that it was just a weird show. Like something was wrong with it. Like something was wrong with it. It was weird.
He was found by a voodoo priestess who saw great potential in him to serve as a supernatural protector.
We got the face with the torso, we need the arms and the legs, and then we're golden. Then we good, right?
It's a lot more complex than that.
Then we good.
That's the gist of it. These deep
Get these arms on the road.
Really add a lot
on the road? On the road. On the road? Row your road gently down the road. Right?
He's able to tap into the
dead. Oh, what is this game? Is it the same one? Oh, I'm so good at paying attention to the videos.
Having a toy bear serve as such a pivotal mechanic and making it a core part of the story.
What they do to him?
It shows the level of talent the game designers had, and how
much
they care about the character and his
What is that in the
middle?
That's creepy.
You're not just warping to another level. You're touching a memory, a sad reminder of why you're here, of what you lost.
Alright, how to hello? Hello?
If there's
Falling
one
into
thing Shadow Man nails
sewer.
better than almost any other game on the platform,
Gonna
it's
sell your friend a good
exploration.
luck,
Not in
Foxy!
the sense of completing quests or following waypoints, but in that deep, almost spiritual kind of exploration.
Okay, the
The
arms.
kind where every hallway
The
feels
arms
like it's leading
gonna
you
be
deeper
booked.
into some
That's
forgotten
just
memory.
how the arms
And
be.
sometimes, your own curiosity
I
is the
can't
real
draw.
danger.
Leave me
You might think to
alone.
yourself,
Ha.
"Huh,
Yeah.
I wonder what's in this
Yeah,
one.
line.
I might
Yeah.
have to take a
Yeah,
peek."
line.
Oh,
Oh,
but it will.
Is that okay?
It'll hurt a lot.
If I just stick it up
Threats
here,
in
the line
Shadow
should
Man
that
don't just
line
loom
should
in
be
the
okay.
darkness ahead, but also in the past.
Right?
There is a lot of
Whatever.
backtracking
That'll
in this
do.
game,
That'll do. Let's
and
move
it's
on.
very
Let's
much
move
a
on. Got
Metroidvania
bigger
in that
important things
sense,
to oh,
which is interesting
if
considering
I just
when it
if I
was
just
made.
fix it here.
The term itself didn't really exist
So
in the
fine.
late 90s. There were a
Be
few
so
Metroid
fine.
games out by that
We'll be
point,
so
and
fine.
Castlevania Symphony of the Night released
Whatever.
just 2 years earlier, but the design
The
principle
anatomy
certainly
is
wasn't as
crazy.
tried and true as it is today.
I'm gonna do the hand on a
Interestingly enough,
different
Shadow Man
layer.
is more of a Metroidvania than Castlevania 64 is, which was released just a few months prior.
Four
It's funny how
hands.
life works sometimes. Anyways, where were we? Ah, yes, backtracking. The
Ooh.
level design loops in on itself constantly. You'll be pushing through a blood-soaked asylum, only to find some tiny
Ooh.
shortcut that spits you back into a familiar
Ooh.
corridor you saw like
Ooh.
20 minutes
You
ago.
can see if my phone
It
saves
gets me all
itself.
giddy inside,
No.
like solving a puzzle I didn't
Hopefully
know
it
I was working on.
behaves.
It actually
Keep
reminds
that
me a lot
phone
of
in
Dark Souls
check.
1 in that way. Granted, the interconnectedness of that game
Oh,
is
how
on
do
a whole
I?
nother level.
I want this
But
to have a
that's
bit
the
more of a
feeling this
point.
game gives me. And to be fair, Deadside is
I just
every bit as grim and bleak
manufacture
as
a
Lordran.
point.
But Shadow Man gives us a witty skeleton snake with an Irish accent.
That's not
and a
really
top
working,
hat.
is it? I didn't
Let's
really
see
do a
if
good
From
job
tried to
there.
beat that. Throughout the game, you'll gain access to different items and abilities that will allow you to
Like trying to
unlock
do
new
my
areas.
eyeliner.
At a certain
Impossible.
point in
Ah!
each area, you'll be jump scared by a ghostly flashback of your kid brother. A
Ah!
telling reminder of how we're tethered here to the realm of the dead. This isn't just for cinematic flair, however.
Huh?
These flashbacks act as an indicator that you can now
Okay.
use
Yeah.
Luke's
No, I
teddy
accept
bear
that.
to
That's
fast travel
acceptable.
back to this point. And you better get used to looking at it, because you're going to be using this toy a lot. The main point of Shadow Man
Poor bear.
is to collect the Dark Souls before Legion.
I'm
can
just
get his
ruining the
demonic
point
hands
I
on.
just
You'll find these
created.
souls
This
spread
is
throughout every
so
area of the
fine.
game. There's 120 in all. They're easy enough to find if you're being thorough in
God,
your
imagine
exploration, and you can
knowing
always
how to
tell when
draw
one's nearby,
hands
because
or
you'll hear a
draw
giant,
lines in
disturbing
general.
heartbeat.
That would be. What is that? That's
These fleshy
creepy.
containers are called Govi.
Fleshy
no matter how many of these
containers.
things I came across, they always made me slightly uncomfortable.
Hands are painful to
I
draw.
don't know if
Yeah.
it's just the heartbeat sound or
Yeah,
the
that's
way they
something I never
pulsate, but
practiced enough
it
when I
just
was like
feels
serious about trying to
unnatural.
learn how to draw.
The cool part
And
is
now,
whenever you crack
now
one of
I
these things
suffer.
open,
I think
you're treated to a
that was
short,
doomed the whole
badass
way
cutscene.
anyway. Listen, it's not like I was gonna be. What in the world is happening?
Not every soul is contained in this way, but most are.
Yeah, this game
Besides
gives me like
souls, there's
bad
another
vibes,
collectible
and
you'll
that's
be
like
finding on your journey called a Cadeau.
really
These
good for like a
ceremonial
horror game.
hearts are
it's like
eerily
what
similar
you
to hearts themselves.
aim
And
for,
after
right?
you've collected 100 of them,
Oh,
you can bring them
his
to
hand.
the Temple of Life to increase your health pool.
These gifts I give to thee, O gracious
This is so creepy. This is creepy as.
spiritual trade.
Good thing Hawaii isn't here true. Hawaii wouldn't like
so you're
this.
probably wondering, why does a dark
Foxy
game
in my
like this have
face?
so many collectibles?
The
Well,
5
the
bits
90s
this
was the
time.
peak
Oh my
era
god, this
for
is sorry
3D
for my
platformers
phone
and
misbehaving. I
collectibles.
forgive
Nearly
you.
every major
I
N64
forgive
title
you.
Mario, Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong. Hell, even Ocarina of Time had the gold Skulltula tokens. It was a fun way to encourage players
How?
to
Oh,
explore
this
these
poor
wonderful
hand.
3D spaces
Would it
and
be
offered a
super
few more
lazy if I
hours of
just copy and
gameplay
paste this
for
hand
those
to the other
dedicated
side
enough
as
to
well?
find it.
Because I'm
Speaking
kind of
Ocarina
leaning
of
towards
Time,
doing
both
that.
games flirt
Just
with
because,
that hub and spoke
you know,
structure of level design. Where Ocarina builds
you
around
want
bright,
poor Jello to
open,
have
Hyrule
even
fields.
hands, right?
Shadow Man
We
is
want
more
Jello
like
to
a
have
labyrinth
equal
than a
hands.
speeding
We're
zone,
nice
forcing you
people.
to retrace your steps through a place you'd rather forget.
As long as I can like get one hand drawn
A measure
and
of
then
how many
never
Dark
do it
Souls
again.
you've
Yeah,
Once
copy
your
and paste,
shadow level's
okay.
high enough, you'll be able to open
I like
another
to
soul
separate the
gate,
things into
thereby
different
unlocking a
segments.
new area.
See, I would do that
Every
if I
soul gate has the
wasn't
required shadow
in a
level
time
indicated
crunch.
around the room,
And also, I think my brain just starts to melt with too many bits.
Doing so always results
Too many
in
bits. See,
another
I'm just trying to draw a bunch of like bad, doodly little guys. I'm not trying to create like real good art. As much as I'd like to be like, yeah, I'm gonna make good
just so
art.
damn
This
cool.
is just to
I
get
love
like some character down.
Exploration becomes
you know?
a ritual of patience and memory. Find the souls.
It's okay
raise
if they're a
level,
little janky.
revisit
I
a
like them
response,
being a
and
little
see what's
janky.
changed. It's a
It adds
slow,
character.
deliberate loop. Deeply rewarding at the same time.
It's so
Shadow Man
marketable.
feels at all familiar.
Would you hit this
because one of
VTuber
its
for
creative
$100?
leads,
I'd pay
Don
to hit
Miller,
her. Oh
pushes
my
to
god.
that core design.
Ah.
It's the team that made Tomb Raider.
I'm
And you can
afraid.
feel that DNA
I'm
in it.
afraid.
There's ledge grabbing,
afraid.
ledge shimmying, and even
No,
rolling.
the idea
But
of
while Tomb
like
Raider gave you
breaking
clean,
their hands into different
self-contained
parts is
playgrounds,
like
Shadow Man
intelligent.
traps
And
you
that's,
in
you know,
one
that's
enormous
too much
future.
for me. That's too much to
Like someone
expect
took
from
Lara
me.
Croft and
Intelligence,
dropped her into the
no.
middle of the upside
Do
down
not
Tomb
ignore this
Raider.
poor hand.
And honestly, now
Oh.
that I say it, I'd play the hell out of that Tomb Raider game.
Oh.
Platforming here is
Oh.
surprisingly tight.
If I fix these
Especially
lines
by
up,
late
this should
90s
be
standards.
fine.
And its leagues better compared to a contemporary like Castlevania 64. There were
I just
many,
need to
many
fix
times in that
these
game
lines
where
up. Can I do
platforming
it?
deaths felt like bullshit. But in Shadow Man, errant deaths always feel like my fault. Sometimes I might leap at the wrong angle or push down.
I think I'm
instead of
doing
up.
it.
I did that one quite a bit, but it never feels cheap, and instead it has the opposite effect. It makes me want to get better. Once you've learned enough about
that
an
good
area,
enough? Or was that
breeze
the
through it
fingertips a
without
little
losing
lumpy?
any
Maybe we
health.
can fix this
It
lumpy
feels
little
awesome.
fingertip.
It's
Ah!
just
Not like that.
progress, It's personal growth.
Yes.
Shadow Man 64 makes you a better person. I'm being facetious, of course, but the point still stands. Movement in this
Yeah.
game is wonderful.
Yeah. And then
Well,
also this.
Except for combat.
I think this is on a different layer though. Yeah.
Combat in this game is very much like the
Oh.
role of Shadow Man.
Oh, that made it.
Meaning there's two sides, some of it good.
Oh, something's
some of it
real wrong with his
not.
hand.
Let's start with
Oh,
the
it's
weapons.
somehow
There's
worse.
an interesting array
Oh.
of weapons in this game, each with their own unique abilities.
Oh,
At the beginning,
Jello.
Mike just has a handgun. This
Oh.
weapon is usable whenever they want a live side. However, when you go to dead side, that
Oh,
ordinary
you can't
pistol
see it. I'm
transforms
so
into the
sorry.
shadow gun,
Just look
its
at
voodoo
it.
counterpart.
Look at the freaking
Even for a
hand.
default weapon, it's capable of delivering some decent damage, and you'll be using it a lot throughout the
Oh.
game. It's got unlimited ammo, and you can also charge it for a strong
Okay.
shot.
Oh.
Didn't realize
I'm
that
so
till several
sorry,
hours into the
Jello.
game, so hopefully you'll get more use out of it.
Oh.
Their
Okay.
items function more as tools than
Okay,
actual
whatever.
weapons. The flambeau, for instance,
can
is
see me
used to
grow.
burn down cloth doors marked with this
Never
special
give
symbol.
up. Never
You
back
could
down.
use it in combat, but you're better off reserving your
Oh god.
precious energy for
It's
doors,
Jello
since they
literally.
often hide goodies
Actually.
inside. The
Arms
dead
are
side
made of
weapon outside
Jello.
of the shadow gun
Oh,
consumes
God.
an energy called voodoo power. This acts
Let's do
as
the
a
other
sort of
arm
general ammo
now.
system.
I'm.
Can be recharged
Listen,
by
even
absorbed
if that
skulls found
hand
around
is
them. This
horrifying
adds a small
and
amount
bad,
of survival horror to the
I'm
game.
still copying
Since
it
if you're
over.
anyone like me, you're gonna be saving that precious voodoo power for when you really are in a bind. or
Voodoo
fighting a
power.
boss. Another cool feature is dual wielding. At any time, you can switch what weapons you're holding and which hand.
I
to
wonder
grip.
how many
This doesn't make
games
too much of a difference
guys
in
gonna cover
combat,
in this
but it
video.
does matter outside
Because
of
it does
You'll
say
be
of
grabbing your
Nintendo
fair
64
share of
horror
ledges in
games,
this game.
but we've only
But
really
whenever
covered
you're
the
holding
one
something,
game so
that's
far.
taken into
How far
account.
are we through it?
If there's an item in your left hand, you'll
Yeah,
grab the ledge
S
with your
Shadow
right,
Man.
and
Oh, there was
vice
Dead
versa.
Side before this.
But
I just
if you're
thought this was
dumb
the
like
same
me,
game. My
you
bad.
might jump off a cliff with both hands full, only to then watch as
Mello,
poor
look
Mike
at
falls
your
helplessly to
hands.
his death. It's a neat bit of realism that helps out with the immersion. Another small tip,
Something's
enemies will
wrong.
start to convulse as they're
Something's
near you.
wrong with it.
However, this doesn't mean that they're dead. Once you see a monster like this, you need to
You
shoot them
suffer,
again.
you
If you don't
suffer,
finish them off
you
during a small
suffer.
window, they will regenerate
Things are wrong,
health,
just
continue attacking. This might
everywhere.
not sound like
And
too
your
big an
arms
issue,
are too
but it
long.
can
They're
literally be the
freaky and
difference between
scary.
life and death. Not only are some enemies just tough to deal with, but they usually
They're
drop these red
horrifying.
crystals, which recovers some of your health.
Oh.
These awkward convulsions.
Okay,
are a
I'm
clever
happy with that.
mechanic that
Like,
help build
that's
tension,
so fine. That's
especially when
like
you're
close
fighting
it
a
up.
group of enemies. More often than not, I found myself hiding on a ledge like a
Close
coward
it up.
and
Let me
picking
like
enemies
fix
off
up
since
all
their
the
pathfinding wouldn't
extra
allow me
lines
to.
we don't
It might
need.
sound cheesy, but sometimes
This is
it's
like, do you
downright
have
necessary.
freaky little
The only time
hands?
shooting feels good
No, I
in this
mean not
game
little,
is
they're
if the enemy is
huge.
directly
They're
in
like
front of you,
paddles. Do you
and
have
the
freaky
lock
paddle
on stays
hands?
focused long enough for you to down them. And that brings me
Oh,
to
I just
the
gotta
bad
copy and
side
paste
of
another
combat.
hand over because I'm
Enemy
lazy.
projectiles reach a lot farther than your own, so getting into a shootout is oftentimes frustrating, especially in more constraining
Transform.
areas like this
Transform
lava pit. The
horizontal.
harpies here have
Oh,
a clear advantage
God.
from distance, and even when you're daring enough to close in,
God.
they either fly farther
Oh,
away or
God.
directly above you. This is another
Oh,
challenge unto itself.
God.
The game has a lock-on system
At least
similar
they're
to
not
that of
webbed.
Ocarina of Time,
True. But then
it's
you'll
not
never be
nearly as
Michael
reliable,
Phelps. You'll
and it
never
also
win
doesn't
the
track
swimming.
enemies vertically. So if you want to look
You'll never
up
be
and
the
shoot,
best
you need to
swimmer
enter first
in the
person mode,
country.
but doing so
You want
locks your
to
character
hug.
in place, leaving you vulnerable to all
I
incoming
think
attacks.
one arm is
Weapons
shorter
like
than
the
the
Asan
other
help
as
a bit
well.
with flying
Don't look
enemies,
at it.
but not by
Don't
much.
look. It's
During your
okay.
journey, you'll battle against a variety of enemies, ranging from human prisoners to
Oh, that's
sniper
not
people.
Eraser.
What is
Also,
this,
it's the
Minecraft?
wrong layer.
But out of all
Eraser.
the
This is the
monsters
wrong.
you'll come
This is the wrong layer.
across,
Help.
none
This is
will
the
be
right
as
layer. I
deadly
found the
or
right
as
layer.
frustrating as these little
Yeah,
bastards
okay.
right here.
Oh, you died. Oh no, died.
See, you can swim in Shadow Man, which is really cool. Most games at the time would kill you just for looking at water the wrong way. But this
Oh.
game not only lets you swim, it lets you dive and explore underwater passages.
Question: Is
This is
Subnautica
awesome,
like a
I
horror
thought to
game?
myself.
Because
Oh,
Subnautica's
what a
about
fool
like
I was.
exploring deep sea,
The
right?
Floodwater
And
is
the stuff
home
in the
to
deep sea
tiny
is like
stingrays
super
called
spooky and
deadfish.
scary
At first,
and
you might
horrifying.
mistake
Does
them
that
for being
mean?
cute.
I don't know. Is
They're
it?
not cute. They're little monsters,
Right layer.
making them the perfect target for me to constantly miss.
Fix.
When in the water, it's best for you to
Fix.
take
Now
your
we just need to
time
draw
and
the
shoot
like
all
line
of
out the
them before
legs.
proceeding forward. You can choose not to do this,
And then
or you might
we
even elude them
can
for a
color.
time, but trust me,
Oh.
they will find you. Thankfully,
have
Shadow Man can't hold his
Thalassophobia,
breath
otherwise just
seemingly
look intense.
forever,
Valid.
so I guess that's
Valid.
somewhat
I
of a
think most of
fair
the people
trade-off
I've
for
seen
the
like
amount of
play
time you'll be
Phasmophobia,
struggling
or
with
at
these
least
little
not
demons,
sorry, not
and how
Phasmophobia.
the panic one
Freaking
feels when
Subnautica.
you see one of
Phasmophobia
these
is
little
horrifying.
fuckers barreling
Phasmophobia
down
is
on
scary,
you
definitely.
is unrivaled
But
to anything
most
else
people
in
that I've
this
seen
game.
that play Subnautica.
Oftentimes, you need to weigh the risk of quickly
Did I say
swimming ashore
Phasmophobia?
and
I don't
battling
know.
the
My
monsters
brain
there,
is so
or
dead
taking
and
your
dying.
chances in the
I
water,
don't know.
hoping
Help
the
me.
rays don't kick
I
you
meant
deep.
Subnautica the whole time.
Land is almost always the better option.
But I think most like
Even
the
on
content
land,
creators I've seen
enemies
that
can
have played
get
it,
on
like
top
they
of you
do
and
have
hurt.
thalassophobia.
Sometimes you'll try to
Is
create
it
space
thalassophobia or
and look around for
thalassophobia?
another
I
attack.
swear it was
Good
thalassophobia,
luck.
but maybe I'm
They
questioning
run just
myself
as
now. Maybe
fast.
I'm wrong.
These sprinting zombies with claws are
It's
always
so-
breathing down your neck. Fuck those things. It kind of reminds me of Rubber Banding in
plausible.
Mario Kart 64. Doesn't matter how far
Legs
ahead you
time.
are, Toad is right there the moment you hit a banana.
Oh wait, maybe I do this
Now, to
the
give the
shoe
game credit,
first,
the enemy
and then
design
I
is
can do like
Monsters are
Foxy, the
grotesque
4
and
bits in my
horrifying.
face.
They move
In
and
my
sound with pain
face.
and filled with hatred.
Phasmophobia
Take
is
the
hilarious.
Dead
The right
Silence,
group. I
for
could believe
instance.
that.
Just listen to
I
how
only
these
tried
things
playing
sound.
Phasmophobia by myself once, and then that's enough for me to be like, oh my god.
If you were
Like
a kid
Re-Dead's
playing
on
this game in
crack.
99,
Oh my
you'd be shitting
gosh.
your pants.
I would be shitting
I'm
my
in
pants.
my 30s and barely holding it together now. There were few games.
You know, the
that
Re-Deads
matched
and
this level
Ocarina
of
of Time
horror
scared
back
the
then,
hell out of
and
me as a kid.
certainly none on the
Like to the point of just
N64.
like,
These
can't.
monsters feel like
Like,
they
just- I
belong
just
in Silent
can't.
Hill, and I love it. I
impossible.
thought these creatures would have been inspired by the comics.
But no, I
That's
played
not the
Phasmophobia by
case.
myself.
In fact,
to
almost
stream,
everything in
and
the
it
game
was-
created for
Oh
the game.
boy. Oh
It's quite
boy.
impressive when you
Oh
consider
boy.
that most
It
of
was
these
spooky.
monsters
It
are
was
made
spooky,
from
scary, and I got
The
grumpy
acclaimed
because I was so
Quayside
scared.
art team really
I was
knew
so
how
on
to
edge.
adapt Sonic's dark tone and atmosphere to the game. The only characters they brought over from the comic were Mike,
Gosh, come
Mom
on,
and Eddie,
lines.
and
Come on,
Johnny.
lines. Lines,
Speaking of
line
which,
correctly.
let's talk more about
Lines
those
do the
cutscenes
thing.
and voice acting.
Lines,
The game
lines.
uses in-engine models for the
Line,
scenes, which
line,
was common practice
line,
for the time.
line,
One notable feature,
shit,
however, is
or
the
line.
characters' mouths moving when they speak.
Please
This was a rare sight.
try
back
a
then.
different
When you compare
angle.
it to something like Metal Gear Solid, for instance, another game with amazing cutscenes, you can see the stark
Well,
difference.
that worked out
The
way
character
better.
faces there are rather muddy
It was
and
a good
lifeless.
decision.
Sure, their
to
bodies
rotate
are
the
animated,
canvas.
but the emotion doesn't carry over the same as it does in Shadow Man. I know this game came out about a year or so later, but still, the technical features
I know like the
impressive
setup's
all
kind
the
of
same.
wonky, so sometimes
We'll
it'll be
talking a
drawn, you
lot to
can't
these
see
side
it. I'm
characters
sorry.
throughout the game.
I'm
And
not.
each
I'm
time you'll
not
be
a
sucked into the
professional
scene
good
by
streamer.
their performance. The
That's
voice
why.
actors treated
That's
this
why.
project with the seriousness that was unusual for the time. You gotta remember,
Fix
this
this
was
line.
still
It's
an
kind
era
of
when
a little
video
bit
games were seen as a
out of
substandard
place.
medium compared to TV
Better.
shows and movies, and actors
Too
often
much
treated it as
better.
such.
Better.
So
Phone
it's
is playing up
refreshing
again.
to see such
Oh
great
no!
work being performed,
Oh no,
and
tell it
many
off.
just cashing in.
Hell, it's not gonna
I already
get
talked
like
about
Christmas
Red Pepper,
presents if it
but there were
keeps
other
acting
talented
up.
voice
Hell, it's
actors
gonna go
too.
on Santa's its
Lady
coal
Manila,
naughty
who
list.
voices
Gotta get
Hetty,
coal for
has an
Christmas.
exhaustive
Maybe it'll
amount of work
maybe
under
it'll
her.
start
Too many
responding.
titles for me to list out here. And Barry Mead, who voices Jaunty, hasn't had much work. And that's a damn shame, because he crushes his performance. Just take a listen to it for yourselves.
Hello there, Michael.
What the hell is that?
Jaunty, Kindly refer to me as Shadow Man.
What the hell is that?
Otherwise, no place here in
Just
good
here for
time.
cute. Oh my gosh, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. My head is itchy. Is your head itchy as well? Maybe I have lice. Maybe I have dandruff. Maybe I'm like riddled with lice. We may never know. What the hell is that? What is that? I appreciate the follow. Thank you.
She did happen to mention a certain prophetic
Fix these
dream
lines.
she's been having.
Maybe I'm being a little bit too pedantic about this. Maybe. Perhaps.
How could I miss it?
Well, old
Perhaps.
medieval painter blokey was just telling me the other day that
I had lice all the time as a kid. I remember in primary school it would just be lice day. You know, like they would get everyone to come and like look at everyone's hair to see if any of the students had lice. And I remember every time they did that, I was like secretly hoping I'd have lice so I'd get to go home. Like I'd be like, I wish I have lice. I want to go home. What is that with the bright blue eyes? He's creeping. I know. I'm not too sure. He creeps me out. I don't know. This is Shadow Man from the Nintendo 64. You never had lice day? I'm sorry. I think I got to go home once. Maybe? Maybe I didn't. I don't think I got to go home. I think I just had lice one day and it was just like, nah, you can't go to school with lice. And I was like, yes! Fist bump. Yes! No school, you know? Ugh. I think I spent most of my time in primary school actively trying to get sent home. Like being like, I'm so sick. Send me to the sick bay. Oh, I feel so sick. Oh, sick. Send me home. Send me home. You know? A lot of time I would contemplate like just running head first into brick walls so that way I'd get like, you know, damaged and have to go home. I really didn't want to be there. I really didn't want to be at school. I really didn't. I really wasn't my favorite place in the world. I'm sick, I want to go. Yeah, legit, I would be in the sick bay every day. It's like gambling. I was like, maybe they'll send me home today. Maybe they'll do it. Maybe they'll do it.
This review wouldn't be complete without me mentioning the music and
I
sound
say high school. I
design.
stayed home about one day a fortnight. There was a year in high school I didn't go to school. I think it was like year 8. I just went, nah,
They were handled by
I'm not
Tim
going
Heath.
anymore.
Tim masterfully
Like I would,
blended electronic and
after like so
industrial
many
sound
times going to like,
percussive
because high school was
beats,
rough for me, man.
creating
High school
eerie
was
and
rough.
immersive tones
I just
throughout
was
the game.
like, I
It was
got
also
through like
brought back
the
to
first year of high
Tysm's role
school,
for the Shadow Man
barely.
remaster in
Like I was
2021,
failing
which was a
subjects and
great
everything,
choice.
which is not like
There's a
me. I
few
was
other
like
titles
mega
under his
like
belt, but the one that stood out
mega
most
did
to me
not
was Jackie Chan
adjust to the
Adventures on
transition
PS2.
well.
I love that show, and I just felt like it was worth mentioning.
And I mean, I
So
don't know.
is
I
this
just
game worth playing today?
year 8
Absolutely.
it's got
Some of
worse.
you may have played the remaster,
And I
since
just
it
went-
greatly improved the visual aspects,
because
among other
I
things.
was terrified of like
prefer the old,
authority
less
and like
defined
consequences.
features of
Like
the
if I never would like
Muddier
ditch
textures
school,
create an
I would
almost
never
uncanny valley
like
feeling
skip
in some
classes. I'd do everything
Dead Cell
right
feels
because
more
I was
like a
so
vivid
scared of getting
nightmare
in
than
trouble.
an actual
But
location.
eventually, just like
I
my
think that this is
desire to
perfect.
not be at school completely
Combat's going to be
overtook that fear. I was just like, I don't want to go to
There's an
school
innate horror
that
aspect in
badly
that,
that I
so
don't care if I get in trouble.
limit
Even if
what
getting in
you
trouble
do
like
is a
makes me so
genre-defining
anxious,
escape,
I'd be so
after
anxious if
all.
I was late to
Are you
class.
going to be terrorized by a vicious
I'd
little
just be
stingray?
so scared of like
Yeah, most certainly.
I don't know,
But
just
you're
getting
gonna
in
be a
some
better
form of
person
trouble.
for it. Deadside wants to
That
break
that
your will,
eventually
to make you kneel before
I just-
evil itself.
it got
You'll
so
find
bad
your
in year 8. I
resolve
was like, I'm
overcome
just
defeat.
not going to. I'm
If
going.
anything,
I
this
got
game
to.
is worth
I remember
playing
I went
just
to
say
school
you've
one day.
experienced it.
I started
You got
like
the chance to
sobbing
replay
before
this
like
game after all these years.
like
And I'm
homeroom, which is
excited
like
to
the
see
first
what
class of
horror
the day. I was
awaits on
sobbing. My
N64.
mascara was down my face, and I just walked home. I
When it
just
comes to
left.
the
I was
horror
like,
genre,
nah, this isn't
there
it.
are certain
Today's
games
not
that
happening.
play no
And I just
one
walked
better.
home, and I couldn't
And
get
Resident
like
Evil
back into my
franchise
house or anything because I
certainly
like I didn't
one
have keys.
Odds
I
are,
just like
if
just
you're
wandered
watching this
around
video, then you're very
aimlessly.
familiar with the series, or at least one of the mainline games.
I don't know. And then eventually I just
aside,
stopped
I am
going to
planning on
school,
doing
and they
a
were very
full
kind to let me
retrospective on this
pass
game
the
in the
year. They were
future,
like, you
so
know,
I
we
won't
know
be
she's a
diving
good
too deep into
student.
it here.
We'll let her pass
Obviously,
to year 9. I was like,
If you read
thank
the
you.
title of this video,
Thank
this
you
is
for
probably the
like
first thing
bending
that
the
came to mind.
rules
It
for
certainly
me.
was for me.
Ugh.
The Nintendo port of Resident
I don't know.
Evil
I'm
2
glad
needed
because
to
it was a
change lot
it was a
in order to
dodgy
cram
school I
onto the
went to.
64.
It was a dodgy
But
school.
how
It
much
wasn't
of
a
the
great
game
school.
would be lost in translation? Would it even
And then
be
I went
worth
and did
playing?
homeschooling for a while, which
Let me
was
go ahead and spoil this whole
isolating
section
but
right up
better.
front. Not
But
only
much
is it
better.
worth
Like the
playing,
thing I did crave was
it's
like,
one
oh
of the
man,
greatest feats
I'd
in
always
game
think about how
development
people were
history.
being social and having friends in high school, and I'd be like, man, I'm missing out on like having that, and that's like eventually I went back to school because I was craving that so badly. I was craving some form of like interaction, having friends, hanging out with people. But no, it didn't really work out even when I went back to school. I didn't really like, I don't know, have like a lot of friends or anything. I had some friends, but I don't know. It didn't feel right in a way. I don't know. A lot of my friends like were also struggling with school and decided not to go to school. So eventually it was just me going back to school and all my friends were gone because they were too stressed for school, and I was like, oh. Oh. And then eventually after a while I was like, I can't do school anymore. I have no one here. Again, I don't know. School, I'm so glad. I'm so glad I'm not in high school anymore. Man, I'm so glad. Hi, Blue, how you going? You ran into walls. I didn't run into walls. I didn't. I know it might seem like I've run into a couple of the walls just by how I behave right now, but I didn't. I only thought and heavily considered running into walls so I could go home. It's different, okay? I'm just... there's just something wrong with me, and it's not because of the walls. It never happened. Where is my pen? I'm trying to draw, and it's not drawing.
But unlike the PlayStation, the 64 was
let's draw the legs on this layer. This will do. It'll do well. I was in the classroom on my own for the whole day with the same teacher, and I was bullied and had no friends. No, that's really sad. Dude. I'm sorry you went through that. High school school sucks, and it's not really an accurate reflection of how the rest of life is, you know? Like, things... Life feels completely different when you're out of school. It's completely different feel, completely different playing field for everyone. But when you're in school, it's you know, that's your whole world. That's how the world works for you when you're in school. And you have to be in there for like, what, 12 years? You know, in that system? Even more, I mean, university is different as well, so I wouldn't even count university. It's just something about primary and secondary education that's just like, you know? There's something about that in particular, especially when you're like growing up and trying to you know, you're trying to find yourself and your place in the world. It's not a good time for some people. Some people have an amazing time in school. Some people be like, yeah, man, I miss school, it's a great time. But you know, some of us, that's not the case. That's not the case. One of my high school friends I remember needing to talk me out of living life in a semi-regular basis. Oh no. Oh, it's rough. It is very rough. It is rough. Rough times. Don't you get punished for skipping classes where I'm from? They're very strict about attendance. Yeah, I mean, of course. Of course, but I think they, the school did become aware that it was like a mental health thing. Like, it wasn't just me being disobedient. After a while, they eventually figured out, oh, this like student is like actually struggling, like real bad. So they gave me some slack, fortunately. Fortunately. I'm very like people would get into like mega trouble if they were just skipping for, you know, for the fun of it. Even then, I think people skip mainly because they're struggling, and less because they're just trying to. I guess there's some people just like, man, we just want to have fun, but I think a lot of people would probably skip because there's something wrong with how, you know, they're experiencing the school system. Or they just don't want to do work, which is valid. Honestly, I don't want to do schoolwork either. If I could just like run away from my uni work, yeah, I'll do that. I know someone picked in high school, I would feel bad for people positively. I mean, yeah.
That alone was more
but people can grow and change, though. They can grow and change.
In order to squeeze it all
there's a lot of people who bullied in high school who feel bad about the fact that they were a bully in high school. And, you know, of course, they can never take that back. That's like their cross to bear forever. They have to live with that. And I think that's appropriate karma. Like, having to live with the choices you've made. I think we've all everyone's made some, like, bad decisions that they have to live with. Some heavier than others. But we can, as long as you're growing and changing from that. I think I've said something similar to that recently, but I live by that. Because otherwise, I don't know. Like, you know, we've all done dodgy stuff or bad stuff we're not proud of. Everyone, I don't believe you if you say there's someone who hasn't done
If you're someone
something
who
that
likes
they're not
nerding
proud
out
of
about this type of
and that they
stuff,
don't like to
then
think
I
about and
highly
that they're
recommend
ashamed about.
checking out
Everyone has
Modern
something.
Vintage Gamers
No
video
one's
on
going.
YouTube.
We're all
It
experiencing
breaks it
life
down
for the
better
first
than
time, right?
I
This
ever
is all
could.
our first time.
Angel Studios didn't stop
Unless
at
you're like
supporting
unless you're like
movies,
reincarnated
however.
Jesus or
They
something.
actually
I don't know.
added exclusive new
We're all
features
going
as
through
well.
it for the first
Far
time,
overachieving.
and we're all gonna
Among
make
the many
mistakes.
changes,
All of
the biggest
us.
one
You
was
can't.
probably
You
the
can't.
random randomizer mode.
You
This
can't sit
mode
on the
randomly
moral high
shuffles the
ground
locations
too
of
high
non-key
above
items
other
like
people
health,
because like
ammo, and ink ribbons.
you've got
This
some
forces
skeletons
players
in your
to
closet
adapt
too,
every
most
playthrough,
likely.
substantially
And if
increasing
you
the
say
danger
you
of playability.
don't, I think
They
you're
also added
lying.
elements
I
like
think
blood
you're
flow
lying.
settings.
I'm gonna be real.
I can't help
I'm
but
sure.
think
I'm
that
sure
these
there's
options
people
were
out there
forced
that
on
have
their
just done
final
everything
kingdom. I mean, they
perfectly,
were the ones
and they've
who
been a
replaced
great
Mortal
person
Kombat's
all
blood
around,
with
all the
great
time, their
sweat
whole life. I'm
after
sure
all.
that's. I'm sure there's people
I'd
like that
actually
out there,
think
but
you
I
could
don't
edition
think it's the
if you had a
majority.
younger
I think the
sibling who
majority of
wanted
us
to play,
have fucked
you
up
wanted to
in our
nightmares,
lives
for
a couple of
example. This
times.
could be a good way to avoid that.
So that's I don't know.
Plus, I
Growing
kind
and
of like the
changing
green.
is
It makes
more
me think the
important.
zombies are really
More
parasitic
important.
aliens instead of just flesh-eating
I
creatures.
need to. I mean, it's
just
important
fun.
to know. Like, there's something I learnt about recently. Actually, last night, I think I was scrolling through TikTok and someone mentioned like this form of OCD that I've never heard about before. It was like I don't remember the name. It was like a scrupulous something, maybe. It's like a form of OCD where instead of like your compulsions and obsessions like being like physical or something, it's more about like you constantly worry about if you're a good person.
Not that kind of
Like constantly anxious about if you're a good person or if you're a bad person. If you do this, you're a bad person. If you don't do this, you're a bad person. Which is especially like prominent with like very religious upbringings because of like, you know, people needing to appease God and be a good person by God and stuff like that, or they'll go to hell and stuff like that. I've learned that's a form of OCD, and I'm just like, I identify with this. Like, I wouldn't say, like, I would fit any diagnostic criteria, but I'm like, I can kind of get this. Like, I stress all the time about whether I'm a bad person. I've done stuff in the past that makes me feel like I'm probably, you know, I can be I could be labeled a bad person. Because, you know, everyone's got a little bit some skeletons. You know,
I did prefer using the direct
that's what I don't know. I don't know. You know.
What can I say? I'm old school. Visually
I
speaking,
think,
this game is like
but
viewing a
even then, I
painting
think
through
like
a light
the
fog
fact that
or
if you
stained
worry
glass
about
window
being
might
a
be
bad
better
person,
method.
maybe you're a better
The colors
person
are
than you
just a
think.
bit off,
Because a
but the
bad
emotion
person
is
wouldn't
still
worry
somehow
about if
intact.
they're a bad
FMVs
person, right?
tell a different
Right?
story.
Maybe.
Almost
I worry about if I'm a
impressionistic now.
good person
But
or
in a
that.
strange
That's
way,
what I mean.
that
Like,
brain
if you
fits.
worry about
It makes
being
that opening scene
a bad
feel
or a
brighter,
good person, you're
less
probably
cinematic,
a better
more of
person than
a
you
found
think.
footage
Because a
kind
bad
of
person wouldn't
like
care
you're
that they're a
watching that
bad
first tape
person.
passed
At
around
least,
from
you know
one
what I
player
think.
to the
I've got an
next.
extra line here I
Thankfully,
need to get
the
rid
game's
of.
iconic score remained mostly intact. Lead
Yeah,
composer
self-awareness
Masami
is
Ueda's
super
work
important.
cannot be understated. I'd argue that Resident Evil's music is the most memorable aspect of the entire franchise.
I think that
Aside
it
from
might just be
monsters,
me
of
being
course.
coping for being
I
bad.
could play any
No.
track from this game,
No, listen,
and
a
many
bad
of you would
person
be
would
hit with
not
some
care.
nostalgic
They wouldn't
memory
think
of
about the
feeling you
people
had
that they've
when playing
hurt.
this game for the
They
first
wouldn't
time.
think about how
It's
they can
that
do
powerful.
better. They wouldn't think about helping people. And Quox, you help a lot. You help me a lot. You're behind the scenes. You're like running the couple months. Like, you're a good person, in my eyes. Good and bad is often perspective, though. You can't appease everyone. True. True. Some things matter more to some people than others. I think, you know, bottom line, we've all done bad things and we've all done good things, right? It's all grey. We're all morally grey, you know? Everyone, to live is to be a bit selfish, right? And we're all gonna make some selfish decisions. I think. I don't know. I think that's normal.
Angel Studios' cleverness
Is even if it like kind of sounds a little bit dodgy to say. I think I'm ready to color this now. I'm gonna start with the hair because the hair is easy.
More metallic even.
Where's that sketch layer? I don't need that anymore. Maybe I will combine
texture. Limitations almost enhance the sense
all of the line
isolation.
art into a single
odd
layer.
Despite all that, the Nintendo version actually pulled off something
There we go.
the PlayStation version never
There we
did.
go.
Dolby surround support. Angel
And
Studios was pulling out
blue?
every trick in the book.
Like a blue
If you
for
had the
the
correct
hair?
setup at the
I'm pretty
time,
sure. I
you could
couldn't
almost
like
feel
do the
like there
exact
was
shade of blue,
zombies
but it's
shuffling
gonna be
behind
blue.
you. Beyond that, there really isn't much difference
It gonna be
between the
blue.
original and this version. And
Yeah,
what
we've all done
differences
good
there
and bad
are
things.
negligible to all but the most hardcore fans.
This is definitely
And let's
the
be
right
honest,
shade of
you
blue, but
probably
it's the
aren't playing
shade
this
of blue I'm
very
using.
This
It
version of
okay.
Resident Evil 2
I think
isn't
it's a bit
just
too
port.
dark.
It's a
Maybe?
development masterclass.
Whatever,
It's
it's
what
getting
happens
used.
when a small team looks at an impossible task.
This is
and
what's
decides to
happening.
try it
I've
anyway.
decided. I called the
That
shots.
decision, that refusal to accept limitation is
I-
what defines late
I wouldn't
90s game development.
exactly
at its very
define
core.
myself as a good
There's
person
something
either.
poetic
I'd
about
define
this
myself.
game about
I would
survival,
love to think
about
of myself
pushing
as a good
forward when
person,
everything
but I
seems
think,
impossibly
you know,
dim.
I've got
Survives its
failings.
own great
I've got
challenge in the game
flaws.
made.
Hell, I've got
Maybe
hella
that's what
flaws.
makes this
I'm hella
version so
flawed.
special. It's not just a technical feat. It's a story
I
of persistence.
Try to hurt
In a
anyone.
way,
You know, that's
it
I'm
mirrors
not
the
out to
characters
hurt anyone. I
themselves.
care about
The horror remains,
people I've
but the
hurt.
spirit endures.
You know, not to go too deep into it.
In the mid to late 90s,
But I
every
think I'm,
major
like,
franchise made the leap
morally
from 2D
grey.
to 3D. Some became
Morally
masterpieces,
grey, at least.
while
We're all.
others
Everyone
did
is morally
not.
grey.
And
The
then
world
there were
is
those
not
stuck
black
in
and white.
oblivious purgatory.
Add lice on
Chased
his head?
between the light and the
No.
dark.
No, Jello
For me,
doesn't get
that is
lice.
Castlevania 64.
No
And yes,
lice
I
for
know,
Jello.
It's actually called Castlevania.
Morally pink.
But for
Me!
clarity's sake,
So
I'll be
true.
referring to it as
So
Castlevania
true. That's so
64
nice of
throughout
you,
most of the
Foxy.
video.
Thank you.
When Konami announced the game as their first major leap
I-
into the
I like
3D
to think
realm, it generated
I have
a lot of hype.
But I definitely
Expectations were
can be
understandably high.
perceived as
It was
selfish, I
supposed to
think.
be a grand,
Very much so. I think
horrifying
everyone's
adventure
selfish to an
into the third
extent
dimension.
because it's,
But
I think,
instead, what
being
we received
selfish,
was a mixed
it's
bag.
got bad
A
connotations, right?
Frankenstein
Because, like, you're just like,
with
oh,
some
you're so
parts
selfish, you don't think of other people.
pleased
But it's more
almost no
like,
one. But does
to an
Castlevania
extent,
64 really deserve its
with
bad
like with some
reputation? Or is
activities,
there a
not
grand
everything. It doesn't
monster
apply to like
lingering beneath
every
it all?
situation, but
Back in 1997,
selfishness is kind of
Konami
natural to
computer
survive.
entertainment Kobe, or
Because, like,
KSEC,
I don't know,
a
not
subsidiary of
every
Konami,
person in the world
began the daunting
has
task
good
of
intentions for you,
transitioning
so I guess it's
Castlevania
kind of natural to be like a bit
2D to 3D.
selfish in
The
a way.
franchise was
You know, I don't know, you gotta
effectively a
protect
2D
yourself,
side-scroller,
because
and as such,
if
bringing
everything
it to
goes
the
wrong
future
in
of
life
three-dimensional
and
gaming
you
was a
lose
bold
everyone,
and
you'll just have
necessary
yourself.
risk.
I don't
See,
know,
for
like
gamers
obviously,
at
like
that time,
ideally
2D
you'd
games
never
were,
fall into the
I
situation
hope,
where you just
who
only
wants
have
to play
yourself,
Mega
and
Man
and I guess
X
that's where
in
not being
Mega Man
selfish would be
64?
good, so you
For
don't
instance,
lose everyone.
It
You
may
know what I
seem
mean?
ludicrous now,
You
but
know what I
believe
mean?
me, this was a very
You
real
gotta
thing.
like preserve your,
It's
you
one of
gotta
those things
protect
you just gotta
yourself.
be there to experience. Of course, making this jump into
I don't know. I don't know if that makes
so
sense, or
easy.
that was
Many
like
studios
mega
were
selfish of
struggling
me
with
to
that
say.
decision. Every
Maybe that's
Mario
mega selfish of
64,
me to
there
say.
were about
I think
20 Bubsy 3D
there is like a
games.
time and
Still,
place
the
for
team at
selfishness,
KSEC
you
had a
know?
vision, and with the backing from Big Brother Konami,
Gonna be some
they got to
situations
work.
you can't.
Things didn't
You gotta
start
you
off
gotta
so well.
prioritize
The
other
group
people
had to
for
create
sure.
a new 3D engine
It's a
for the
balance,
Nintendo
I guess.
64 from
The
scratch.
balance.
A task
Yeah,
that
I don't
proved
think
quite
being
challenging,
selfish
led to
is
many technical
necessarily
flaws,
bad.
including the infamous
It's not
warning.
necessarily
As
an
months flew
indicator
by,
of a bad
deadlines
person. I think
loomed, and the genre's scope
Jello
needed to be
has
drastically
one
cut down.
blue eye,
The
one green
original
eye.
game had
I'm
an
pretty
ambitious
sure.
full
I don't remember
character
which one's
roster.
which. I'm so
Previews
sorry.
and playable demos painted a promising
This is
picture,
all off memory.
teasing not just the familiar Belmont air, but a cast of distinct characters
Green.
and a grand, dark adventure in Dracula's polygon
Green.
rendered castle. But the team had to slash
That'll
it
do.
all in half.
That'll do.
In
And then
fact,
this
there was
blue
so
is
much cut
too
content that they
reached
saved
its
it for the
lines.
re-release, Legacy of Darkness.
I think you
It'll come
can
out
not be
later in the
selfish.
year.
Literally,
Don't
I mean,
worry,
like,
we'll
even
get
if you're
into
like,
that.
man, I'm hungry,
By
and then you go
February
eat
of
something,
98,
isn't that,
the game
you
was
could
only
technically,
20%
like,
complete. And with
word
less
vomit
than a
that
year
into being
before it
selfish. Like,
released,
oh, like, you're
the pressure
eating
was
food,
mounting,
and
it
that's
was
taking
mounting
away
fast.
from, like,
This led to
resources
a
from
rush
someone
to
else, and
unpolish
also
final
that brand of
product.
food is
But
bad because they
had
do
to
something,
cut.
like, they do bad
And yet,
things, and
despite
obviously you
all
don't
these
care about that
challenges,
because you haven't looked into the
Castlevania
food enough,
64 was
your
released to the
brand name
world
enough to know that they do
beginning
bad
of
things to the environment, or
1999.
socially, or something, or whatever, or they do have too many,
Seamlessly
too much
transitions
carbon
to
emissions or
menu
something, you know what I mean? And
I
you know, you're
tried
just being
several
selfish by not,
times
like,
to describe
researching
this
that,
in
and
writing, but I simply
and
couldn't
considering
do
that
it
when you
justice.
have your food choices,
So
and also
instead,
maybe that could
I'll
go
let
to
you
someone
watch
more in need.
uninterrupted,
Also,
so
maybe you
you
should
can
be delivering,
experience this
giving that to a
beauty
food.
for
You know,
yourself.
like you
But
could
first,
argue like
I
most
want you
things
to
that anyone
really
does,
try
like
and
basic
imagine
needs, can
what
be
it was like
selfish.
to
I
be a
don't know.
kid
That's
in
that. This was a
1999.
complete rubbish
Friday
ramble.
night,
I'm so
you
sorry.
and maybe a few of your friends, or
Most of the
even
friends I have
some
now I
pizza
found on
rolls,
here, and I'm proud of.
putting this
Oh, that's so
cartridge into
cute.
the
Like
64
on Twitch and
for the
stuff.
first time.
One can
Most of
call
what
most
you've
actions
experienced
selfish.
in the game
Literally,
is
yeah.
so
Making
far
friends could be
just
selfish because you want
two-dimensional.
someone to support you.
When
Yeah,
your
no,
friends
actually,
turns
like like,
off the light. Another
that's so
turns
selfish
on
of
the
you,
faucet.
wanting to make friends so
then,
you're not
all
alone.
of a
That's so
sudden,
selfish of
the
you.
light
You know, like, anything can be selfish if you, like, twist it that way as well. Not to say that there isn't, like, things that aren't just inherently selfish. Like, there's definitely things out there where it's like, wow, you're actually being selfish for doing that. Like that could be, like, definitely objectively, like, a selfish thing to do. I couldn't think of an example right now, but they exist. Like, I believe that there is objectively selfish things to do in some situations, but But some things, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just saying words and things. There's cool violin happening in this horror game. What is this game? Castlevania, really? Ooh, I didn't even know there was a Castlevania game on the 64. Oh my gosh. People kind of, I don't think it's, I don't even know if it's less like people twisting things. Or just people just like view things differently. Everyone has a different perspective on everything as well. Selfish, I think, is not the right term. Narcissism, deliberately hurting others and stuff like that. True. But the thing about narcissism as well is that, and it does, I think from what I don't know a whole lot about narcissistic personality, but I've heard that it comes from like sensitivity. Like the narcissism is like more like a way that someone's like own insecurities and sensitivities have been coded up. And I don't know, it is narcissism is all about like protecting your image, right? I don't know. So like a lot of narcissists are actually like super deeply insecure. Like super deeply insecure and like trying to protect themselves in a way. You know? Even if like sadly, I think like a lot of narcissists, I don't know. I've never like obviously, so statistically, I've probably talked to a narcissist before. Statistically, they're around. I wouldn't be able to pick them out, but
two protagonists, each with their own campaign.
But it does, like, I don't know. It's not all like they're like bad, terrible, awful people. You know, like of course they a lot of them do stuff that hurts other people, and they don't care about other people enough. You know what I mean? Which is bad and not good. And they don't consider other people enough, and that can be definitely is selfish. But like, yeah, it comes from a place of hurt as well, which is, you know, it's still not an excuse. It's not an excuse to hurt people. It's an explanation.
She tragically lost her parents.
We're not all bad. Some of us function. Valid. Like I wouldn't know. Like, cause
has a particular beef with
I wouldn't know, because a lot of the narcissism like exposure I get is from like people like seeing like narcissism as bad. Like that's like the main thing people say about people with narcissistic personality is that they're bad, they're awful, they're terrible. But you know, that's not necessarily true. Like I think people just tend to have bad experiences. But I think like the same thing for like other personality disorders as well, like borderline personality. Like I've had like suspicions that I've had borderline personality before, but I don't want to go down that route myself. Like the more time goes on, the less I think it could be that, and more it could be like CPTSD or autism for me in my case. But I have identified a bit in the past of how borderline functions, and a lot of what you'll hear about borderline personality is like, oh, they're bad, never interact with them, never date them, they're horrible people, they'll ruin you, you know, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's a bad stigma. And BPD as well. BPD doesn't come from them being a bad person. It comes from a place of hurt and a place of trauma. Like a lot of people with like borderline personality, generally they've been traumatized as a child. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's just so sad to like. I feel bad because it's like they've been through a lot in their life, and then they're demonized because of the way. Like they were hurt as a kid, basically, and then that comes out as an adult, and then they're the bad person because the way they were affected as a child is coming out. Which, you know, I've also heard that BPD is like one of the most treatable personality disorders as well. Like it's very recoverable. Went on some dates with a girl borderline. She was so sweet and scared of hurting people because it. Yeah, no, and you know, if you have borderline, you're going to be so affected by that stigma as well. That is going to weigh so heavy on your psyche, because you'll probably be thinking, am I a bad person? Am I hurting people? Like, and then being scared of like that abandonment as well, because you're like, I'm hurting people and they're going to leave because I'm hurting them. And then maybe that's what I kind of like feel like the thought process might be, you know? I don't know. It's sad, man. Life is real rough for some people.
Still, nothing.
We all are going through something.
Double jumping or something like that.
That's something else like
when I had returned and I was jotting
that I've like really opened my like eyes to recently in like recent years, that
and wouldn't you know,
everyone has something that they're going through. Like no one, it's like
For only a short
no
time,
one,
so
very little
please
people who
admit
are
it.
going through life
This
like,
was honestly
wow,
a lot of fun for me
everything
to discover.
is amazing.
That's when I was struck
Everything
with
is
a sudden
great. My
sense
life
of
is amazing.
paranoia.
I would fix
What
nothing or
other
change
kind of events have I
nothing.
been
Like
missing?
nothing's going wrong.
Were
Like
there other
everyone's got
cool
something going
secrets that I
wrong,
just
something
had to wait
wonky with
around
their
to find?
family, something
Thankfully,
going on with
no,
their friends,
not
their
really.
partners,
Like
their
much of the
dating
game,
life,
this mechanic was trimmed down
mental
significantly
health.
due to time
Everyone
constraints.
has
There are
something.
certain doors that can only be
Something
opened
that
at
is
specific
like
times
maybe
of
their
day,
job
but
sucks,
luckily
they're
you
in a
find
bad
these day and
job.
night cards throughout
Everyone
the
has
journey.
something
You
that's
can use
like
these to
really
manipulate time itself,
affecting
granting
them.
you the power of a
Granted,
virtual
some of
time
those
loop.
situations might be
Sun
like
turns
worse
into
than
6 a.m.,
others, just
and
objectively.
moon
Like I
turns
don't know,
into
like
6
I don't know,
or sunrise
losing
and
your whole
sunset,
family might
respectively.
be a bit
That
worse
said,
emotionally
you
than
a
the
helping
oh man,
hand
I don't
for
have a
this one
girlfriend, like
part.
that kind of thing.
There are 2 characters who
But
will meet
everyone
beside the
still
villa, at least for Reinhardt.
has
I'm not
something
sure if
that
Carrie's
is
story
deeply
follows the same
affecting
path
them.
here, as it didn't make it
Generally,
this far with her.
I'm sure there's people out there that are like, wow, everything's great, but I don't think they're common.
The first time I entered
My
the
struggle with
mansion at
narcissism
night,
is that they often
and
don't want to change,
Charles
improve, or
Vincent,
recognize those
the
things
mightiest of
negatively.
all vampire
There's definitely
hunters.
people who don't
See? His words,
want to
not mine.
change.
He walks
And
into this room, throwing a
that's
cross
like
in
a
your face,
personal
trying
journey
to
thing.
compel a demon
You
from his
can't
body. He
You
tells
can't
us
tell
you
someone who
believe
doesn't
it
want to
is
grow
how
and
dangerous
change to
this
grow and
place
change
is.
because
But
often they'll
if
be
you
like,
gaze
ew,
into
no,
this room,
you're saying there's something wrong with me.
enter,
They'll take offense
you'll
to
find
it.
him
Like,
sleeping peacefully in this
I know
lavish bed.
in the past
You know
I've had
how
people
big
be
your
like, oh, you
walls
should
have
go
to
see
be
like
to
a
sleep in a
therapist,
place
and
like
I'll be
this?
like, no, you're
Couldn't
saying I'm
figure out
broken.
where to go,
Are you saying there's
what
something
to
wrong
do,
with me? No, I
and
don't
there
want
was
to
no
go.
waking
That's
Charles
like
up.
admitting that there's
But
something
that's
wrong
when I
with me,
remembered.
basically.
It was still
You know?
night.
Hello,
So I
Sony.
left
How
and
are
did some more
you?
exploring until
How are
it
you
was day.
going?
But this time, I
What?
was greeted by a new face.
What should I
This
do?
enchanting
What color
beauty
should I
was
do?
named
Like your
Rosa.
little
And yes,
waisting,
she's
maybe like a
watering
dark
these
blue,
flowers with
dark
blood.
blue little
No
waistband.
question it. Turns out, in order to progress the
Dark
story,
blue little
you need to
waistband.
find
Oh,
her in the
oh, where
morning.
is it? There's the
After
color.
a bit of
There it
dialogue,
is.
She suggests talking to Charles
There it
again,
is.
who now gives you a key that you need to continue your quest.
There's also like
This was another cool moment for me.
this
Made
was like
great
one of
use
my
the
interests
day
for
and
like a
night
little
mechanic.
while. It's just like
And
going
you
like
get
and
similar
learning about all
experiences
like
to
different
this
personality
in the very
disorders. I've forgotten a
See,
lot of the
game
knowledge I
starts in
had
a
like
place called the
I was like
Forest
really
of
into that.
Silence.
I think it
It's
mainly
dark
started
and
because
rainy.
I was like,
A
man,
faint fog
maybe
hangs
I
in the air,
do you have
masking the
the
limited draw
autism?
distance.
And then I
Your
was like
perilous
going down
journey
like the
has
rabbit
only
hole of
begun.
autism. Do you know how
As you
many
explore the
things
woods, you'll come across
like
some cool
how
secret
many
events,
different like
like lightning
personality
striking
things
down
and
trees, and skeletons
conditions and
emerging
mental
from
health
the
conditions
ground.
and stuff like that, they
It's
all
all very
overlap and have
cinematic
overlapping
and moving,
symptoms, and it just
but
becomes a
if you
big
hang
blur
around
of like
long
what
enough, like I
is
did
what
when I
and where does
surrounded
what
by
end, and like even
trolls,
if you have
the
like
rain will
multiple
eventually
diagnoses,
subside.
it's just a whole like
Fog
so
will
many
lift.
things
It's now
share
daytime.
so many similar
The
traits.
skeletons who seem so menacing at night
I don't
are
know
much
how
less
there's
scary
gonna
when the
surely
sun
there's so many people
comes.
misdiagnosed out there
Shining
because there's
isn't
so
the
many
right word,
disorders that
but you get the
can
idea.
be so similar,
Despite what I've mentioned so far,
but yet
this
be
first area
you know
is
have completely
memorable
different root
and
causes.
uninspired. There are some cool parts.
Ugh,
but the game's
this
visuals
is like
don't
super
really hit their
personal.
stride
But like
until
when
you reach the
I
Castle Villa. Here, the game
went and
shifts
saw,
to
I'm
a
gonna make this
slower, more
gold
deliberate pace,
crown.
kind of like you're exploring
When I went and
haunted
saw like
houses.
a
There are some beautiful
therapist for the
areas
first
to be
time, you know,
found
early
throughout
high school
Castlevania
stuff, struggling.
64. As I
You
mentioned
don't
already,
know what you
the
do to
villa
kind
is
of get
great.
sent to a therapist.
Every
I just
room
got
felt unique and lived in.
diagnosed
The
with
storage room where you can save your
anxiety,
things, feel sheltered and warm.
social
This
anxiety,
antechamber feels
and
cold
depression.
and empty.
And
The designers
those
really
like
understood
three
Gothic horror and fully
things,
leaned into that
they
trait.
could be so many
This
different
red
personality
curtain
disorders, like
glowing
just a
in a dark room
misdiagnosis
while
of that,
there's
or a
storm
symptom of
raging
something
outside.
else.
It's such a
Those
vibe
three
that
things
it's difficult
easily
to
could just be a
explain.
symptom of a
It just
completely
feels
different
like in
disorder. Like because
Castlevania,
it's
these
prevalent in
dim,
so many, you know what I mean?
silent hallways are
I have
filled
some
with dread,
ADHD symptoms that
but they
personally think
also bring
that those
about a
traits come from
sense
the
of
good old
wonder.
mild autism, not from
I asked
ADHD.
myself a few
I've
times,
been
was
questioning
life
lately whether I have a bit of
bad places,
ADHD as
things
well,
to
but
do?
like I can't
Beyond that,
I
there's the
can't
using hedge mazes,
comfortably say like, oh, I
creepy
have
spider
XYZ.
caverns,
I can't
towering
like
closets,
but at the
towers.
the same time,
To me,
I
the
don't
biggest
trust someone
standout
else
is
to
the castle
diagnose
center.
those
You
things
never
as
know
well
what
because I don't feel like I'm good at like
It could be a museum room.
actually
Or maybe it's
expressing
an
myself,
arena
especially in
with
like a
giant
clinical
sleeping bull. It also has
situation
these
with a
spooky
psychologist, because
skeletons zooming around on
I
Harleys
just
like
try
they're
and answer
It's a
correctly.
lot of
I
fun.
try to like,
You could tell
I
that the
can't help it. Like
developers
if I'm in
were
like
letting
a,
their imagination
if it's
run
someone I'm not
wild.
familiar with, not
And that
comfortable with,
fun
I'm just
transcends
constantly
into your
trying
own
to like
experience.
fit
But as
in,
much as I
you know,
enjoy
even
the
if it's
visual
like
spectacle,
they tried to
this area
diagnose
is
me.
also
I'm
fun.
just
The
trying to
most
fit in
frustrating
and get
part
by,
of the entire
and I
game
just revert to
is
like that,
dreading
those
magical
behaviors that
nitro.
don't necessarily like
Just
reflect
saying those words
me,
makes me shudder.
you know.
Those of you who have
But at the
played
same
this
time, I'm
game
like, oh,
before
if I
are
even went to
likely
someone to
nodding in agreement
diagnose me, would they even
or
get it
laughing at me.
right? Like, so I would just be
See, there are
trying my
puzzles in
best to like
SCP-64.
not
Most of them are
be
rather
weird
thin,
or
like this
anything,
observatory, for
and I'm just be
instance.
like wholly
Simple,
uncomfortable. I don't know,
straightforward,
you know what I
find the
mean?
clues and solve the puzzle.
I
No
just
big
I
deal.
just don't think
Then
that.
there are these stupid crack
Like,
walls.
I struggle to open
You
up
need
to
break
therapists
through
and
these
stuff because I
walls.
don't know. I've
If
also
you
had
can't,
bad bad psychologist, so that doesn't help.
Have explosives.
I think the skin
So,
tone
you
might
have to
be a
make
bit
your
too
own.
pink, but that's okay. He
But the
can be a
only way to
pink
do
boy.
this is by gathering
Pink
reagents
boy.
found throughout the castle. Now, the game does a good job in explaining what you
TikTok
need,
has ruined
and
my
both
perception of
ingredients
accurate
are
mental health
easy enough to
diagnosis.
find. There's
Actually,
even cool in-game
Actually,
logic
like,
behind it.
oftentimes I'll see like
Nitro
TikToks
is a
and be like, oh,
substance
I
infused
identify with that
explosive
sort of
natural
thing, but then
energy,
also at the
but
same
is
time it's like,
extremely
but it's a
sensitive to
TikTok.
physical shocks.
And I do
The
think
mandragora
there
is
is,
a
it is a little bit
mythical plant
trendy.
known
It's
for letting out
not, I don't say that
deafening
in like a
magical
bad
scream
way,
when its
but it
roots are
is a
disturbed.
bit
Put the
trendy.
two together, and
Do
you got yourself
you know,
one hell of a good
think-
time. The
It's,
devs have
I
been
don't, I
making
can't
these
even tell you. If
first
it's like
one.
just being,
It's
I think it's a
conveniently
mix of
near
it
the
being
natural nitro room.
trendy
You place down your ingredients,
and people
take some
identifying with
cover,
things maybe not
and
to the real extent that the condition would have. Like they identify a little bit and be like, oh, yeah, that could be me. Or there's more awareness and the conditions are more widespread than we think it is because of the growing awareness and everything. Kind of like how, you know, like diagnosis, like,
easy enough, right?
you know, I see
But
like a
then
common thing. People are
there's
like, well, there
this
weren't this
fucking
many like
crack wall.
people with
The whole
autism
range.
stuff back in like
It's
the
essentially
60s or
the
50s or whatever.
opposite
And
end
it's
of
just like,
the
yeah,
castle.
duh. Because
need to
we've
carry
we
the
know
natural
more about
record
it
down
now, and we
several
actually
floors
researched
filled
it.
with
You know,
bends
like we
and
know
perilous
more about
obstacles.
it.
If
You know,
hit, you
um,
die. If you
like
jump,
just
you
before
die.
there just would have been a
If you
lot
fall
of
like an idiot without paying enough
undiagnosed
attention,
people.
you die.
Some people
In
are faking
Skyrim
conditions.
terms,
I'd believe
it's
that.
the
There are
equivalent
people
of
that do
walking
fake
from
it.
Solitude down to Riften.
But I
You're
also
not
think a
allowed
lot
to
of it
take
is just
any roads,
increased
and you have
education,
a
increased
bomb strapped to your
awareness, and
chest.
people are becoming more aware of
This
like,
isn't
oh,
just
actually,
hard.
maybe.
It's cruel and unusual
It's a banned
punishment.
conversation topic with your
Unless
parents.
you really
Do
know
your
what you're
parents
doing,
often
you're
be like,
going
well,
to
it wasn't
die
like
a
this
lot.
back in the day? Are
And
they
there's no
those
save
types of
points along
people?
the way. It's a marathon of patience
Because
and
it's definitely,
willpower
it's
that cuts
the
heat from
rates
the chaff.
of like these
But if
types of
by
things
some
being
chance
diagnosed
you
are
manage to make
increasing
it all the way to the
because,
cracked wall, you're not
you know, we're
rewarded
getting
for
better at
completing the item,
identifying them.
but
Back then they
instead,
didn't diagnose
with an
autism, they
epic
just
battle
lobotomized,
against a
literally.
badass
Literally.
bully.
Legit. Legit. Kind of. No, honestly, I don't know. I have, my own mother is like a conspiracy theorist. Like she buys into so many conspiracy theories and I'm like, oh my gosh. Mom, no. So we try to avoid talking to her about conspiracy theories. What is this freaking weird creature? What is that? Boss view. Oh, you're whipping him.
Transitioning the
What, oh,
series
is it still
combat into a
Castlevania?
3D environment was
It
never
looks like
going
it.
to
That's
be
definitely
easy.
Castlevania.
Combat in Symphony of the
100%.
Night was smooth,
They were banned
damn
topic
near
is climate
perfect.
change.
Those would
So
be mighty big shoes to fill.
how can you deny
Castlevania 64
this?
didn't
Maybe it's
have to
spicy
be
for me to
bad.
say, but like
It
climate
just
change is
needed
like
to be on par with
so real.
platform
I think it's just
contemporary.
easier.
And for the most part,
It's
I'd
just
say they
easier
accomplished it.
mentally
Each character has both a
to
primary
deny
and secondary
climate
attack.
change because it
Reinhardt uses a whip and
it's a good
sword,
way of
while Carrie
coping with
uses
that
an
fact
axe
of like,
and
oh,
melee
like we
weapons.
actually killing the
Each also
planet. Maybe we
has
should do
access
something
to
about it. Nah,
associated
no,
robots,
actually, it's not
gadgets,
real,
and
and that
weapons,
fixes
which
everything.
use
Then you don't have to
great
think
tools
about
in
it. You don't have to think about like
quasi-general
the
system. Surprisingly,
the future
features are basic
seeming
block
real
outs.
bleak. Because
There's a
with
very
climate change, you know,
common
I don't know
Unfortunately,
how
it's
life's
not the
gonna go,
most
but it's
reliable
okay.
thing
We're
in the world.
just,
You can
I
never
guess
seem
all
to
you can
get
do
to
is
work
see about it. What can you do about
especially
it
when
other
you're
than
facing
just be
more
like,
than
well,
one enemy.
we're in for
This
the
means
ride.
you can evade and dodge
We're in for the ride. It
attacks.
is straight cope. I agree.
Sometimes that
I agree.
works,
I don't.
other times
I
not.
can completely
Now,
understand
the
why
first
someone
few
would
hours
be
of
a
the
climate
game,
change denier
combat
because
was
it's scary.
unplayable for me.
It's a
The game
scary
was run at the speed of a
concept, you
power
know?
plant against certain foes, and I almost had to call it quits on this review.
It's a lot easier to
Well, turns out
deny
all on me.
things rather than
I
face
was running an old
reality.
version of OBS,
Heaps
which was
easier.
destroying my MacBook's performance.
Heaps
After a few
easier.
tweaks and an update, the game ran
And it
smoothly,
doesn't help that we're in
even
an age
in
of like
moments. And let
easily
me tell
like
you, this game
with
can
like
get
the
busy.
new age of
You'll be
technology, the
fighting a
new like
variety of monsters
Web
throughout
2.0
the
or
game,
whatever they call it.
everything from werewolves to
You know,
exotic
everything
spiders
is
to
we
these
have great
stupid
access to
Medusa
information.
eggs. But your most
We
common
could
foe,
probably be the
especially
most
in the
educated
beginning,
like
will be
generation because we
skeletons.
can just access so
What is
much
this,
knowledge.
from
It like
soft
just
game?
in your phone. It's your
Some
knowledge
are
is in your
giant,
pocket.
Some explode.
But
Some ride bikes.
on the flip
and
side of that,
some
there's so
toss
much
bones.
misinformation as
They're all
well.
pretty easy to
Like,
take down
You
once
can
get used
so
to the
easily
game's
be
combat.
misinformed and
And
go
I
down
love
rabbit
picking these bony
holes
guys
and
apart, piece by
go into
piece.
echo
And it makes for
chambers.
some good entertainment at times. Hey, get back here.
I wasn't backstage, so I
Tommy
did it
really
myself at
tried
20 after
emphasize the boss
contracting
battles, so much
measles.
so that they
Oh
even
no,
used
oh
camera
no,
called
I'm
boss
sorry.
mode whenever you encounter
At the
one.
very
I
least,
didn't
my
any difference from the battle
my
mode,
mum's
except you
not
can't ever keep your
anti-vax.
focus off the boss,
I think.
which can get annoying at times.
I
But
think
guess
at the
it
very
helps these
least, she's
fights
not
feel
that
more
kind of
cinematic.
conspiracy
When you're
theorist.
fighting the giant bull, for example,
Although she
its
does
skin falls off
tend
halfway
to
through
like
the fight.
say that
It's a pretty neat
you
effect.
know how like a lot of
It
people
does have
seem
this
to
cheap
think
little
like the
combo where it can hit you with a beam,
vaccines
but,
cause
well,
autism.
we won't get into that.
she does like
Couldn't help
point
feel
out like a lot of the
something
time
was missing.
that she
These
thinks
lights
that
feel
like my
half-cooked
brother's
in
like
most areas.
autism became
Can't quite
apparent
figure out why.
after the
Then again,
vaccination.
to be fair, most of the game actually feels this way.
Which I think
Now,
is
I've been
probably
picking
just
at this
more
game's
associated with
weaknesses,
like
and rightfully so. But
stages of
amidst all
development that would
there is
naturally
one
occur around the time you'd
undeniable
probably
change.
get
This soundtrack
those,
is awesome.
you know, vaccines or whatever. But I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I haven't researched enough on it, but I lean towards that not being real. Right about education, look at the advances in 200, even 100 years ago, and look at the advances, literally. Literally. Well, look at this ghosty woman. I like her dress. I like her hands. It's just like how I draw hands. Wow. Always right no matter the comfort, actually. Oh, it's so, I don't like having like these kinds of conversations with like family and stuff because it can go wrong so quickly. People can get like all huffy and tiffy. It's just not good. It's good just to have topics you don't talk about. And yet we can talk about like politics just fine. We can talk about politics fine. But like other than that, there's always a topic in every like household group of people that's probably going to be like, whoa, 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 everyone calm down, calm down.
You had the
You know?
electric espionage tunes of GoldenEye.
No, yeah,
The
it's
acoustic
actually
melodies
flat.
of
It's literally
Ocarina
like
of Time.
confirmation
And
bias.
who
Once
could
you start
forget
looking
about
for
the
something
funky
that
beats
confirms
of
something,
Donkey Kong
you're gonna look at things that confirm your theory and sort of just like not pay as much
opening
attention to the
song
stuff
seared
that
into my brain. The
goes the
console's
other way.
musical competition
Relax, y'all. We
stood
relax. It's
to say
okay,
the least.
Venom. Be
Yet,
relaxed.
I'd argue that
Be
Castlevania
chill.
64
Be so
holds the
chill.
spot
I think I
firmly
finished
up there with
coloring
those
except for like
industry
the
titans.
whites
It's
of the
that good. It may
eyes.
not
Let's do
be
the
as
whites
good
of the
as its 2D
eyes.
predecessor, Symphony of the Night,
Um,
but few
do
games
that
are.
between layers.
Symphony of the Night was like a dark priest screaming a sermon at the
Yeah.
unwashed masses, whereas Castlevania 64 is more akin to cultists chanting in an
I
anthem.
can't use pure white.
The
I have to
music
use like a
often takes
little bit of an
backseat,
off-white. Let's go like
creating
to a
genuinely macabre and lonely atmosphere. This
like
is best
slightly
exemplified
off-white.
by the
Like
game's
very
intro
slightly. You have to be
sequence, where
very
the
subtle about it.
melancholy violin solo sets
I
a
do it?
haunting
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
Oh, it's
sorrowful
still
tone. My favorite song
a
of the
bit blue.
entire OST is
Okay.
Annex, Silent
Oh,
Madness.
hold on. You know what I should
It's
be
one
doing?
of those tunes that are just perfect for writing
Oop.
or studying. And I should know.
Making
I
it
had the extended
equal.
version playing while I was writing the script. You first hear it when exploring the villa, and that
That
setting
looks good.
complements
That
it
looks
well.
good. I'm happy with
There's
that.
an uncanny
Happy, happy,
comfort to it.
happy, happy.
I put it in a similar vein to that of Resident Evil's safe room themes. It's like
Oops.
dancing with an attractive ghost. You're starting to get all hot and bothered, but
Oops.
you're terrified at the same time. It's
Oops.
downright enchanting.
Oops.
And it's not just the music. The sound design holds up remarkably well,
Oops.
too. From the
do
satisfying
it. Oops.
crack of Reinhardt's whip to the sound of
Oops.
Dracula bamfing himself out of a scene, the effects
Oops.
are crisp and effective.
Oops.
Speaking of
Oops.
Dracula, the
Oops.
game also features
That's
sparse
good enough.
moments of voice
That's good
acting,
enough.
which was
That's good
quite
enough.
a feat for any N64 game.
Honestly, I'm not even sure what MSG is beyond it being MSG and it being something that makes everything taste delicious. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. Apparently. Isn't there like MSG in like everything in America or something? I believe there's MSG in everything in Australia as well, for that
Despite its
record.
many
I don't believe we're
flaws,
that different.
I
We're not
think
better.
Castlevania 64
Okay, let's
is
draw,
better
let's
than what its
color
bad
the line art.
reputation
We're up to,
would
we're
lead
at
you
that,
to
oh
believe.
god, look at him
It's an
without,
admirable
look at
attempt
him
to
without
carry
the
over
lines.
casket from the comfortable world
Look
of
at him.
2D. Though not everything transferred over smoothly,
Look
the
at
gothic horror
him.
setting and
Got no
oppressive atmosphere
lines.
surely did.
He truly
Will you be
jello.
holding your breath
He truly
during every
jello. Ah.
platforming section?
Okay, line
Yes,
art,
absolutely.
color time.
But in the end, it remains a testament to how atmosphere and a pervasive
I think,
sense of dread
honestly, I might
overcome
only have the
technical
time to
shortcomings
draw one
and
character
especially terrible
today.
cameras.
I started the stream later than I wanted to,
While its
but that's okay.
reputation
I'm
soured
glad
over
if
the
even
years,
if we can
it
draw
might
one
surprise you to
character, that's
learn
prog.
that
I
the
should not
initial
have this
reception
equally
for Castlevania 64
built equal.
was
I
somewhat
should
positive.
need this like this.
Reviewers appreciated its
I think this is a
ambition and
good
willingness to
color for the
adapt to
line art for the
3D,
hair.
while others
This is
praised its
making my
gothic
brain
atmosphere.
happy.
It wasn't all moonlight and bloody rainbows, though. There were plenty of people calling out its technical flaws, too. But even harsh critics still found it to be a worthwhile experience. Because of this, many
I
fans
still
were
have
caught
to do my
completely
uni
by
today.
surprise when Konami
Still have to do my uni
announced
today,
a
so I
follow-up
definitely can't go
Castlevania
for too
title
long.
Later that same year.
Got uni
The
work to
company had
do.
been listening to their fans.
I'm a
and
busy
taking some
gal.
notes. The camera is shit. Got it. Bad controls and mechanics. We're
Isn't
on
like is
The game
MSG
lacks
bad for
content?
you?
Hold
Right? Is
my
MSG
beer.
is MSG
This
bad for
might
you? It
seem like
tastes
a
too
foreign
good to be good
concept
for you,
nowadays, but back then,
right?
game
Isn't that the
developers
vibe?
used to
If
make
anything
games
tastes like
that
really
their
good, it's
fans
probably
wanted.
bad for you. If
But
anything
even
tastes
for the
like horrible,
time,
it's probably
you'd
like the
never
most
seen a company
healthy
release
thing
an
for you ever.
apology game. Well, sort of. you still had to
Protect
pay
your
for it.
ear.
Still, it was like Konami had said, "My bad, guys. Let's try that
More
again."
hair over
And I, for
here.
one, can respect that. Developed again by KSEC, Legacy of Darkness was born from a mix of regret and unfinished business. An effort to finally deliver the game they had meant to make.
It's not just not any worse than just
on the
salt.
business front,
True.
this would give Konami
Okay.
a chance
Is
to
MSG
wring
just
a
like
bit more profit out
tasty
of that
salt?
Castlevania sponge. Reusing assets.
that
and
what
code
MSG is?
always an efficient way to get a little more return on investment.
What do I study? I'm studying
Sure,
business.
fans would be paying twice
But
for
I'm
what was essentially the
currently
same
hoping
game,
that I
but
can.
at
I'm
least now
majoring
they'd
in
be getting their
marketing,
money's worth.
so I'm also
It was a
doing
win-win for everybody.
some finance as well.
Not even a year after the first N64 title, we got
Although I'm not
Castlevania
too sure about the
Legacy of
finance.
Darkness.
It balks my brain. I'm gonna give it another shot. I'm just like, I'm so like tempted by like, oh man, I could know so much about money and how to handle money and how to like, I don't know, like the stock market, EXT, you know, stuff like that. Like that is interesting to me. You know, I would love to like trade stocks and just
In some ways,
not
it was a
work.
pleasure.
Trade
In
stocks
others,
instead.
re-release.
Oh god, I didn't mean to pull up that
Whatever it
menu.
was,
You know what I
it
mean?
confused a
But at the
lot
same
of
time,
people.
I'm also like, I don't know if I could
So
ever
what
do that.
changed?
If I would ever be
Well,
intelligent enough
a
to
lot
be
changed.
like
From
into
a
stocks
technical
and
standpoint,
know
Legacy
how
of
like the
Darkness
market
is the
is and when
better
to
of the two
sell, when
games.
to buy,
For one,
you know,
camera
all
is
of those
much more
things.
controllable.
I don't have
You can
faith
now
in that.
adjust the
That's why I'm like,
distance
man,
and
if I study it in
angles using
uni,
C-buttons,
maybe I'll
similar to
know.
that of Mario
But
64.
there's also the
The
plot
lockout
hole of
system
like,
is
I
also
forget
refined.
everything I
It
learn
provides
in
a
an
lot
academic
more
setting.
You have a greater sense of command over
Yeah,
the field of
no,
battle.
I'm very
Never
keen
knew
about
how much
marketing
I
though. That's why I'm like,
underappreciated Mario's camera system
back
as
to
we
like the
play
whole
these
thing.
games. It makes one hell of a
Where
difference.
people, you know,
Controls are a
things
little
could be
tighter,
considered
movements are a bit
selfish.
snappier, and the frame rate,
I shouldn't be using this
well,
color for the skin. What am I
it's
doing?
there. This is
What
still
am
a
I
Nintendo
doing?
64 game trying to
What am I
render
doing? This looks
Gothic architecture
bad.
at a
Stop
stable
it.
frame rate.
Stop it.
And it
Back to like the
certainly
thing
tries.
of like,
They also
things
added
could be considered
expansion pack
selfish.
support,
I know
which
like the
gives a
way
nice
like I'm
little boost to
approaching
the
like, and I'm
visuals.
pretty
But at the
transparent
cost
about
of
it with you
turning your
guys
frame
about
rate
how I
into
approach like
slideshow.
content creation and
You can either see the
VTubing.
castle clearly
Is that
or
how
it
I
will
do
do
have
it
a bit
at
of a
feasible
numbers
speed.
focus?
Pick one.
Not because
It's
I'm
the
like, oh
kind of
man, I
decision
want to
that
be like
perfectly encapsulates
super
the Nintendo
famous
64.
or whatever. Because honestly,
Developers
like the
were pushing
idea of
system
like
to its
being
absolute
a
limits, but there was only
very
so much
popular
polish
like
you can
VTuber
put
like
on these
scares
little
me.
cards.
I don't
fairness,
think
they
I'm
put a
cut
good
out
fix
for
on
it.
it.
For one, I don't
Level
think that will
redesign
realistically
there has been
happen.
good. The forest
Two,
area got
also
rebuilt
just,
into something more open
like,
and interesting.
I don't
They
know,
also added
being
some
in
new
that
music
kind of
as well,
spotlight all the
providing a wider
time
variety of
is
ambient
scary.
and atmospheric
Is
tunes
scary
that
because you
enrich the
do
game's
something wrong,
excellent
it's
atmosphere.
over. Like it's like your life is over. You know what? It's like so high profile. You know, it's scary. But I have a numbers focus solely because of like my interest in marketing and I'm keen to like apply it, you know, to an actual, you know, something to this. You know, I want to put what I've learned
All
to
these
play, see if I
changes
can get those
pale in
marketing
comparison
skills
to
up.
The biggest one I have
You
yet
know what I
to
mean? See if
reveal,
I can build
the
something because
werewolf.
I've never actually like tried
That's
to
right,
like
you
accomplish
get to
something
play
like
as a
big
fucking werewolf.
in my
If you
life.
don't
I've
think
never like
that's cool,
gone for
then
it,
I
you
don't
know?
think
I've never
you're
like
cool.
really tried.
only
I've never like
talk to
really
cool
applied
people.
myself to anything and been
Let's
like,
say
I'm gonna
Darkness
try
centers
really
around
hard to
Cornell,
do
a
this.
man-beast who's
I
on
don't
a
know, I
quest
just
to
decided
save
this
his
is
adopted
like my
sister
little
Kate.
project.
She's been
You know,
kidnapped
I think
and
I have a
set to
comfy
be
spot as
sacrificed
well.
in a
But I'm
ritual to
also
resurrect
curious, like
Dracula
if I
and
do
to
like
free her brother,
apply
Sid. He was supposed to be in the first game,
myself
but that was
completely
probably
with
the
like my
biggest cut
knowledge,
Konami
my
had to make.
learning, my
The story
education
takes place years
currently,
before the
your
events
field
of
of study. If I
Castlevania
apply all of that,
64.
what
Instead of starting
what
off in the
could
Forest
I
of
do?
Silence, the game begins
like
in a
realistically, like
destroyed
how far
village,
could I go?
a powerful contrast to the
I'm
first
not
game.
expecting anything
Along the
crazy,
way,
but
you have
it's
to
just like,
protect
you know
humans,
how like you get
deal
like
with
that
the
chia
troublesome
pet or whatever,
beastmen,
and you're like, I'm
and
just gonna
face off
like
against
water
old
this
rivals.
plant and
Unlike
see how it
Reinhardt and
grows,
Harry,
like
who
an
rely on
experiment. Like it's
traditional
that kind of
weapons
thing.
and
It's just
magic,
like my
Cornell's
like pet
playstyle is
plant
more
I
like
water,
that of
and I'm just like,
martial
man, I
artist,
wonder what it'll grow
providing a
into.
completely different
You know?
gameplay experience.
But
In
it's
its
like
human
it's like
form, he
I'm not
uses
like
energy-bladed
doing it
punches,
just for the
which
numbers.
is
You know,
great
I'm
for both
having a
ranged
lot
and
of
melee
fun. It's
attacks.
fun.
But
Otherwise I
then
wouldn't be
you can
doing it.
also do
I'm not the
this.
type of person who has the energy
I
to
mean,
do
come on.
things
The
like they're not
dude's a
interested
werewolf.
in.
Werewolves are
I don't
badass.
know if that's
Of
like
course you're
being
going to
noticed
use
by
this
like
most of the time.
sometimes when I
You can
play games
transform
that
mid-combat,
have been
which
boosted.
in
I'm not totally
1999
keen
was
about.
actually pretty mind-blowing.
It's probably
The
more
only real
apparent than the
drawback,
games I'm like,
if
wow,
you can
I'm
call
really
it
into
that,
this.
is that
You
he
know what I
can't
mean?
revert back to his
I gotta
human
clickbait
form
harder.
until he
Yeah. Yeah.
red jewels are depleted.
No, I
and
do
that's a
like
costly
Mr. Beast
resource.
stuff. Like Mr. Beast
Outside
is
of
definitely
combat,
like got the
this presence just
YouTube
adds a hidden
algo
level of cool to the
sorted,
game.
and like is probably
Hard
like
to
the king
quantify.
of like the business
Sure,
side
Lionheart
of
looked
things.
edgy,
But oh my god, at what
Fury had a
cost?
formidable orator, but I mean,
It's
just
honestly
look
like
at Thor.
having.
He's got
if
that
I-
cool silver
It's contradictory to
anime
say
hair
because
that
like
all the
VTubing
really
like my
badass
brand is me,
characters
be, right? It is the whole brand, basically, in a way. It revolves around the VTuber model and my color palette, XYZ. It does revolve around you, but like Mr. Beast has made like an international brand based around him, so he has to be switched on all the time. You know what I mean? He has to be on his like on mode. Like I'd imagine he'd be like good at it by now with like the amount of practice he's had, but still, imagine that would get exhausting some days. Like you'd wake up one day and be like, man, I really wish I wasn't having to go to like, I don't know, do whatever the Mr. Beast does. You know what I mean? In terms of what kind of expressions on his videos. Yeah, there's like huge amount of like marketing research into that as well. Yeah. Now I am a bit hopeless with my YouTube SEO and keywords and my thumbnails and everything. I'm still experimenting, but I haven't like committed to like doing anything like finding any like data, you know what I mean? Not committed to like actually researching and delving into analytics and everything. It was just something I think I would like to do one day, but that is daunting, and also at the same time I'm like, man, how do I do that? You know, it is something that definitely would need to be done.
As a result, this makes their playthroughs less immersive.
But yeah, I do want to make myself like a little marketing plan at one stage, like do like a full audit of everything, do my research, see where I could improve, make some SMART goals for myself. You know what I mean? I think there are plateaus of viewership on Twitch and you've already passed with the hard ones across. But that one being the constant double digits in viewership. I was really lucky with my debut. My debut was like super lucky. I don't think I really capitalized on the success of it enough, but that's okay. I'm not like beating myself up over that. That's just that it is. You know, I don't think about that really. But like realistically, it was a very the TikTok I posted to like advertise my debut. I had no hopes for that. I was like, oh, you know, I've heard it's good to post on TikTok. I've never posted on TikTok before. What if I just like post this thing to TikTok and say you know, I'm debuting. Anyone wanna come by? And I was expecting like maybe like, I don't know, 100 views if I'm lucky. And then I'll maybe get like 1 or 2 people come in or something. But that TikTok did like way better than I thought it would do. Like way better.
I admire that. I really do, because they didn't have to
and
try
obviously I could have like run with the momentum way harder. I probably could have. I don't know what I could have done. I don't know. But realistically, there was probably something I could have done to keep that going better than I have. But I'm not worried about it. You know, I'm not stressed about it.
And maybe that's okay.
I'm just worried about like my main focus right now is just like slowly but surely building something viable. I guess that's my goal. Unsure.
In an age of endless remakes and remasters,
How
this
much
is one game that
time have we
really
got?
deserves a second
I think
chance.
we'll probably finish
Give
this
it a
video
modern
and I'll probably
engine,
finish the
stable
stream.
frame
I know it
rates,
was like it's a lot
proper
shorter than what I
maybe a
normally
camera
do.
that doesn't actively try
But
to murder you.
this is a weird
And I
day, but
swear,
I did want to
there's
get
something special buried here.
I did want to
You just have to
stream
dig through a lot of
and make sure
nonsense to
I
find it.
drew one of
Maybe
these
one day we'll
guys,
finally
just
get
at
to
least
see the
one.
full game case
Because I
meant
still
for
want
us
to keep
experience.
slowly making
But
progress
until then,
towards this
we're
writing
left with
project.
2 half-built caskets
And this
of
is like the
same
most
design.
important step so
Relics of
far. This is the
ambition
step that
brought
is
down
most
hardware that
actionable.
couldn't keep up. Howling at the moon for a
At the very
time
least, you're consistent.
they
That's
never
so
had.
important for long-term growth. Literally, I think that is definitely one of the things that most algorithms look for is
When I was
consistency.
putting together this list of horror
So
games,
if you're
none of them got
consistent,
me
you're
more
probably
excited
driving
than
more
Nightmare
traffic
Creatures.
on their
I remembered
platform,
seeing
and
it in
most
videos about retro horror
platforms, their
games.
priority
Some even called it
is
the
keeping
PlayStation
people
version of
like one,
Bloodborne. Now,
you know,
that's some high
acquiring
praise, but it's
new
easy to see
viewership
why they would make
and
that
then
connection.
be
Despite
retaining
being
people
separated
on
by
the
nearly 2
platform for as long as
decades, the games
possible.
share a number
Like
of
web,
similarities,
in terms
such
of both
as the
like
19th
you know
century Victorian
just
Gothic setting.
overall like over their
There are more of
lifespan,
these
how
as
often they
well,
like
but we'll
go
cover
onto the
them as we
website,
get
and
through the video.
secondly for
The point is, my
like
expectations
how
were
long
higher
they
for
spend on
this
a
game
single
than
session
others.
on the
So in a
site. You know,
sense,
I think the
like
session time
Bloodborne.
might be more
I know
important
it's unfair,
than anything.
but that's also
Because
the
TikTok is
truth.
easy marketing because people scroll
So,
through it so
did
much
the
and someone
game
see it.
meet
Yeah, no,
those
literally.
lofty
I could try Google Ads.
expectations?
I don't know. Google
Well,
Ads is scary. Also,
let's
Google
talk
Ads is probably a bit more expansive. I know I did definitely. Which layer is my... This one. I need to fix up some of these white patches in the legs and elsewhere. There's probably more somewhere. Yeah, TikTok is like the highest one for discoverability. I forgot what I was saying. Oh my god, that scared me. I was like, I'm not queued for anything. I don't even have the thing open. I don't even have 14 open. That scared me. Oh god, where are we going? Oh my god, it's Florida Home Depot. Florida Home Depot. Also, walk. Thank you for 3 stream streaks. Oh my god, whole 3 streams. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, we're in the Florida. Everyone get ready to push people out the way so you can get your sales. I don't know what they sell. I don't know what they sell at Home Depot, home stuff. If you need like a toilet, you need a toilet, beat everyone out the way. With the wrench legendary weapon.
Because of this,
I occasionally watch some other VTubers and I want to tell them they need to be giving some more for incoming stream consistent time slots. Is that like a jab at me? Because I know I'm super inconsistent, but I also am at a stage where it's like either I'm streaming inconsistently and without warning, or I'm not. Or I'm not. I'm working around other people, but I think I do have like my Tuesday stream. As long as my brain is like, as long as I have like that consistent Tuesday stream, it okay. And as long as I don't disappear for like weeks on end, it okay. It okay. I think it's okay just to do some random wild streams, even though preferably I would like to stick to a schedule, but I'm working around other people. I'm also working around, you know, my own, myself, and sometimes I'll just be like, I'm tired, I'm gonna sleep in and make it the problem, make it a problem for later when I wake up like 5 minutes before I have to go somewhere, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm bad at managing myself sometimes. I think having like some days where I was like, oh, I'll stream at some point, you know, I'll stream at some point, and whoever's around is around. But at the same time, I feel bad that I'm not streaming consistently at the same times during this day. But at the same time, you could also like, you could claim that as like some sort of market research in a way. Well, ads are actually quite cheap. You should try looking into it and figure out that way to make an ad video. Maybe. That's scary though. Google is scary. Maybe. I have done boosting through TikTok before, where you pay TikTok a little bit of money and then they boost your video a little bit. It's very cheap. You can do it for very cheap. Like I usually only do like $5 or something. I haven't done it for a while though. I know I did it for the debut TikTok because I was like, oh, I might as well like, I don't know, boost it. Why not? And that's probably, it's a reason why it probably like did so well, but it's, the algorithm did a lot because I did not pay enough to make it go as far as it did. I think it was just something that the algorithm was like, yummy, 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 you know? Oh, I need to do the line art for that crown. What is this? Creatures? Creatures? Nightmare creatures. Never heard this before. Never heard this before.
What game is Nightmare Creatures anyway? Well, it's marketed as a
huge fan of Gorilla Prog streams and stuff. Okay, I'm glad. They're pretty. They've got a pretty consistent time slot. I'm not sure if I'll be
there are definitely some horror
doing any more Uwu streams. I might on a Sunday. Depends how other people feel in the house, because I know people have been like, I don't like you streaming this late, you know. That's something I need to figure out with other people. It's not just my decision to make.
Dynamite is really nice to have, but you can get by just fine without it. Anyway,
I need to color this little the shoe ties or whatever you want to call them, little shoe belts.
Both of which have their own
down
strengths
here.
and fighting styles.
But you know, I want to stream. I do want to stream next Savage tier. I really do. I'm hoping that the people in my static will be like so chill with that. That's if people in my static aren't chill with me streaming, I'm not going to stream because I would rather respect people, respect people's boundaries, and respect the fact that, you know, sometimes it's not good to stream when you're progging because you want to focus on the prog rather than the stream. You know what I mean? And if you're like not focusing on the prog, you're kind of low-key wasting people's time, and that's one of my concerns about streaming prog. But I would love to stream Savage prog next year. I would love to, absolutely love to. I think we've got our boy, our boy Jello. What do you think? What do you think about him? I think he looks very polite. A little bit dead inside, but polite. What do you
When
think?
couple this twitchy engine style with the game's sometimes finicky camera, it
The
makes
Gorilla streams
maneuvering
absolutely fine, but
through
your
the
main content
environment
is
a
scheduled
significant challenge.
Tuesday poll game
You feel the
streams, and you
most
always
when
stick to
play
it,
as
which is really
Nadia,
important.
who
Yeah, no, that
completely
that's
relies on
really
quick,
important. Even though
rusty combos
sometimes
in
I'm
the
low
game.
key like, oh, I wish I
Never
could
feel
use
like the
that
camera's in
slot
the right
to be
spot.
like do
On the
something like
topic of
towards like some of
combos,
my
each
projects. Like
character
obviously
has
there's a
several,
Cold One server,
and they're
which
available
I
in the control
do
center.
circumvent that by
The
including
developers
Couple
will
One
occasionally
as a
nudge you to try
choice.
new combos
Always,
at
but it's not
certain
always
points
gonna
in
get
the game.
picked.
Now, I thought this was
Or
their way
you
of
know,
suggesting
drawing,
that
which is
some
less
are more
interesting than a
effective
game.
against
I'm gonna be
certain
real. It's
enemies.
less interesting.
I
It's
never
less
noticed
people
much of a
around to
difference.
watch like the
For
thing.
example, when playing as Nadia,
I thought I was
learned a
making
new
criticism
combo
towards you.
for
No,
the
I
side
did.
flip kick.
No, I
You
did.
use
I
that C
recognized
button.
myself in it, but I didn't think
Easy
you were
enough, I
making a
thought.
criticism
So I
towards
tried
me.
it out,
No, I
but
didn't
it
take it
didn't
that way
work.
at all. I just recognized that. Oh, I
That's weird.
kind of do that. You know what I mean?
Turns out, you need
You know
to
what I mean?
input these
I don't
combos
feel
quickly,
attacked or
and
anything.
not
Don't
only
you
with
worry.
time event
Don't you
levels,
worry.
but
I
with
do
Street
also
Fighter II
recognize that
levels
my
of speed.
system isn't
I tried
perfect
this combo a few
as well.
times,
Like
thinking it would increase my
it
damage
could be
output,
better. There
but
is
no.
room for
Or
opportunity,
it
like
did,
opportunity for
so I didn't
improvement.
notice.
You know? Don't
Sure, it looks
stress.
badass
Don't stress
when you
about
foot
it.
kick a monster in the
Sometimes
face,
I
but
do
the
also have
damage
like
was
the.
negligible
Eventually, I have to
compared
write
just
this
matching
novel.
the A
I also do want to do more
That leads me to
Blind.
another point
I
of
do have to do like
frustration
another
with combat.
Pokemon Blind stream,
Every
and I
encounter
think that's
feels
gonna
like
be like I
being
think that'll
ripped
be
out
like a
of a
really
horror game
fun
and thrown into some heckin'
ongoing
arcade
thing to
fun.
have, just to like
Something
slowly
kills my
get
immersion
through the
in
whole
lumbering
game. Maybe
zombies and
try.
counterattacking
That's
Kaihachi.
what I've got in mind.
Each battle feels
I
like
think it
its
would be
own
nice to have
chess
something
match, and that's really what it
a
is.
consistent like
You'll wanna
niche
block
thing,
off
which
an
I think that
reliable
playing through
strategy,
Pokemon Gold
and then you can
blindfolded
block
is
almost any incoming attack,
perfect
aside
fit for
some
that.
breath weapons and
You know,
boss
like
moves.
that's something that
Best
people might
strategy I found is
come
to
back
bait out an
for,
attack,
you know?
counterattack, and punish your
And
enemies
it's a
with
lot of
much.
fun. It's a good
But
way to
this
interact
isn't
with
always
chat as
reliable
well.
either.
Because I'm
The
like,
enemies can
it's like
apply
you
the
guys are like
same
my eye
strategy
seeing
against
dogs
you,
through it.
and unfortunately, a lot of
I
their
think you have
attacks
a
can knock
cute
us
character.
down.
Oh, thank you. And you're
This
pretty
is where
hyper. Am I?
combat
Am I
becomes
hyper?
more
Okay.
flat
And
out
I
frustrating.
think that's a good
You
thing.
can try
But I think it'd be
quickly
easy for you to
jump
capture
back
attention
or
through
block,
ads, although there's definitely
straight,
more research to be
but
done.
it doesn't
Definitely. It's
always
not something
work.
I want to do
And
lightly.
fighting more
I
than
think
one enemy at a time
I think I'd have to
takes
find the
practice,
right
willpower,
time
and patience
to
that I am
invest in
incapable
something
of.
like that. I see the
Also, do you
value
see
in
what
that.
I
I
mean
do.
about
I see the
bleeding
value in
combat?
having
Does any
ads
of
because
this
that
combat sound like
no,
a
it's
horror
basic like
experience
it's a
to you?
basic marketing
Now,
thing. You
in
need to
fairness,
advertise
there are
yourself, you need to
times when
promote
combat
yourself, you need
actually
people to
feels
be
good
able
in
to
this game.
know where you
Dusting
are,
up
where
a
to
Pepe's
find you,
monster
and that you
or cutting a
exist. Like
zombie
that
in half is
awareness step
satisfyingly gory.
in the marketing
Plus, you
funnel
can stun lock
is it's
enemies
the
and
first
turn
step. It's
favors
really
quickly.
important. But you'd
Best
also need
example of this
you
is
need
against
the
the
rest of the
Dockers.
funnel to be
Big
strong
Hulk
as well.
wannabes usually
I think
smash
I'd want to
into
have
the
like
scene
that
through some nearby
strong
buildings or boxes,
funnel for
and
like
they can be quite intimidating at first. But
acquisition,
you'll quickly learn that all you have to
retention,
do is keep
all of that.
punching
I
the
think
shit
I
out of
want
them,
that to be
and
stellar before I
eventually they'll
started
fall
like
down.
spending money
Oh,
on
but
Google
what's that
Ads, you know?
say? They don't fall.
It'd need to be
For some
strong
weird
the whole
reason,
way
the
down, if
Docker
that makes
doesn't
sense.
die like the other enemies
That
in the
makes
game.
sense.
Normally,
But like
the
I'm not
bugs
just
do
like
a good
trying to
job
like
letting you
just
know when you defeated
acquire
a creature.
new viewers and stuff
Zombies
like that.
will
I'm having a lot of
Pepe's
fun like
monsters will
trying
howl
to
in pain,
work
you
out
know, that kind of
how
stuff. But for some reason,
successful like
they just
streaming
allow you to
marketing would work.
juggle
That's I'm
Dockers
genuinely having
endlessly,
fun. It's a
long after
genuine
they're
like
dead.
fun interest for
The
me.
first time I encountered one,
I'm
I
not great
ragdolled
at
the
it,
shit out of it
but
for like
I'm
a minute
learning.
straight.
I
kept
think
thinking to
and
myself,
that's my goal
"If
is
I
to
stop,
learn and have fun with
surely
it.
this brute is going
Really.
to destroy me."
And
Just look at how
that's
much
probably
damage
why I
it's
probably
taken.
sound like
Well, it
really
turns out
stupid
I
like
was just really
you
punching
I
the
only
horse.
care about
That thing had
numbers,
died
but
10
it's
times
that's
over.
not entirely true. I
Outside of your
care
standard weapons, you use some pretty fun
most
usables
streamers
to help
care
even the
about their
odds.
numbers
There's
to
an
an
array of
extent.
goodies ranging
Most
from a
streamers
single
pay
shot
attention
pistol
to that,
pulse
especially if they're
smoke.
trying to take
These
it
are
like seriously. If they
situationally
have like big
useful for
hosts
the
for it,
most
they
part.
probably
Something
look
like
at their
guns are
numbers.
used quite
But
often.
it's not
They can
all
safely
that
destroy
I
explosive
care
barrels
about,
to
or
unlock
most people
new
care about.
paths,
Like
or
it's
sometimes
something you genuinely
not
enjoy
unlock new
doing as
paths,
well.
but they're also good in a
Hey, did
pinch
we enjoy
against
the videos? Did
unwieldy
anyone pay
creatures.
attention to this
This
video?
also makes for a pretty good learning.
Or am I
opponent is
just too
getting
distracted?
better
Am I
than you,
yapping
you
over
say,
it?
"Fuck it,
Too
I'll
bad.
shoot them,"
I
Indiana
probably am
Jones
yapping over it.
style.
Even though this is probably
I'll
like the
give
most
credit where
interesting
credit's due.
video
The creature
ever.
designs
Actually,
are
like
actually really
horror
cool.
games in
Each creature
64 is
looks
like
unique,
so
and it's always
specific. I
fun
didn't
when
know
you
there
cut
were any.
something's limb off.
No one
But
thinks you only care about
unfortunately,
numbers, but you like to have
they're
some
unique
emphasis in
to
doing so it
ends.
doesn't take away from
Each
enjoyment.
creature feels the
Good.
same. Sure,
Good.
the Docker can hit you from farther away than the
Lord
zombie,
Racer,
but your
hello,
strategy
hi,
doesn't
how are
change
you?
because of that,
Why,
and
why,
neither does
why am I
theirs.
Magsy's son?
Which
Is it
a
because I'm
shame,
shining
because
so
I can't help but
brightly?
imagine a
Am I
world
so
where the
bright?
guns
Am I
of bandits go
shining?
hack and slash
Am I
combat
lighting
style
up your
with
day?
something
How
Say,
art I?
sounds
I'm
fun.
arting so
And
good.
here
Check
we
out
have
Jello's
arrived at
hands.
the biggest
Aren't
complaint
these some
about this
beautiful?
game,
Hold on, I need to get
the
them
ultimate
in view for you.
frustration that
Aren't these
killed
like the
any
most
fun I
beautiful
was
hands
having,
you've ever
the
seen
dreaded
anyone have?
adrenaline meter.
Aren't they
This annoying
gorgeous?
thing has to
Aren't
be
they the
one
most
of
gorgeous
dumbest
hands
game
ever?
mechanic decisions ever made.
Ever, ever?
Truly, I can't believe a group of people sat around,
Ever?
play tested this game, and
How
all
far have we
agreed
got
that
through this
this thing should be in it.
Ooh,
So here's how it works.
we've got another 10
Once you
minutes.
get past the first
Because
level,
sun is
a
up to the
bar
moon.
will
It was
appear on the
always.
left side of your
It's
screen.
not because I'm
This is
shining
your
and
adrenaline
sparkling
meter.
and wonderful.
The meter
God
starts off
damn
at
it!
4,
This is so
enough time
sad.
passes by,
No,
and when you
gotta
kill
hand it to
something,
you.
it will
Thank
begin
you.
to drain
You are
Problem
great.
is,
That's good.
once the bar is empty,
No,
you'll
Enzy, and this
start
is
losing
Jello.
health, and
This
you
is
will
Jello.
lose
Get
health
it right.
fast. Fighting an
Right,
enemy
there's a
will stop it
difference.
from draining.
I
The
think.
only way to actually refill this jar is to kill someone.
There's a difference. It's
I wanna
Jello.
actually
Look at his
explore this
hands.
atmospheric Gothic
He's
setting
wearing
with
a
my own
potato
pace.
sack.
Oh yeah? Well, too
Watch
bad.
the hands of
You're
a
not allowed to go sightseeing in a world like this.
misspelling. Okay, it was
You
just a
need to
typo. Okay, it was
kill.
just autocorrect. It was just
This system shares
autocorrelation.
a tiny
Just autocorrelation. Okay,
bit
I
of
forgive you. I
similarity
forgive
to
you. It's
Bloodborne's
okay.
regain
It's okay. We
system,
all
which
know you
rewards
meant
players
Jello.
for quickly striking
Oh.
back after taking damage.
The
and
drawing
doing
looks
so
great.
allows
Unfortunately,
them
the
to
hands have a
recover
way of
some
drawing the
lost
eyes towards
health.
them.
But
It's
the
it's
adrenaline
a
system
it's
is
a, like it's a
more
charm
back
point.
alley, drug-addicted, second
But when you
cousin
should only
to
2
that
gauging
mechanic.
success numbers, interactivity, so it makes
I
sense
know
to
there's
focus on
an
that.
in-game
Yeah,
explanation
it's
for this
natural. Like
needed
I wanna,
theme here,
I'm
but it
putting a
doesn't
lot of
make
effort
any
into
better.
this, and I want to
It's a stupid
succeed
show
at
as
it.
far as I'm concerned. This one
I
mechanic
dropped my pen. Do you know?
completely
I
kills the experience
I
every
think
time you
about
think.
streaming like all the
God
time. Like if
forbid you go
even
the
though I'm
wrong
not
way
like
and turn
actively like
around. It's gonna be
doing
awfully
things.
hard finding
I'm
your
not
way
streaming.
back.
Maybe I'm not
You have a
editing. Maybe I'm
ticking
not like
bomb
writing
counting
stuff
down on your
up. Maybe I'm
screen.
not working
Now,
on
to
like
the devs'
say
credit,
events with
they
the colon
did
stuff. I'm
implement
always
a
thinking
much,
about it.
much
It's
needed
always
toggle
on
for
the
this
mind.
feature in the game
And
options,
sometimes
which
it's
completely
a lot
fixes it.
easier
I
to
didn't
think
even
about
notice that
things than to
several
actually do
hours
them
in,
as well,
and by
which is
then I
enough.
was just damn near
Can you
fed
give
up
your
with the
art
game.
fairy wings? I
Sadly,
could,
though,
but this is
PlayStation
this
users
is
didn't
a
get this
character
off.
that
It's
I've already
exclusive to N64, so
got
they
figured
stopped
out. This is
too
him.
far away
He
from the
doesn't get
game.
wings.
I would
He doesn't get wings. He
strongly,
doesn't deserve wings. I
strongly
decided just
encourage
then.
anyone playing this game
And I've mostly
to
only got like
turn
5
off
minutes
Bob.
left of the
In
stream.
my opinion,
So
the way the game was meant to
so
be.
it's probably not gonna happen. But
Frustrated
you know,
right now.
maybe I should give
Once you've
Kawaii
turned off
fairy
the
wings when we
adrenaline
draw
and turned the
Kawaii.
game, you can now
He
take
doesn't
your
drink
time
Red Bull,
and start
no.
enjoying the
No,
surprisingly
no Red
immersive
Bull
environment.
for Jello.
Sure, the
But honestly,
combat will
fairy
still
wings is a
break
good
your
idea.
appetite,
I'm
but
keeping
once
that
you
on the
clear the
mind. I think
aircraft, there's a
Kawaii
lot of nice
should
work
get
here to
fairy wings.
appreciate.
Does he
Again,
deserve a
I can't
wand?
help but think
No.
that a slower
No,
game
if he
like
deserved
this
anything, get a
would have
party
made for a
popper. I
much
think she would
greater
as well.
experience.
I'll give Kawaii some fairy
If we
wings.
changed
I'll
a
work it
few
out.
things around
I'll work
and
it
made
out.
this more of a survival horror type of game, I think we would have been talking about
So
three
how's this
survival
video,
horror
guys?
legends from this era.
Anyone
instead
been?
of just
Can
two.
anyone give me the
I can see it
TLDR?
now. Which world is scarier?
Is this?
Resident Evil?
Does look like
Silent
Resident
Hill,
Evil.
Or Nightmare
This-
Creatures?
Or, oh, this is
Much like
Nightmare
Silent
Creatures. It
Hill
looks
at
like
the
it does
time,
look like
Nightmare
Resident
Creatures dealt
Evil.
with technical
It looks like the
limitations
same
that forced them
game.
to drum
Not
down
really,
the
but you know what I mean. It has
distance
like
and add
such
fog to
it's
obscure
similar.
the
It's
game's
so
leafy
similar.
textures. When
You've
paired
given
with
it
the
negative
unique
attention.
setting,
Oh,
it
poor
makes for one
video.
hell of a mood. There are
Oh.
cobblestone alleyways, claustrophobic
10 out of 10
Victorian
TLDR. Nintendo
architecture
64 had
that
games and
perfectly
shit. Oh my god,
captures
no
the
way.
grimy, fog-choked streets
No
of
way.
19th
The
century
Nintendo
London.
64 had
But, you know,
games?
this timeline has monsters.
There's no
And
way.
it's
You'll
in
tell you.
this way that it's
No
quite
way.
like Resident
There's
Evil.
no way.
Instead of tyrants
Nuh-uh.
and
It's not
goblins,
real. It's
instead
fake
of
news.
shambling zombies,
Fake
we get
news.
undead MMA villains.
You think my
And I
yapping
feel
is
for the
gracious?
design
I'll
team,
take that as a
because there's so much
compliment.
cool detail
Rambling
here
about
that mostly got looked past by
random
players
dribble.
trying to rush through
Who
these
needs
areas.
wings and drinking Red
When you
Bull?
think about how much
Max
time and work
Verstappen.
went
Who's
into
Max
putting together some of
Verstappen?
these environments
Who is
just for
that?
them to be a blurry background.
Googling.
They even have a cozy,
Googling. As soon as
dark
I find my
Souls
mouse
campfire.
cursor, it's so
Taking
over.
your time in this
Max
game really helps make you feel the weight of the
Verstappen.
situation. It's sort of, dare I say,
A race car
immersive.
driver. I don't know
Walking
anything
around
about race
environments
car
like this,
driving.
I do get a bit of that.
I don't.
Bloodborne
It must be
feeling.
such a. Oh, he's in the
In the
Red
end,
Bull
this
racing
game was a
team. I guess
big
that's why. I
disappointment.
guess that's why he said
Like I
that.
said at
That
the
makes so
beginning,
much
I came in
sense.
with high hopes, and
Makes
I
so
know
much
I
sense. He's
shouldn't.
like he's a Red
It's
Bull
my
guy.
fault.
I'm
This
guessing.
is what happens when I expect great
I don't know
things.
anything about race
What
car
hurts
driving.
is
You know what I
knowing
know
that
about
this
race
game
cars?
wasn't far
I
off
know
from
it's a
being something I
palindrome, and
really
if you
loved to
read
play.
race car
If it
backwards
only
and
leaned more
forwards,
into
it's the
horror
same.
instead of action,
That's what I know
then
about race
I
car
might be making
driving.
a video about one of the best horror games ever made.
That's all I
Instead,
know.
you get this
And
dark,
that it's scary
greedy
because like
beat 'em
it
up with
you're going
missed
so
potential.
fast, you're
So
going
is this
zoo.
the Bloodborne
Just
of
takes one wrong
PlayStation
thing and
1?
go wrong, and go kaboom.
No, not even close.
Worry,
But
one of
sure
the
does
best
look
F1
similar.
drivers. Okay,
It really-
okay. So
that's
I'm
all I
looking
gotta
at the
say about
picture of a
Nightmare
legend
Creatures.
right now. Is
Maybe
what you're
you'll enjoy
saying.
it. It's definitely not
That's
for me.
what I'm saying. That's what's being said. Oh, we get to know.
Unfortunately, my
Wikipedia has
time
like
with
their
these horror
partner
games
and the
comes
siblings, the pet's so weird. Imagine having a Wikipedia article and your whole family's on it.
Well, except for
Be scary.
nightmare creatures.
Motorcycle racing is here.
lying
I
if I said
believe
I
that. You have
wasn't
less to
surprised.
protect yourself. At least,
Sure,
like,
not
when
all
you're in a
these
car, you
games
have,
are
like,
great,
the frame of the
but
car to
bring
protect
something
you.
unique
The
to the
motorcycle race, you
And
fall
more
off the
pointedly,
motorcycle,
they
you're on
each
your own,
possess
bud.
their own style of
You're on
play.
your own.
Yeah, there's
Horrific.
plenty of
I've heard
scary
horrific
games on
things about people who
PlayStation
drive
1. I know,
motorcycles.
there's even some on the
I
Sega
don't-
Saturn, but
I
they
don't-
won't deliver an experience
but-
quite like this.
Driving a
These board
motorcycle
games
looks
are
really cool. I'll
immediate
admit that. You
monster
do
towns
look
and
cool on a
Nintendo parents
motorcycle.
keep locked down
You
in
do have an
basement.
aura
The
around you,
house
but
is
I
well-decorated,
couldn't do it.
spotless,
I
but
couldn't.
you can feel a sinister
Too
calm
scary. Too
explore the
risky.
forbidden depths.
Too
And
risky.
just like a
And
monster
also, have you
sibling,
seen like
some of
how,
these games are
like
clunky,
especially in summer, like
clone
the
versions of
protective
their
gear you have to wear,
previous
they
self,
must be
but there's
sweating.
something deeply
They
human
must be
about that
so
carcass.
sweaty under that
Awkward
helmet,
reach
and
for
they're
something
like, I
bigger
don't know,
than
like
tools can handle.
the long sleeve, long
Developers
pants
trying to
stuff.
summon fear and wonder
It would
if
be
a handful
fun.
of
You know what I
polygons
want?
with tiny
I want like a
purples.
little pink
And
Vespa.
somehow they did.
That's
the
literally
thing
what I
about
want.
art.
I want a little
It
pink
doesn't really
Vespa,
need fidelity.
or
It
I
just
want
needs
like
the
one of those like
suggestion of something
cycle
that you
bikes
can't
where
quite
they
see.
have like the
And
little
the
wicker
64
basket in the
with its
front.
terrible
That's what I
draw
want.
distance and
Would I
strange
drive the
limitations
Flintstones car? That sounds
accidentally
exhausting. I
became
don't think I'd be a very good
perfect.
Flintstones car
Everything
driver.
felt
I don't
a
think I
little
could like
too
run
quiet,
fast enough.
a little too
Oh my god,
touchy.
you know, we need
But
art
the
of like the
console
Uma
itself
Musume
was
in the
holding its
Flintstones
breath.
car. I think the Uma
Even
Musume
now,
would drive the
playing these games
Flintstones
again,
car really
there's an
well.
uncanny
I think
sense
they'd be
of
really good at it.
absence.
They'd be able to go
Like
real
walking through your
fast.
old house, everyone and
I don't think
everything is
motorcycle
gone.
driving's for
You can hear
either.
laughter
I don't think it's for me
echoing in
either.
the
Do I have a
walls.
bicycle? I do, but
You
it's
can
like probably
still
like
feel the
rusted.
memories.
Rusted and
And
probably
maybe
has flat
that's what this
tires.
era really captured.
No, I did fix
That
it recently. I
soft,
did fix it
digital
recently,
hobby of
and then I was like,
childhood.
yay, I
But
fixed
you
my
didn't
bike.
fully
I
understand
did
what
it,
you
but
were
then
seeing,
also like the
but you
top of
sure
my
did feel
bike,
it.
you know how like the
That
top of
same
your
mix
bike,
of
the handles are like
curiosity
linked to
and
like the
dread
front
from
tire?
staring too long at the
It
moon
just was like
indoors
really
now,
loose, so anytime I would
or at
turn,
that
like the
skybox
handles, like
in
my
wet
bike
Bravo.
would just like go
Still
crooked,
creeps
and
me
the
out.
wheel would turn a
Cheerful
different way,
little
which didn't
box
feel
hiding
very
in a
safe
darker
to me,
secret,
I'll be real.
playing with the pixels of
It
that
didn't
raised
feel very safe
When
to
you
me,
look
so I
close
put it
enough,
back and I
and you
stopped
strip
riding it
away the
again.
bright colors
And
and
also,
3D
I don't know, I
charm,
get bored
you start to
riding my
see
bike.
what
I
the
get real
developers
bored.
were really going for.
Because like a lot of the times I
Despite
ride my
numerous
bike down the
hardware
same path
limitations
because
and
I'm scared of
terrible
exploring
frame
new
rates, they were
areas.
really trying
And then
to
I
show
ride,
us
it's the
something
same path.
greater,
I'm bored of the same
something about
path.
fear,
Even though it's like real
about
cute and
decay,
scenic. I
about
used
the
to ride
parts
my
of us
bike
we
like
try to
every day
hide
down like
behind
the same
color and
path.
joy. The
You know what?
flickering
No,
of
I had a
TV in
period of my
dark
life
room,
where I
the
felt
sound
like
of rain pelting your
I felt
window.
so bad.
The
Like this
little
was when I was like
moments made
younger
you
and I
believe
was, you know,
that
I was
monsters
chubby,
could
I had
be
some weight on
real.
me.
That's what I love about
And
this
I
kind of
felt
game.
so bad about
Sometimes
my
you want a
weight
fun skate
that
with
I would
friends.
wake
Other
up,
times, you want to
I
feel
would go on
alone
a
and
1 hour
terrified.
bike ride,
Different
then I'd
ghosts
come
for
home,
different folks.
and then I'd
So
go on a
if you still
2 hour
have your
walk,
N64
and I'd
tucked
come
away
home and
somewhere,
eat my like
why not
200
pull it out?
calorie lunch
Dust it
meal,
off.
and then
Slide
I'd
the
go on an
cartridge in.
hour
You might
ride
find
on my
each
bike
game
again and go for
still
another 2 hour
meaningful.
walk.
Right.
And that was my day. I didn't lose much weight. I didn't lose much weight. I lost more
Hey
weight when
guys,
I got
thanks for
stressed.
watching the video. I know it's
I
a
didn't
bit
lose weight. I think I
different from what
over
usually do,
exercised is probably the
but I hope you
problem.
like it.
I got
Actually,
real
have about another
fit.
hour of
I
video
got
that
real
had to cut
fit.
out due
My
to
legs got
power
real
constraints.
strong.
So my apologies
but
to any good software or
but I
Shadowgate
didn't lose
fans
much
out
weight,
there.
which was my
I
goal.
promise, one day we'll
But no,
circle
later
back
in
to
life I
those
got like
games.
real super
Also,
stressed, and then
if
I
you'd
just
like
like
to
lost like
support the
10
channel,
kilos. I was like,
consider becoming a
what the
patron
hell?
or a YouTube member.
What the
There's
hell is
various
this?
perks like
I worked
post
so
video
hard
Q&As,
years ago to try and lose weight, and then I
characters,
just lost all
and
this weight by being
Speaking of
stressed
which,
as hell.
I'd like to shout out Randall
Not
Uno.
eating.
You, sir,
Not
are
eating works
amazing.
way better than
Greatly help
exercising.
player
It's like
support.
weight loss is like
Truly.
what,
Means a lot.
90% diet, 10%
Actually, I had a lot of
exercise
fun
is what they
making
say,
this video,
something
and I'm
along
thinking
those
about doing
lines.
this kind of
I
content
believe
a little
it.
more often.
It's like
So if that's
stressing
something
and
you'd
not
like to
eating.
see,
I
definitely let me know.
lost a lot of,
All
I
that
lost
being
too
said,
much
guys,
weight.
happy
I lost
Halloween.
too much weight
Be
too
safe,
fast.
and
Like
I'll
my
see
hair
you
was falling
on the next
out. That's probably because I was stressed. And I also, you know, I lost my period, which is another thing that can happen, and that's not good. You know, not to be like too TMI. Yeah, you gotta be careful about it because you can damage. Anyway, that's like the last video here.
Everdread was
No.
the first player.
Okay, this is what. Here's that RuneScape video I was talking about. But we can watch this next time when I draw. It's like, it's Jackass thought this was impossible, the story of RuneScape's first 99, which I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. Trying to lose weight now, maybe the days right, I only eat one meal. Half the days right now, I only eat 1 meal a day. You gotta eat more than 1 meal. At least 2 meals a day. At least 2 meals a day. I had a lot of, oh, let me put some music on. That might be good, huh? That might be good, huh? Passive escape. I don't know. We'll watch this next time, but I'm very intrigued by it, and hopefully maybe I'll pay some attention to it. Unlikely though, judging by how things have gone so far. But yeah, you definitely have to be careful about not eating. Otherwise, I think your body can also go into a mode of, oh, I need to preserve as much fat as possible because I'm not getting enough intake. The meals are too large. Maybe you should just have 2 little meals. 2 little ones. Have you seen the Uma Musume F1 video? I have not. What's the Cookie Monster diet where I just eat cookies? That sounds great. I think I want the Cookie Monster diet where I just eat cookies and lose weight. Somehow. Even though I'm like happy with the weight I am now. I don't stress about my weight anymore. Like that's not something I worry about much. And maybe every now and then I'll be like, ew. Every now and then I'll look at myself in the mirror and be like, ew, I don't think I'm overweight. Or maybe I'm chubby. Maybe I'm a little bit chubby. Maybe not. Maybe that's also me just being like thinking thinking I'm bigger than I am. Because, like, you know, body dysmorphia kind of stuff. But I don't stress about it anymore. But you know, as a girl, I'm always like, well, it'd be nice to lose some weight. It'll be good. I would like to lose just a little bit of weight. You know, it's a couple of kilos. I'm always like, yay. I'm always like, yay, when I lose a bit of weight. You know, I really struggle with hunger that comes from dieting and small meals. Honestly, the way that things happened to me, I got so stressed out that I just didn't eat. And I didn't think about eating. I didn't get hungry. I didn't feel hungry. I'd go to work and then it was my lunch break. I would have one poached egg and that would be my lunch break. Like I really was not eating enough at all. To the point where my coworkers would be like, you have lost too much weight. And I'll be like, yeah, kinda. Maybe I should have a burger. I'd literally say that. I'd be like, I think I need a burger. And then I'd go home and I would not eat a burger. I just lie to them. Winnie the Pooh diet, just honey? Is that the Winnie the Pooh diet? I think that level of stress is achievable. But listen, I think the reason why I lost so much weight when I got stressed is because normally I'm a comfort eater. I'm a stress eater. I get stressed and I go eat something because it makes me feel happy. You know, eating something yummy, it makes you feel good for like that temporary little bit of time when you're eating that yummy thing. But this one particular time I got really stressed and I had the opposite reaction. I had the opposite reaction where I just didn't get hungry. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to think about food. And all my whole life, I struggled with the comfort eater thing. I struggled with the comfort eater thing, and then and then I had the opposite thing happen. I was like, I wasn't trained for this. This is the opposite of my training. Like this is the opposite of what I've been dealing with the whole time. And then it, you know, all went real fast. Could check my BMI. It's a way to tell if you're overweight. My BMI would probably tell me if I'm overweight, but BMI is also not an accurate like indicator of whether you're overweight or not. I think most of the time I've checked my BMI, it's told me I'm overweight, like close to healthy but overweight. But it also it does depend on you individually, because some people just naturally hold a bit more weight. I know that kind of just sounds like an excuse, but some people just naturally hold a bit more weight. It's natural. They retain it. It's a little bit genetic. Yeah, BMI is not a good indicator because everyone's individual. Like, has different, like their bodies, different proportion, different structures. Why not try to become I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. I'm scared about that. I don't think I would want to do that. I think I know what that stands for. I think I would not be happy with myself. Hello, Meeba. How are you? Yeah, it's an old metric. I know, like, I think BMI can be an indicator. Like, you can factor in BMI, but I think there's better ways to figure it out. Yeah, BMI is very simple, but I think I always I'm always a bit on the upper end of it. I'm not like super fat or anything. I'm not like mega overweight or anything, like, just for the record. just before everyone's like imagining me like being like ginormous. I'm not. You get one person built as wide as a dwarf and suddenly a perma obese. Yeah. About the SS part, no, this it's not a body. Like, I recognize there are people that look really good with some weight on them. Like, they look great with weight on them. I don't think I'm that type of person. Like, some people, they fill out, like, the weight just lands in all the right places, you know? I don't think I'm that kind of person. Some people don't look good skinny either. Is that controversial? Some people look better when they're not, like, super skinny. But that's also another thing. Some people can't help being skinny, which is wild to me, because I'm like, this is all I ever achieved to do, is to be skinny, and you guys just you trying to not be skinny. What the hell, you know? I don't know, grass is greener kind of thing on you know. Ooh, but you know what, maybe it's time I try and find someone to raid. Maybe it's something, so maybe it's that time. Who can I find? Who is around? Let's see. I don't even know if there's anyone I'm following. Oh, maybe there is. Maybe there is someone I'm following. Maybe there is, so. Haha. It is that time. Unfortunately, I gotta do some uni work as well. I wish I could have done more art. At least drawn like a second character. But I think even drawing one character is prog. And I appreciate you guys hanging out. But we've got more videos we can watch. My ex a while back on sleep complained to me that she couldn't put on weight even if she ate Macca's for weeks. I'm so jealous, man. I wish I could eat Macca's for a week straight and not put on any weight. Man, that sounds like the dream. That sounds like the dream. What if I asked you to nicely stay? But my uni work though, Meeba. Do you want me to fail my course? No, I know you don't mean that. I know you don't mean that, but I'm being mean. I'm being mean. Being too skinny is also bad because your energy levels will drop significantly and just be weaker overall. Yeah, honestly, when I lost like all of my weight and I was like skinny, I finally achieved like being like super skinny. I had no energy. I really didn't. And also I was so cold all the time. Like I'm cold naturally now as well. Like I'm always cold, but I was so cold all the time. Like just awfully, terribly cold. Yeah, no, it's yeah, grass is green. I don't know. It just kind of sucks. I wish people didn't care as much about weight and appearances and stuff. But it is a bit natural. We are nurtured, nature versus nurture. I don't know, blah blah blah. These are just words. I'm just saying words. Like there is a bit natural, I think, to prefer someone that looks healthy, just like naturally. Because like, you know, especially if you're looking for a partner, blah, 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 whatever, you probably want someone that looks healthy and will live for a while. You know, I don't know. I can get that kind of psychology about it. I don't know if that's based on any research or anything. I don't know if that's factual. But everyone does have their preferences. Some people prefer like skinny. Some people prefer people being, you know, chubbier. I don't know. There's preferences. At the same time, being young and looking great, that's cool, but we're all gonna grow up and look old and wrinkly and put on weight or be too skinny one day. So I think like appearance is kind of like a sucky way to feel for a partner or something, because it's like we're all gonna look gross one day, and you just gotta hope that the gross person that you're gross with is a good person that you get along with. That's what matters more. I think. You know what I mean? Not that everyone's gonna look super gross, but you're not gonna look like the beauty standard when you get old. That's just not gonna happen. That's just not gonna happen unless you go like crazy plastic surgeon money. You know. But you know, we're still always to an extent gonna be like, whoa, that person pretty, I guess, or not. You know, there's people that are like demisexual, demi-romantic, aromantic, you know, stuff like that. Not everyone's like I don't think I like experience like, whoa, that person's like super hot. I don't think I've ever been like that to a stranger. I think I have to get to know people a bit more before I'm like, oh, they're cool. You know what I mean? Jamie Lee Curtis is still a fuck. Who is that? Who is that? I don't even know who that is. I'm googling them right now. Aged very well. How old? 66, aged very well. Yeah. Very well aged. I'm hoping that I age well. I still look like I'm like... I feel like some days I still look like I'm like 15. I feel like I look younger than I actually am, but also not. I think I'm starting to reach that point where I'm actually starting to age a little bit and I'd start to look my age a bit more. But there was like a very long time, maybe even now, where I still get carded for if I go and buy some alcohol, I still get your license. I still get ID'd at the bottle store. I do. Most times. It's rarer for me to not get ID'd than it is for me to get unless I go through like the drive-through, they don't ID me then because I'm in a car. Like obviously I'm an adult if I'm in a car, right? I'm definitely a slow burn interest building with people I know enjoy their company rather than, yeah. I mean, I've definitely had like the love at first sight thing, but it's never worked out well for me. And usually it's because I like put them on, I've had bad crushes in my life. It's probably because I put them on like a pedestal. I'm like, wow, that person, very cool person, you know, like, and like a bit of, I don't know. That it's not a good way to go about it because it's not fair to that person either because they're being put on a pedestal and you think they're like better than they are because most people aren't like super amazing people, right? We're just people. You know, I've had like my crazy crushes in the past and they're dark times. Dark times. I can't get around big because I look 14 with that. Honestly, I could see that. I'm sorry. I could see that. Not that I've seen you without a beard, but I could imagine you looking a lot younger without it. No, I think I still look like a baby, but I'm getting to that point where I'm starting to not look like a baby. So I'm gonna take the P plate off my car. I won't get ID'd. I mean, it depends. What if it's like a? Are you Australian? And in what? I guess it depends by state how they treat that kind of stuff. I suppose. Pastor saw one picture and said, "Nah, grow it back." Feels bad. Oh no. I mean, I don't know. Some people prefer like their partners with beards or without beards. I don't know. I don't think. Have I dated someone that has that wears a? I don't think I've dated someone that's like bearded before. I think most of like my ex-partners like shave. So I'm more used to the clean face, and then also I'd pluck their. I'd be like really evil and mean, and I would pluck their beard hairs. Because they were there, and it was like, oh look, it's something I can pull out. I don't know. I'm like a pimple popper kind of person. I'm like a skin picker. It's awful. It's terrible. I'm trying to be better, but I'm that it like extends to a partner. I'm like, I gotta pluck your hairs. Yeah. You're in New Zealand. I'm over 18. Okay. I didn't know New Zealand also had P plates. That's interesting. That's so interesting. Hello, Simon. You've come at the wrong time. I'm trying to end the stream, but I keep yapping about. I keep talking. You get to look at poor Jello and this rude escape man while I talk about my relationship history. Oh boy. Nocturnes. I have a bad habit of pulling out my beard hairs. If I had a beard, I would never stop plucking my beard hairs. I would have like a terrible looking face because I wouldn't be able to stop plucking my beard hairs and causing like actual damage to the skin. I legit. They do have the same energy. They do. I think they would be friends. I think this RuneScape guy and Jello they would be like best buddies. They're like in the same pose. They do. Anyway, maybe before I like drop too much like of my relationship history and embarrassing crush things, maybe I should like raid out and leave. maybe that's something I should do. Maybe that's something I should do. I want the habit to stop my bearded face. Oh, I can't. I'm a skin pick. I'm a nervous. I feel like I'm like plucking like my non-existent face hairs right now. Actually, with my fingers, I should stop. Stop plucking. Stop touching. No touch. No touchy. Do you guys ever be like, okay, wow, I have a tiny pimple on my face. I better fix that, and then you turn it into like the worst wound you've ever had. But you're like, at least I got like the pus out of it, but you now have like a gaping wound on your face. Do you ever do that? It feels real bad. I try not to do that, but every now and again I succumb to it. I'm lured in. Be like, wow, I'm so glad that I got this pimple that no one could see before and made it so that now everyone will definitely notice it. Everyone's gonna definitely notice it for sure now. And the thing is, like, as a girl, like, you could try and put makeup over it, but if the wound's too bad, it makes like a weird, like skin colored, crusty looking mark on your face, which is honestly almost worse. It's almost worse than having like the red wound on your face, because like now people know you're trying to hide it and you're doing a bad job. Maybe I'm just not good enough at makeup. I wear makeup like once a year. I swear. The last time I wore makeup was for PAX. Just because I was like, oh, I'm seeing all my friends and I've got like really pretty female friends. I want to match them. I want to be pretty like them. Because they're all wearing makeup and I'm going to wear the makeup too. So I want to fit in. I want to be pretty with them, But then before that, I think the last time, oh wait, no, I went to a wedding, but that doesn't count. That was special. That's a special thing. But before that wedding, which was very, very close by to PAX. I think 2 days ago I was in a stream, but you don't notice me. I do recognize your name, Simon. I swear I do recognize your name. I think I did notice you. Don't you worry. I noticed you. I swear to God, I noticed you. Or maybe I forgot to open YouTube chat at one point. Oh God. It's me being a bad streamer. It probably is me being a bad streamer. I'm so sorry, Simon. I'm so sorry. But I think the last time I wore makeup for that wedding was last PAX. Legit. I I don't wear makeup often enough. Or often at all. It's just... I have so much respect for women who do it every day because it's like it takes me like an hour to put on my makeup, put on that face. It takes me like an hour, and that extra hour that I do, like I could spend doing makeup in the morning, I could spend that getting an extra hour of sleep, and I'm gonna spend that time getting an extra hour of sleep every time. I want to sleep. I don't want to put on makeup, but also debatably, maybe I look better because I got the extra sleep. Maybe I don't have less of like the bags under my eyes and therefore I have less need for makeup, you know? Or an extra hour playing video games, exactly. An extra hour to doom scroll. Makeup takes forever. It does. It does. There's so much effort that makeup is such an effort. Like you could do like a really basic quick face. You do a very basic quick face, just foundation, just some mascara. You know, that'll take no time at all. But if you actually want to like look really nice, you gotta go in, you gotta like make sure you put like the, you know, your primer on to make sure your makeup spreads evenly. Even before you put on the makeup, you gotta also make sure you've washed your face. Very important step. Then you also gotta put on your before you put on foundation, what I do is I put on like my concealer under all of like my little marks, my little you know, pimples. The pimples I've like destroyed with my freaking fingers. Put a concealer on that. No, wait, I put color corrector on. So I put like these green swatches on all of those red marks. So that cancels out the redness, right? And then I put on like the concealer, which is like, you know, skin colored over that color corrector to extra blend it. And then you put on, oh, I keep hitting my microphone because I'm using my hands. I'm talking on my hands. I'm sorry. I'm talking on my hands. I'm hitting things. And then I put on the foundation, which is like the whole face. It's like a layer over your whole face of like, you know, like your skin color or whatever matches your skin. I've done my research. I did get into a phase where I was like, I gotta wear makeup. I gotta look pretty. I gotta look pretty for so I can find love and be accepted. You know what I mean? And then after that, what do I do? You have to put on it's not concealer, or what's the word for it? It's not highlight, it's not concealer. Guys, what is it? Help. It's like the dark contour. You gotta put dark swatches and lines over your face in the right places so you can blend that with your little blender brush, which you have to wash and make sure is clean, by the way. And you have to blend that all in so that way your face has definition. Do that all over the nose, down like the middle of your cheeks, the ends of your, like at the top of your forehead. I do a little bit under my jawline as well. I don't know if that looks any good. It probably looks really bad. I don't know what I'm doing. And then you put the highlighter on, like right, like near all of those contour lines. So that way you've got a bit of shine in those areas as well. You're basically like resculpting your face. If you ever look up what people can do with contour, they can make their face look so weird. They can make their face look like slanted and stuff. Mascara is like one of the last steps I put on because you gotta go get the skin right first. So after I've done the contour, the highlight, maybe I'll do a bit of blush as well, a little bit of blush, and then maybe some more highlight just under my cheeks and under my eyes to make sure my eyes don't look like super dark under the eyes. Or this never works out. Something always goes wrong here. Something always goes wrong. And then after that, oh shoot, what do I do? I think that's when I do my eyebrows. You're gonna make sure you got a little bit of dark dust on your eyebrows, make them look a little bit more defined, and then also put some highlight around the edges of the corners of the eyebrow so that pops out a little bit. And then you do like your eyeshadow, which is a nightmare. I don't know what I'm doing. I just put colors on in places on the crease. Like 3 different colors, like one on the base lid, one on the crease, one on like the end of my eye, like towards like the exit of my face, the side of my face, you know what I mean? And then blend that all together. And this is the spicy part where I decide, do I try to attempt eyeliner? Because his eyeliner is fucked up. I'm so jealous of women that can just like do perfect eyeliner all the time, because it's a nightmare. Because like what happens is you try and do the eyeliner on one eye, and you do it really well. Like maybe you do the eyeliner like super good, like you got the wing in the right place. I'm talking about winged eyeliner, so like that little dark mark like just above your eyelash line and going like and pointing out, which you've probably seen women wearing like the winged eyeliner before. But then you go and do the other eye. You try and do the other eye, and you've done it at the wrong angle, or it's more thick than the other, and you can tell. So you have to go back to the other eye and try and fix that one to make it match the other one that you messed up. And now your good eyeliner eye looks bad as well. And then you're like, well, now I have to fix it. And you can try and rub it off with like a cotton tip thing. But at some point, if you rub it off too many times, you're gonna make your skin raw, and it hurts. It hurts a lot. So eventually, either you end up looking like a panda, or you won the RNG. You won eyeliner RNG. You know. So, and if I don't do eyeliner, I'll just put on mascara, and call it a day. And obviously, do some lipstick or something. I think people use lip liner, but I'm scared of lip liner because I'm so scared of overlining my lips. And then you put like the little facial mist on, so like your face stays on and doesn't melt away instantly. You know what you mean? I'm not the same, but I was convinced when I was younger that I was never gonna get a girlfriend finding love until I could drive and my license. I mean, that was a good motivator though. No, when I was younger, I was legit like, I'm never gonna find a boyfriend. And when I was like 12, I was like, nah, that's not happening. I've got nothing to offer. You know, like real bad low self-esteem. I don't feel that way anymore, obviously. But it's not like a priority for me at this stage in my life. even though, like, I think to an extent most people, like, low-key, they do want that. That's something they do want in their life that is nice. But at the moment I'm just like, you know what, but I don't feel like, man, I'll never find love or anything. I feel like I could probably find it, but yeah, it's also hard to find. Because it's just gotta be the right person. It's gotta be the right person, right? No, can't be anyone. Sorry for being mean. I tell you because maybe you were busy. Actually, I was drawing. Yeah, I'm going okay. Thank you, Sam. I hope you're going as well. Going well. I can't even talk. Going well is. Oh my god. Oh god. How do I word? I hope you're going well as well. Oh lord. Good morning, Jigsaw. How are you? How are you? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, dating is scary only because it's either you're gonna be with that person forever, or you're gonna have a horrible breakup, or break up, and it's gonna be sad. You know, it's a 50-50. It's 50-50. It's scary, but whatever. It is what it is. But you know how I was gonna raid someone? Let's do that, because I kind of like kept going for like another 20 minutes just yapping about things. About random things. It is literally 50-50. It is. Okay. Let me refresh this, because maybe things have changed since since things have happened. The apps are good. I'm having a good time. Maybe I'm oversharing, but that's fine. That's whatever. That's okay. Okay, one of the people I clicked into just finished their stream, so that didn't help me at all. Okay, all right. You still wait, please, Jigsaw. I'm waiting. Okay, I wait, Jigsaw. Just for you. I wait for Jigsaw. I wait. Did you like jelly? It's extra content. Legit. Need to worry after stream if you overshare we all did. Okay. Your watch streak. Okay. Oh, your watch streak. Hold on. Let me see. Where is it? Is it? Oh my god, I didn't thank Ricanio for the follow. Oh my god, I'm the worst streamer in the world. Ricanio, thank you for the follow. I don't know if you're still here. I'm sorry. I'm so dumb. I'm bad. Also, maybe you're in ads. You can't see because it's ads running at the moment. Oh god. Okay, Jigsaw, how long do I have to wait for your watch streak? How long do I have to wait until it appears? Are you okay? Oh, I'm being held hostage. It takes like 10 minutes to count. How long have we been into it? Jigsaw, please, you're holding me hostage. Let me out. Let me free. Okay, I can continue hunting for someone to raid. Okay, I'll find while we're waiting for Jigsaw's watch streak. You just let me know when it's right. I can find the perfect person to raid. I can be so thorough in my search, okay? I can be so thorough. I'm gonna find the perfect person. Okay? What category? I'm gonna try and see if anyone's playing Final Fantasy. Always. That's always my first step. Always look for a Final Fantasy 14 player. Let me see. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Meba's happy with you, Jigsaw. Meba's happy. Her. Oh my god. How about this person? This person. Ooh. I like their model. I do. Okay. Okay. They've got like a low poly model and I really vibe with it. Do we call them cops and have a hostage situation? You're heading out, Venom. No worries. See you. You have a good day. And you too, Simon. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. It was fun. It was fun. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I think I found the person I want to raid. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. I found them. I hunted them down. Jigsaw, report. Report on your watch streak. How is it? How is it going? How is it going? Yeah. Oh, the meow. I missed the meow. Did the meow go off? Did I just zone out? It should have gone off, right? You might have gotten it? Okay. Okay, we're gonna head on out. Troops, we're heading on out. Meow! Okay, definitely meow did work. The meow did meow. It happened! Yay! Okay. I am sending you over to someone who is... I think they're doing the current alliance raid in 14 at the moment. Mega hi! Oh no, who did this? Who did this? Who mega hi? Jigsaw. Okay, it's you. Okay, I was like, no, someone just arrived and I'm about to leave. Okay. Mega hi, Jigsaw, but more like, more like, haha. Guess what? Okay, it's more like mega bye. more like mega bye. But we're gonna raid in, okay? It's like, thank you, Jigsaw. Thank you, Quox. Thank you, Venom. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Amoeba. Thank you, Enzian, Ultimate Raider. I don't know who else is here. Sony, you still here? Vlad, maybe? I don't know. They might not be still here, but even if you're not here, I'm saying goodbye to you. Take that. Take that, okay? Okay? I should probably make a command for like a generic raid message. Wouldn't that be so helpful? The stream did indeed go longer than planned. I do have to go do my uni. So goodbye. Goodbye forever. Goodbye forever. And off they go. Off I sent them. Off they go. Off they go. Off they go. Oh, bye, Flat. This is a special goodbye for you because I see you there. Okay? I'm gonna disappear. Okay? Okay, is that okay with you? I got hit by an ad as soon as I raided into this stream. And thank you. I'm gonna do my best for my uni work. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Okay. Bye-bye.